Hello. I'm muted. Hello, everyone. I don't even know how I muted that. Oh, yeah, this should be fun on keyboard. Did I get the trophy fixed yet? No, it's going to take a few weeks. At least. Yo. Holy moly. Yo, G-Wolf with the 10 gifted and millions. T-millions. Thanks for the 20 gifted, man. Appreciate that. FS Cuppa? I have no idea. I'm just playing for fun. I'm going to be like Division 10. Playing on keyboard because I can't be bothered setting up the wheel. Oh, that's not ice. This is wetwood. Interesting. What the? What is this map? This is cool. Oh, it's icy wetwood, I think. Also, why do I have engine off for like 1,000 years? I got sick? Yes. I was actually sick the entire weekend. Like, literally from when like after the first flight on the Wednesday, I got sick from something or someone. What's the time for me? It is 3 a.m. I got back an hour ago. You yelled dong at home? Good focus. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Like, I'm very happy, but because I'm so ill, I like don't feel it. You know what I mean? I don't feel it as well. Whoa, okay, this looks sick. You're right. You're hoping I was from WA? Well, I'm sorry to let you down. I'm not from Western Australia. Time for me to diff you on keyboard. Bruh, if I make Division 10, I'll be happy. Hydrate, please. I am well and truly hydrated. Don't worry. I'm ill at the moment, though. Why no controller? Because I can't be bothered plugging it in and opening the software. Same reason I'm not using the wheel. I just can't be bothered. Fever? Not really. Not that much. What? Was I ill at the Netherlands? No, I was ill from the moment I arrived in Amsterdam. It's just that I had a lot. I ate so much fruit on the Saturday, and I only ate dry food. I did not have any greasy food. That plus the adrenaline like made me. I was fine, but other than that, I was nauseous, sore throats, mild fever the entire weekend, and now it's still at the worst it's been. Must be jet lag. No, it's super. I'm now super clipping because now my. Yeah, thank you very much, Undiscovered, for the gift sub and also for the resub for 9 months. Welcome back to the blanket game. Why is my game frozen? Okay, there we go. I had some green tea with lemon and honey already. It's a bit better, but yeah. All right, let's see if I can break Division 10 today on keyboard. Dong. Thank you, Yummy. Keep it going. Many wins will come. Well, the thing is, this weekend, this event was the first time I played while ill, and also both finals. I had PC issues before the match started. Holy moly. Yeah, thank you, Quenta, for the $100 dues. Don't mind if I do. Wait, what? Really appreciate that, man. And the GGs. Okay, I need something that's like simple to drive. This looks simple. Like compared to the one we just played. Oh my god. Oh wait, what am I doing? It's jump from right to left. Yeah. Right to left. Wait, what? How do I make this? Okay. I'm on keyboard? Yeah, because I can't be bothered. I really cannot be bothered setting up the wheel right now, or a controller. Bro, this sounds impossible. Okay, I didn't expect that to be airtime. Okay, you want to keep the ground contact there. Probably you could actually just release this time. Yeah, this is what I need, like long turns. Long, wide turns. I can play this. Okay, and then you jump up there for risky. Yeah, Sweet Flash, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'll get Division 1 on keyboard. Bro, I wouldn't be nowhere near Division 1. Trust me. But yeah, I really appreciate the congrats and subs and donos so far. Really appreciate that. I'm just happy. I mean, I'm very ill right now. Well, not very ill, but like, I'm the human equivalent of super clipping. Okay, here we go here. Oh, you can. Okay, this one's not bad. Oh wait, I have to go. That is definitely not a NASCAR turn. No! How was the flights? Bro, the flights back felt twice as long because my sinus was blocked the entire way. It was not fun. The travel back. Thank you, Dashty. Appreciate that. You make a Reddit post? I swapped a keyboard. That's right. I got my LAN title. Now I swapped a keyboard again. I'm abandoning a steering wheel. Oh, that's a no slide. Here. I want to drift way earlier than that. Yo, thank you very much for the resub and the kind words. Ugh. Okay, what time would that be? 46.6. Actually, not too bad. This could be Division 2. Almost. But thank you, Bjorn, for the 50-year resub, and also Hope KDK with the brand new T1. Welcome to the blanket game. Like, I don't normally mind the flight, like the long flight, but bloody hell, when you have a blocked sinus and it just won't go away, the trips felt twice as long. Did I record a vlog? Hell no, I don't do vlogs. Not anymore. Okay, so you definitely want to do this drift here. Drift early. Maybe it'd actually be better to go from the right. Or something. No, because then you jump. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, not bad. That's a 46.5. Yep. That's a good copy pasta. I like that. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. What am I doing? Why am I not drifting there? You've had that too? The blocked sinus during the flight? Yeah. You know, fun fact, saying sick performance is quite literal. As I was. Thank you, Aska. Appreciate that. Oh my god. Base serve. Yo, first of all, Mega damn becoming a YouTube member in the Blanket Gang. Appreciate that a lot. Welcome to the YouTube Blanket Gang. And there was a resub. 10 months from Yeti. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Blanket Gang. The Twitch Blanket Gang. Bruh. Can I make the turn, please? Michael Jordan flu game? I mean, maybe. What was the crowd like? It was really good, actually. I liked the way the stage was set up, especially because the lighting was non-intrusive at all. Okay, we're cooking, we're gaming. No, I turned too early. Okay, I know what to do. 7 minutes. Have I ever played cricket? Not proper cricket, but I played beach cricket before. Or French cricket. I think that's what it's called. I played stick cricket, like browser version. Bro, I cannot line this up at all. Ah! Okay, it's a clean run. Where's that put me? Division 4. Alright, I'm happy already. Hey Schmidt, thank you very much, man. Stick cricket? How old is that reference? I don't know. Played a long time ago, and even a little bit a year or two ago. Bro, where am I jumping? What's the story behind keyboard today? I got back from my travel like an hour and a half ago, and I just didn't want to set up the wheel. But I wanted to do a stream. Bro, where am I jumping? Seriously. Div tank goal reach? Exactly. Wait, that jump was sick. I'm gonna jump here. Yeah, like this. Alright, I see what to do. Wheel too easy now? No, I'm tired. The wheel is so heavy. It's like so heavy and awkward for me right now. Everyone's low again, thank you. Appreciate that. Very happy. Oh! 420 viewers, blaze it. Oh, wait, we're not Division 4 anymore, I think. Anyone know math? Wait, no, I was never Division 4. What am I talking about? This is Division 6? No, 5. You're making your own cardboard wheel. Div 6 now, 320 cutoff. Alright, sounds good. Yo, Lamb, welcome back to the Wazard game on YouTube. Appreciate that a lot, and Ziff out the only Lamb. Oh, we're cooking now. Cooking with gas. Oh, look at this. Oh! Holy shit, that was a massive PB. Massive peanut butter. Division 3. Is it keyboard mechanical, analog? It's mechanical. Can you hear it in the microphone? It's not as loud as the brake taps, but it's still making a little bit of noise. Slightly? Okay. Oh. Go Div 1, bro. If I get Div 1 with keyboard, I will retire. That, like, the week literally could not get better than that. Winning Red Bull, Soldier wins Elite Cup, and then getting Div 1 on keyboard. Like, bruh. Oh yeah, a lot of people at the venue that came up and talked to me actually said they were fascinated by how loud the brake tap was. I thought that was really cool. Oh. Ah, I can't see the angle for this. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, Jack and Anik, thank you very much. Some bitter bottle? No, I didn't have that. I did have some Stroop waffles though. It's not a full speed map? No, this is not. Oy, ay, ay. Ah, wait, how do I do this? Oh, wait, yeah, I see now. Yeah, it's something like that. Thank you, Manny, and everyone else that's popped in to say congrats. Yeah, but those who just joined, I arrived from my travels an hour and a half ago. Birmingham or Amsterdam? I don't really care. Not so easy to have the cheat device. That's right, I need my brake cannons. Did I find a good spot to put my Rebel Faster trophy yet? Yes, but the thing is, I don't have it with me right now because I accidentally broke it. So I was just... like, you know, it's on a thing that it just spins around, so I was just spinning around for fun. And then one of the wheels fell off. So yeah, it's been repaired. Huh? It's a must to break your own trophy. And I remember I almost dropped it during the interview. But the thing is, like, I didn't realize that the car separated from the base. It's like I was doing the same thing. I was just spinning it around and then it came out. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? So yeah, I learned that very quickly. Thank you, Sophie. Oh. Oh my god. Like, this kind of steering I like to do on the steering wheel and even on controller, I can't do it on keyboard. I don't have the muscle memory for it. Oh, we're so ready. Is this my first LAN event win? It was, actually. At RedBull Fast was my first ever LAN win. Instead of brake taps, I hear key clicks. That's right. Hey, infantry, type 1. Contacting server. That's a classic. Thank you, Ministry. Appreciate that. You think a Rebel made the trophy, it wouldn't fall apart? Blame the dare. I'm pretty sure Rebel made the trophy. I don't think the dare had anything to do with the trophy. Wouldn't make sense. How much Red Bull do I drink? I actually didn't have any. And I don't drink energy drinks, first of all. And second of all, I was having nausea all weekend. So I stayed away from caffeine. I had lots of fruit and I had dry food. No greasy food all weekend. Because like if I had greasy food or if I had caffeine... like something bad's gonna happen. My sources of caffeine are dark chocolate and green tea. That's where I get my caffeine from. Well, I'm crashing a lot, so this is going to be an interesting test. Wait, you can probably jump between that gap, actually. I'm so ready. Am I hungover? No, I'm ill. I've got a sore throat, blocked sinus, and I can't think of what else. Oh, and a mild fever. Congrats on the win. You love the railway strat. Dude, I'm so happy that I landed it every single round. I didn't always get it good, but I never crashed it. No, all control on standby. Well, the thing is, I have to open software to get controller settings I'm used to. And I'm pretty sure I have to rebind all the buttons anyway for the controller if I want to use it. I don't want to do that. Alright, KO round. No crashing. Oh my god, where am I going? No! That's a crash. Wait, what do I do here? I can just jump, right? Yeah, I can just jump. Alright. Yo! Thank you very much, Prana Valoni, for the... I don't know what that symbol is, but the 100, whatever that currency is. Congrats on the win, Mudda. Really well played. On a side note, maybe we know what you guys were giggling about during the finals. I don't remember. I can't remember right now. I mean, we'll be rewatching the matches, so maybe it'll come back to me then. Oh no! Wait, what do I do here? I have to go here. Whoa! Okay, didn't expect there to be a red booster. There's a dong. There's a 6-7 somewhere. I think I'm just out. I don't think there's anything I can do. Wait, we're catching. Oh? Oh, it's close. Oh, we're in. Nice. Yo, Dogs, thanks for the gifted sub. Really appreciate that. And Sakura with the brand new tier 1. Welcome to the Blanket Gang. You dong live every time. Good focus. One sec. Oh my goodness, how am I not dead? Holy moly, not dead. Like... Oh, I hit the wall again. That's fine. It's not the worst crash in the world. Yo, Jack Kinetic with the 10 gifted. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. And also, Little Soph for the 18 years. Welcome back to the Blank Gang. I did type 6-7 in the game chat, by the way, in the first semi-final. You didn't see him saying dong on the camera and then typing dong in the chat. That's good focus. What am I doing? That's not the but. That's not how I normally press these buttons. I'm using the wrong fingers on the arrow keys. This feels completely demented. I don't remember what I used, but it feels wrong. Oh, I thought it was too low for a sec. Did I used to play keyboard for controller? Yeah, I played keyboard for 2 years when I started playing Trackmania. Thank you, Kulu Cobra. Appreciate that. He paused in the finals as well. Okay, this feels better. Got the correct fingers on the correct buttons. Oh, I hit the wall. Mind you though, most of the time I spent on keyboard was on full speed. I didn't really play tech or anything else. Yo, Woobit Do, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back to the Blanket Gang. I said motherfucker on the show too. Well, they wanted the lore of where my name came from, so I told them the story. I'm honestly surprised they played it. Like just that part specifically. Oh my god, we're winning. We're winning! We're not winning, but we're still good. We're winning again. Oh, this is bad. Oh my god. I'm out. That was a big crash as well. I didn't think it would get stuck for that long. I'm not winning. Am I out? Yep. I'm out. But that was fun. Like, I went to do something I always do on wheel, and that's do like a small tap in the opposite direction. But I forgot on keyboard that doesn't work. Because, like, I normally like steer a tiny bit for a long time, and I just press the full steer down for like half a second, which is... That's what made me crash there. But we were winning. Oh no, we have a late starter. Are there any upgrades to my setup I want to make? I have no idea. I think, if anything, I would want to upgrade my monitor to 360 Hz. Because it seems to be more common nowadays to have 360 Hz at tournaments. 27 people's got a huge ego boost. Yep. Neo on steering wheel? Yes. I did not miss a single Neo during RedBull Faster either. Can TMA even run 360 Hz? Yeah, of course. The PCs we had at the RedBull Faster could go 600 Hz and the game would run at 600 FPS. It was actually like, I tried it, it was too smooth. So we dialed it down to 360. Yeah, I tried the 600 Hz, it was too... I couldn't drive because it was too smooth. Bro, that skin is insane, by the way. It's a drone as well, it's not even a plane. Who's using that? Oh, this guy. Smokey and Homie. That's cool. Thank you, McLaren. Really appreciate that. Dial it down to 360 is such a crazy thing to say. It really is. Like, and even 360 feels very smooth. Oh, Mabel, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh. What's still going on? I missed something. Oh, wait. Oops. I think they had 5080s on those PCs, like 5080 graphics cards. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you can go around there. Oh, I had the thought of doing that, but I'd never tried it. Yeah, thank you, Lion Loss. Appreciate that, man. You also need a good CPU. Yeah, that's true. CPU is very important, especially in this game. How am I feeling after a couple of days? Well, considering I've been ill the entire weekend, and it seems to be at its worst right now, or worst so far. Physically, I don't feel great. Emotionally, I feel fantastic. But yeah, I got back from traveling 2 hours ago. The flights felt so long today because of a blocked sinus. Jesus Christ. Every flight felt... Both the flights felt twice as long. I think the RedBull will make it easy to keep calm and ENC WC comms. I won't know until I get to the LAN. The EWC and the ENC, but definitely a confidence booster, yeah. Got the jet lag going on. Nah, when I left, I was already on like Europe time zone anyway. I play Australia League Cup. Yeah, I'll play Australia League Cup. I'll start playing it tomorrow. Oh my god. Did I get home faster than Brent M? Yes, we took the same plane out of Amsterdam, and then his flight to Brisbane was 3 hours later than mine. So yeah, got home sooner, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not, because he drives home. I catch the bus. And I had to wait a while for the bus, because I booked it an hour later than I thought I would need. Are we in the same city? No. Brent lives in the Sunshine Coast. I live in Canberra. About 1,000 kilometers separate. Should rest, regenerate. Well, after the cup's done, we're gonna rewatch the RedBull faster. How long is the flight? It was 11 hours to Hong Kong and then 8 hours to Sydney. It's about 20 hours. Clearly shouldn't be spending my voice on this. Well, it's either I do this or I lay down and you know, make the same noise that the Lord of the Rings dragons make. You know, the... I can't even do the noise now, but yeah. You know the one. Thank you for luck. Appreciate that. Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. Because I'm not going to fall asleep anytime soon. I'm like another 6 hours away from sleeping, so I may as well stream. Teenagers stepping on Lego. Div 4 predictions. I have... Alright, let me see who we have in the top 9. I'm just going to pick one person and spectate them. Let's go with... You know, just for memes, let's go with the plane. The drone. The drone guy is going to win. Impact, we're getting insane times the last few rounds. Yeah, Pack was fast. He was very, very fast. When did I find the line on railways? The day after stage 2 KO. Well, streamer curse, I picked him and he went out immediately. Alright, who's the next victim? Brother, you're my next victim. Did I have any time to explore Netherlands? Time, yes, but I'm not really a touristy person. Alright, let's see if Frana survives the eye. Alright, Victor, thank you very much, man. You hear the WC is moving to France? Is that official? I don't know yet. Oi, oi, oi. What a line. Oh, we have a face plant by Rico. Rico is out. Well, ads always set to 3 minutes. Or you just use YouTube too much? Yeah, it's 3 minutes per ad break. 3 minutes every 30 minutes. Did we all stay in the same hotel? Yes. Not the same room though. The same hotel. EWC should be fine in Jeddah. Well, it's supposed to be in Riyadh. I don't know. It's too early to think about that anyway. I haven't even practiced any of the maps yet. Why am I... Wait, Frano's actually winning. Same would be crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's like when you know, a couple tells you they're getting married, you say to each other, right? You're marrying each other, not other people. It's one of those silly questions. Will EWC still be on the black campaign maps? It'll be on the black campaign maps from spring and summer, yes. The announcer jinx isn't working? Maybe not. The front there is just too strong. Why no dad joke in my winner speech? Bro, I was like... I was barely functioning during those interviews. My dad joke brain was not switched on. Oh no, Frana. Oh no. It just keeps getting worse. I'm barely functioning now. Yes, even less so. You're kidding me, right? Bro, this guy... This player has plot armor. Jesus. We gave him plot armor. He was hoping at least say dong and leave the interview. Yeah, like... After the match, I was just running on pure adrenaline. Thank you, Fists and Steel. Oh, the gold. Why a chicken crossed the road? You do. No, when I'm doing interviews, especially live interviews, I have to like very consciously pay attention to what I'm gonna say. Because I know if I just let loose, I'm gonna say a lot of stupid things. That's what the stream is for. You know, on the stream it's fine. Bro, brother is cooking. Just stop stealing microphones. That's a load of shit. I mean, if someone does this, it to me, it's like, here, take the microphone. Because they trained us in the other interview to pick up the microphone and put it really close. Like, what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? I think it's blasphemy. You're a Rico? Ah, fair enough. You're full setting? Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I respect it. At least it's not a missed handshake. That's true. Bro, Frother is dominating this round. They're gonna win. Yeah, one more round. Good luck. Hello, Ron. Bring spare mic. Exactly. Am I still in Amsterdam? I certainly hope not. Otherwise, I have no idea what I was doing on those planes for 24 hours. Thank you, Forrest. I really appreciate that. This was like last year where they made Carl stand there awkwardly for like 5 minutes. Like, look in. Brandon's winning. But Nisivo is catching up. Oh, not as much now. Oh, Frother missed it. And they DNF'd. Wow. So close. But a great effort by Frother. And congrats to Nisivo, winning Division 4. Did your parents watch RedBull Far? Yeah, that's right, the intro. Welcome to RedBull Far. That was hilarious. But yeah, they watched the whole thing from Australia. It was really cool. Pretty bloody cool, mate. Yo, thank you, Ildeen, for the tier 3. Welcome back in 44 years. And Ziff at Ildeen. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, we're gonna watch the thingy. Let me just boot it up. Virtual TV. There we go. Pause this. And this one I broadcast. Then I do this. And I change the title. All right. What is it? Rewatching. Rewatching RedBull faster. There we go. And then that's done. And now we just do this. Already done. Did I watch the second semi? Yeah, I watched the second semi-final, yeah. I watched half of it from the venue and the other half from the player room because it's a bit quieter in there. It started 45 minutes? What the hell? Alright, we gotta get to the moment. Is that loud? It's just me.
From the brutal cut to the 100, to the 8.
Wait. Yeah, this is it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Here's the intro.
2, 1. Welcome to RedBull Fun.
Oh, it's so good. RedBull Fun. And we gotta watch the intro again. You got third today? Congrats. Sick. Full viewing experience that we wait 45 minutes. So, for those who didn't know how the map picks worked, so...
Hello there, Amaze Arena!
Hang on. So, for those who didn't know how the map picks worked, by the way, like, so each player got one pick, starting from top seed picks the first, like their first map, but you also pick where it goes. So you have all 8 tracks available, and you can choose where the map was. So I chose Railways to be on map 6, because that would be where it would be on finalist mode.
And hello to everybody who is watching us online. We are
And if you
here
put map in 7 or 8,
the
you effectively
heart of
ban
the
it.
Netherlands. We had more than 32,000 players trying to qualify to this tournament, but only
What the fuck?
8 of the best players from around the globe managed to get to this point. By the end of the day,
Why not
only
Everest
one
on
of them
finalists?
will
I
take
should have
the
picked
lion's
Everest as
share of the
far.
prize pool,
My
will leave the
my
trophy,
thought process
but most
was
importantly,
picking
they'll be
Railways.
able to call themselves the
That
best.
because you can't pick the same map twice. So if you if I picked Everest in the first semi-final, I could not
Over
pick it in the grand
32,000
final.
drivers.
But there was
1 month
another
of chaos.
rule.
From the brutal cut to the 100, to the 8.
Like there was another
who are
rule
set out
where
to conquer the
if
trackmania world
a
here in
map is
Amsterdam.
played in the second half
The battle
twice
divides
in
into
both
2
semi-finals, it
fierce
has to be played in the
semifinals.
first half and the grand
4
final,
elite
and vice
racers take
versa.
the wheel and eat, but only the top 2 from every heat will advance to the grand final. The rest,
Yeah, young dude,
they're
appreciate
out.
that.
The battleground, 6 maps from the previous rounds, plus 2
Wasn't Red Bull
exclusive
fast?
editions. 4 laps per track. A frantic
I don't know.
sprint for points where strategy
Not
and
sure what you're
raw
referring
speed
to.
must be kept in perfect balance.
This year compared to
Here's the
last
twist.
year, both events were
Hit
amazing.
120
Honestly.
points, win the next lap, and you're
Can't really
instantly
compare
the
them.
first finalist.
Very
But the second
same
spot,
organizers,
same
but very
thing.
different event.
Hit 120 and win a lap. And here's the best part.
That was actually
same
wrong. This was actually wrong.
120,
120
but the
was not
second
the point
spot,
limit, it was
Same
140.
thing. Hit 120 and win a lap. And here's the best part. The same format builds straight to the grand finale, where tonight a new champion will be crowned. The maps are set.
Apologies. It's joke, but medic.
Wait, what's this?
A microbiologist, a medical expert, and also the face of trackmania walk into the face. Guys, I can continue, this joke, but medic, this is definitely no
I don't know
laughing.
what joke that was.
So what about squad here? We're in for a great show. We'll
Let's go straight to the matches.
I cry.
Oh yeah, where they showed all the highlights. We'll just go straight to the
They
match.
really want Kanari to win, huh?
Actually, what about these? I didn't
Full
see
on
all of
camp
these.
reaction
These
number
like
2.
little clips. I don't even remember what my one looked like.
It is time for our first semi-final. Please welcome our first contender.
The first time I saw Trackmania was on school PCs while I was still in high school, around 15 years ago.
So, you listen to my voice now compared to 3 days ago.
The controller I use is actually
4
a
days
steering
ago.
wheel, which, despite being a racing game, is surprisingly rare for Trackmania, where it's dominated by controller and keyboard inputs. Before swapping to a steering wheel, I did play controller for 8 years, because the size of most controllers is too small for me, and it's something I've thought about for years and years and years, and I've been using that for 2.5 years now. The Trackmania player who inspires me most
He
is not
zooms
actually
in
a
on the hands.
professional
It's
player,
important,
but someone who actually works in the data, and the name is Phoebe.
Wait,
a
shit, watch it
champion
with
to
the
me is
chat.
not someone who
Wait, how do I open it? Is it this? Alright, let me go back a bit.
always doing years, because the before fucking 15 years ago. My in-game username is Mudda, short for Muddafucker. The controller
Alright, what
is
does it look
actually a
like?
steering wheel, which, despite being a
probably
racing
a
game,
bit
is
delayed.
surprisingly rare for Trackmania, where it's dominated by controller and keyboard inputs. Before swapping to a steering wheel, I did
I think
play
it's just still
controller
delayed. It's like
for
30
8
seconds or
years,
something.
because the size of most controllers is too small for me, and it's something I've thought about for years and years and years.
Ah,
and
there
I've
we
been
go.
using that for 2.5 years now. The Trackmania player who
Oh, no Batman shirt? Actually, I was wearing the Batman shirt all day at the venue. It was my undershirt. So, because I only have one jersey, I wear a shirt underneath so I don't get sweat on the jersey, and I was wearing the Batman shirt underneath the entire day.
inspires me most is not actually a professional player, but someone who actually works in the data, and the name is Phoebe. So a champion to me is not someone who always wins, but someone who never
That's why I won, exactly.
always tries their best.
It is the legend from Down Under, Mudda!
Wait, where's my chat? Oh, it's covering up the YouTube chat, so maybe I'll move it over here. Yeah, I'll do this. And just a walkout.
Mudda, who managed...
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's moving on its own.
Mudda
See, if you just tap the steering on the steering wheel, it will just keep going back and forth when you have Trackmania open.
Mudda managed to...
It's wagging its tail, that's right. Where's Tom?
I now use is
This is
and I played it
spam.
at his house.
Petition.
In-game name is Massa.
Alright, let's have a look at
I
Massa.
chose that name because I followed Formula 1 as a kid. And I was always a fan of the driver Felipe Massa. I'm sure some people
Wait,
don't know
really?
it. I started playing Trackmania when
There you
I was
go.
like
I didn't know
15
that.
years old, 14 years old, not too
How
sure
did I
about
not
it.
know that?
We always went to football, me and my friends together. And after football we were like, let's also play together something online, I guess. And we found this game called Trackmania. And
Did that
that's
to go
how I got
Red
into
Bull everywhere?
Trackmania.
No,
So,
only
like,
for those walk-ons.
15 years ago, I guess you can say.
And we had
reason why
a
I
we had
like
the
Trackmania so
thermos
much
as
is
well that we
because,
drank
you
water
have
from.
different maps all the time, different styles, kind of. I really wanted to get into more the competitive side instantly, and yeah, that's kind of what keeps me going. Like unique tracks, unique competition every time, and yeah, that's what I like.
That's why we compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Massa! Group some
Me and my friend started playing
Alright, here he
Trackmania
is.
back
Thomas
in
Cole.
2010, when me and my friends used to go to football. We played it on the Nintendo DS.
Wait.
So it's like a proper early version of the game. We
That's
were in the back of
also-
the car,
Massa
always
also
playing
said
it,
it-
and
something
I
about
seem to be
football.
a little bit faster than them.
Wait a
and I
minute.
think when it comes to this game, there's so many different possibilities. And I like the fact that there are all these variations that you are trying to sort of be the fastest driver. It's definitely a hard one to master. And I think that's what separates it from other racing games, is that you will have to spend thousands of hours to be one of the best, which I think is what a racing game is all about. It's why I've played it for the last 16 years now.
Amaze, let's hear it for Pack! It's up to the audience to give the
And now the
confidence
home
to our
hero.
last competitor.
Do I join BMYMC from
The
No,
first
I'm not
time I
playing.
started playing Trackmania
I
was,
am not
around the
in
year
any shape to be
2007.
playing.
It's when a friend of mine in class, he showed me a video game, and it
Hey,
was
same origin
Trackmania
story as
Nations
me.
ESWC.
You
And I
discovered
played
it
at his
through
house.
school.
From that moment, I was pretty much hooked,
Trackmania.
and I installed it on my home PC and kept on playing ever since.
Did RedBull cover
Thrustmaster
tickets or accommodation?
controller
They
that I now
covered
use is,
tickets, accommodation,
yeah, it's a
and
modular
food.
controller, so I can change the buttons wherever I want.
So they cover
and
pretty much
it's-
everything.
It's kind of a preferred layout for my hand. The only reason why I switched to this controller, because back in the days I was always using a Logitech controller that was like 20 euros, but discontinued because they made it in like the early 2000s. Most preferred map for this Red Bull is probably Road Trip. I feel like close to home, and yeah, it's the most normal map, so I like driving it.
That is a
Arena,
diabolical. There's
let-
no way that Road Trip is anywhere near the most normal map. You have a flip. See, you have a wall ride flip. You have speed drifting, which is very unusual in competitive maps. You have the machine gun wet dirt. That's referring to my brake tabs. You have this super narrow slow man thing. There's no way Soapbox would be the most normal map, not Road Trip.
Let me hear your roar.
I don't
for
know what he means.
Spammy!
Didn't he do an interview here?
We already had this conversation yesterday, and I asked you, you're gonna be playing in front of a home crowd, so I need an update. How does your heart and how does your mind feel?
I mean, when I was waiting back there, it was quite calm, but now my heart rate is racing. So yeah, I can definitely feel the energy levels.
You can feel it. All right, maybe anything you want to say to the fans and maybe to all of the people that came here to support you?
Ik ga zeker mijn best doen en vooral juichen.
Rather than
En,
Metro,
ja, we gaan
can't
er een
beat
goede
that.
wedstrijd
True.
van maken.
Thank you very much, Spammy. You may take your seat. And
School
now
laptop
we are
gaming?
going
Nice.
to our casters, Medic and
That's
Virgin.
20k on top. That's right.
Thank
It's
you
a
so
very
much,
nice prize
Taku.
pool.
Great to be here at the caster desk with Medic by my side. Same
That
as
was the
last
flight.
year. Great to
It
have
felt
these
twice as
legends
long
on stage behind
because-
us on the home.
Once you get to 120
my
points, you then
sinus
need
is
to
being
win
blocked.
one round.
Finals also that we have is rather advanced. So
Yeah, so, okay, so how this map pick order works. So the top seeds were, I was seed 1, Master seed 2, Pack seed 3, Spam seed 4. So I chose Railways to go 6th, Pack chose Amsterdam to go 5th. Master chose Amaze to go 1st, which this was a surprise because there's not really any benefit to picking a map going 1st. I figured if you don't want a map to be played, it's better to put it here as the 8th map. But I don't know. I'm not really sure why you put it there. And then Spam put Everest as 8th, so it wouldn't come up at all. Business? No, it was economy.
you can pick the map you want and the
Yeah,
position
but because it's cup mode and finals is at 140 points, it usually ends on map 6. So that's why I picked map 6.
you want to play it. And as Medic said, because you have to win a round when
Let's
you
just
have
try
reached the
trip
point
people
where
up
to
as it was
qualify,
hardest map.
it's very
I remember
important to have
he
your best
explained
map
it, but I
around that
can't
fifth to
remember.
sixth spot. So Mudda was seed 1. He picked Railways in the 6th spot because that's his favorite map.
Master's most
And then
trained map.
Massa was 2nd seed. He picked Amaze first
Oh,
because he
actually-
wanted to get either
That's
the
interesting.
most
I
difficult
would
map
actually
out of the
put it
way
at map
or
4.
kind of throw his competition off his
Yeah, maybe tilt his
Or map
opponents a little bit.
5.
Amaze is
Like,
one of the
if
maps
it's
we've
your
had the
best
least
map,
amount
you
of time
probably
to
should put
practice
it
on that alongside
late in the match,
Amsterdam.
not
So we'll
early.
see how experienced people are on it. There were a couple world records actually set in the practice room this morning on Amaze, so I'm really looking forward to that map. You also have the option of doing something like Spammy's
Thank
done
you,
here, which
Kanuki.
is, hey, I'm 4th
Back
seed.
home already?
I really
Yeah, I
don't
got
wanna
back
go up a
like 2
mountain.
hours ago.
I'm just going to make sure Everest goes into that 8th map spot, meaning it's very unlikely to
Spams love it.
we're talking
Alright.
first.
Have seen now in the bias history of not for
He picks up here in Amsterdam.
My
I think he is the
my
perennial
mindset going into
underdog, but
this
he has a
map
lot
was
of
just don't
experience.
crash.
And so
Just
perhaps
don't
that
crash and just see
experience
what
will be
happens.
DS in school and with
And it
their
ended up going very
childhood
well.
friends that we have bigger and bigger.
Bastard.
Make some noise for the players. Massa
After the Amaze Arena, the Amaze studio that
Oh,
we're
this
in
is cool.
right
They've got like low grip, full grip changes. Yeah, plastic into wood. That makes a lot of sense. Side sections, so like all the roads are very narrow and there's... Yeah, the route is very narrow. That's very precise. High risk, high reward. Yep. And it's the...
here you can see
It's a really
maybe you can see
stunning
yourself
map,
in the
this one.
crowd. Maybe you can see the Red Bull that you bought before you started the the day
Who won
today.
Red Bull
but
faster?
A lot
I
of
did.
reactors on this map, Virtual. It is one of the most chaotic maps I've seen.
Yeah, so you gotta really focus on where the car is going on this one to understand what is happening, but they're basically driving sort of a maze in the maze arena, and they are also trying
There's
their best
you?
to avoid crashing
Wait, what?
because it is very zigzaggy, tight turns, tight corners, and a lot of
Oh,
obstacles
yeah, look at that. We're
they
all
have
locked
to
in.
avoid on their way to the finish.
All
Yeah,
four of
huge
us are
round of
locked
them. You
in.
might see there on your screens the world record by Bren, a 104.38 set this morning. Before
That's
that,
a
it was
crazy
packed with a
time. Like, that's the
104.5.
same PB
So
as me.
Consistent
The
improvement we're seeing on this map at the
104.38.
moment.
Yeah, and players have.
And the
you know,
times
talked
that were
about
driven in match were
104
nowhere
low
near
being
that.
sort of the golden
Because this
pace
map
in
is, it's one of
practice,
those where
but in a match you're looking at
momentum matters
anything
so
around a
much,
105
like
low,
for pace.
104
But it's
high is a stellar run.
also
so
very hard
we'll see what
to
they do. Right now you
not
can
crash.
see the warm-up round. It's not gonna go on for an hour. Don't be worried. It
You
is
might see
just
yourself on the
time we
map
have
say,
set right now,
oh,
and
right,
don't
right.
Skip it, but
Yeah.
you see a lot of wood that changes your steering to be very sharp. Then they go on
thank
plastic.
you,
Now
Red
suddenly
Bull.
the car is very slidey. So it's a map that really challenges the players to maneuver all these.
I
different
was the
forms
thing
of
I was most
Yeah, it's a
scared
very
of
tight
in
and
this
technical map
start,
overall,
like
I'd
in this
say.
map, was the
things like
start,
road
like
trip have a
this
few more straights where you
super
can really
tight
accelerate through things. But here, if you
wooden
are
plastic
off on a
section.
jump by half a centimeter,
I like
you're
that
just gonna go flying off the edge. Those poles
transition
as well at
screen.
the start being the downfall of many an early run. But this double reactor tech early
Is it
doors
just
here as
me
we
or is
are
it
into
lagging?
map 1. Massa leading the charge, a 10th ahead of Mudda right now. But early on, I expect to see these players really trying to find their groove on the stage.
Yeah, and this is why Massa wanted this as the first map of the
Ooh.
final. We already have a big mistake from Spam, and if you
So,
have
like, I
this
saw the
pick in
split
mind,
here,
you're
and I saw it was,
practicing
like,
back
reasonably
and
close,
then
and I was
come out
pretty
on
happy
stage,
to have a
kind of
lead
throw your opponents off. We are
already.
playing the hardest map
Like,
first.
34.5
You can
is,
cause
like,
a lot of mistakes to happen. While
in
you
time
have
attack, it's
the
very slow, but
preparation.
in the
None
first
of
round,
those
it's
seems
very
to not have
good.
been thrown off. It's actually Massa crashing on his own map choice here in round 1, and Mudda Pack are the only two players
This
now on the
jump,
field on a clean
bro,
run.
this
both
jump, I
Spam and
spent
Mudda
so
And
much
Mudda
time
Pack
learning
are the
this.
only two players now in the field on a
And
clean
it
run.
paid off, because I
both
got
Spam
it
and
good
Massa
every
having
round.
A couple of mishaps there. We'll go round the Red Bull
You love
bottle.
how
Thankfully,
Massa
if we're
sits in
not,
his
we're not
chair?
going into it
What-
at the
what
end
do you
of
mean
this
by that?
race. But with Pack and Mudda leading the charge, a half a second gap between the two of them already. Mudda has really come out firing both in the practice room and here on map 1.
And Mudda takes the first
Yeah,
10-pointer. You can see the point distribution now,
105.4,
10
and the
points for
record is
first,
1.1
6 points for
seconds
second
faster,
place,
but this is
4
still a
points for
good
third,
time.
and 3 points
This
for
is one of
fourth.
those
So
maps.
it is a format that heavily rewards the 10-pointers, and you want to risk for them to get as many as possible.
Yeah, you really do. And obviously, we're playing to 120 points in these semi-finals.
No,
There's
it's
a
140,
possibility
medic. It's
that after
140.
4 maps, someone has
I
already
wanted.
won.
I could
Mudda
hear
in
him
his
saying
group
that,
stage was
like through
able
the
just to win
headphones.
basically every map, didn't lose a single heart,
Like,
won both the golden heart
Yeah,
rounds,
and I was
qualified
just
basically as quickly
like,
as you
no,
can.
it's 140.
I expect it
I
not to be
wanted
as
to tell
easy
him
for
somehow,
him
but
here today
I couldn't
in the
do
Amaze
anything.
Arena, but there's a possibility still that he just comes out firing.
And let's not forget, like, Mudda is from Australia. He traveled into Netherlands 2 days ago. You have a time difference. You have to bring your steering wheel. Maybe it's mounted a bit differently. And in this
That's
round,
actually a good
already
point.
I'm
Like,
seeing it's actually
one thing
only
that does
Mudda
matter a
and
lot
Pack
is
on
how
clean runs.
high the
Again,
desk
mistakes
is
by
for
Spam and
mounting the
Massa.
steering
This
wheel.
First pick right now hasn't really worked out for Massa.
There's always the argument that he just wants it out of the way.
Like,
And
if
I
the
realize
desk is too
it's his
high,
worst
that's a-
map, and
that's
he's
a
like,
problem
okay,
for me.
I'll eat the 40 points. You know, I'll get a few points.
Actually, no,
wherever I
if
can,
it's
but
too low, it's
just
a
making
problem,
sure
but
that
I
it doesn't come
haven't
up
come
around round
across that
5,
yet.
round 6, where you're really contesting for that finalist spot with the low jumps out of Mudda and Pack there.
You had to
Very
cancel
low jump
flights,
from
or
Mudda,
else you
has
would
to
have
be
been
said.
there. Oh,
Crazy that he
why did you have to
survived
cancel
it. He
flights?
has now built
They didn't give you
substantially
adjustable
towards
desks.
Pack in the
No,
ending,
no,
but
it's
just driving on the planks here is very precarious. Gets into the
like they
last turn,
assembled the
flips the car
desks
onto the wood.
specifically
That catches it,
for
and
the
again,
event.
he's
But it
doing
was good.
really well.
It was
Beats
good
Pack
height, and
by
also
900ths this time, but it's the same
if the desk is too high, that's
distribution.
fine because
10
I can
more
just
points
lift
for
the
Mudda.
chair up a bit. Whereas if it's too
Spam
low, there's
managing
not much
to
I
get
can
up into
do.
third place there with only a small mistake compared to Mus's a large mistake at 3. But I think we start to see the favourites for the
apparently
group
emergency.
really
Oh,
coming to the
shit.
fore, right?
Yeah,
Mudda's
okay.
already at 20 points, Pack's already at 12. The expectation going into this round is this is where we would be sitting.
Yeah, and I also want to draw attention to the red TR on the right of the screen. That is the tournament record.
Tournament, yeah,
We're
you can see
tracking as
world
much as
record
time
1
attack,
second
what are
behind
the best records
tournament
driven
record.
in a live round. And this map, it's the first time it's
Yeah,
being
I was
played.
very
It's the first
happy
time
to just
the players riders are
drive
competing
and
against
not
each other
crash
also, so
and
that's
just
why
see what
these will
happens.
be
And there
continuously
ended up being
here. But on the other tracks, we have
4
records
wins
from
on this
stage
stuff.
2, so those will be more different.
I do
But
wish
here,
that they had the
all 4
points
players getting
here.
out of the start, spam
You
trailing
can only
only by
see
a
the
little
points
bit
after the
into
rounds when
wood
they go
here
to
where
that
we
other
might see
screen.
mistakes. This is one of the most difficult
That was a
parts.
table shake.
And
It was a
also
very
slowing
sturdy
down here.
table. It actually made the
380
brake taps
to
even
60
louder.
speed before you go into that corner. Very hard to get it correctly and
Like the
spam without a
more
mistake.
the
But
more
Massa is now up in
solid the
first.
table is, the
Massa
louder the brake
Slightly
taps
behind
are.
Mudda going through that last checkpoint, but it's very close, as you say, only 5,000 between the two of them. Massa trying to catch up with Mudda here. Gets the wheels down early, and now they'll go across the roof.
Yeah, that's right,
Flick out
Brendan. I
towards
wanted
the left
to
here so they
pick
can get
Everest
onto
in the
this half pipe,
final.
but Mudda with a great line through there. Pack actually overtaking Massa as well, as Mudda continues to lead the charge at first.
But it looks so effortless for him. Like, he's the only player that is continuously able to survive this track. The others all making tiny mistakes here and there.
I did enjoy seeing a 1 second lead in this ending because it meant I could just release
Insane
every
performance,
turn.
Mudda. Was so hyped and happy to see you perform on a lane. Stellar performance, really.
Yeah, 105 low, very
Yo,
consistently
Maldano, the
good
27
on
years,
this
welcome
map.
back to
Like,
the blank again.
The
Appreciate
thing
that.
with map play like this, as opposed to
And the
just time
GGs
attack,
as well.
is you are expecting half a second slower on average, because people will just take slightly slower lines to make sure that they're safer.
Yeah, and we are now going into the final round.
That's right, and especially in the first map of a semi-final, like first match of the day.
Especially those
First map, you're always going to be
make
a
the
lot
most of it,
slower.
get a couple of points if you feel like Amaze is the track that
Vampire,
you can perform
sweet,
on.
thanks for the
And so
prime.
I
Welcome to the
think
blanket gang.
all that focus should be on Massa for this one to see what he can make of it.
See if you can catch up with Pack and Mudda. As you say, going into this wood, you need to really crank the car around to the right, and then a huge deceleration here.
Okay.
You want to be quite far right on that wood so you can get a low jump into
So
this
here
half pipe.
in this
Drift
round,
around this corner so you can get
I'm
onto the
chilling.
ramp
I've got
well, and then you need to
30
dodge
points.
that
I'm just going to
polar
continue my
light in the middle of
strategy.
the ramp.
Like,
Slow. I don't know if he makes it.
oh yeah,
barely
this
sticks
jump
the-
actually, I almost didn't make it.
Dodge that
So I saw my
polar light
speed
in the
was
middle
very low, and this jump, if you have 239, that's the bare minimum. And like I think I had exactly 239, and you also have to not air brake. If you jump with 239, you don't an air brake, you don't make it.
Oh,
barely sticks the
Does he
landing.
make this one? Yeah.
But now Massa has a target within reach. It's only 600s going into that one. He gets
yeah,
an inside line to the checkpoint.
I didn't even,
temporarily ahead, but
for
Mudda
my
jumps
standards, I didn't even
on.
push this jump
Going to
that
one,
hard,
he
but
gets an
because I
inside line
knew
to
it
the
so well,
checkpoint.
I was able to.
Temporarily ahead, but Mudda jumps with a lot
Getting
of
good.
speed and carries this all
And
the way
here
over
as
the
well, I
floor,
saw a
around
point
the
two
cannon,
ahead.
the
I'm like,
corner of the
okay.
room. We're going into the
I don't
center
need to
of
win
Amaze
the
for the
round, I
last
just
time in
need to
this
make sure I
match.
don't
Who's gonna
crash.
take this last
I
round?
would
Will
be
Mudda
happy with
4
second
for 4
here.
victories, or can Pack finally get past
And
him
I
with
heard
all
the
those
crowd,
second
so I knew it
places?
was
He pushes
close.
the corners, he clips.
Oh, he
Mudda
clipped.
takes a clean sweep on Amaze to start the semifinal.
And that's
But that's a
I
good
can't
risk
express
by
how
Pack.
impressive that is.
Yeah,
you have
ending up
world
with 4 out of 4
champions
is-
in this group with you. Yes, Pack has been able to get second place all 4 times
It's
as well.
already
but Mudda with the
a
consistency
lot.
of the gods right
Yeah,
now.
already a lot less
Yeah, and if
nervous
you
after
start
map
to look
1.
at this point differential, we're playing to 120, and Mudda already has scored
Yeah, thank
40
you,
of them in the
Pocket.
first track. He is looking in shape, in
So
form,
map 2 was
and,
Soapbox,
that
wasn't
has
it?
been the main question. Can he do
Yeah,
it
the
on
engine off map.
stage?
And actually,
Answer
what
right
happened
now
here,
is yes, not.
Yes, they are. And
they
the
had
rest of the
the
maps that are
wrong
available
version
out
of the
there
map,
also
so there was a
formats,
big
and then
delay
Quickly,
here
you get to
because
see all the beautiful.
Yeah.
You wanna win
this was the
tournament?
one that
Gotta
they
beat
used
all
in
the maps.
stage 2
And I love that
for
because
the
Waypoint Mapping
knockouts
have done
as
an
like a
incredible
quick
job on
fix
these maps.
to
Some of the
prevent
most
game
beautiful maps I've
crashes.
seen. Also,
But they forgot to change it to the one that was going to be used for this stage. So I don't know why we couldn't have just played it out. Like, the maps are not that much different, and no one had game crash, but yeah, we just had to wait.
Oh
Are you serious? No, what are you
Are you joking?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
someone was recording.
How long was this delay? What the hell? It had to be longer than 5 minutes, surely. Yo, Red True, thanks for the Polish currency donation. The 25 Polish currency. Oh god. Oh god, the delay was so long they had to bring in the Grenadi tier list to fill in the time.
What would be your favorite?
Holy moly.
I think it is
When you have
okay, I might pay the.
It's still going. See, I don't know why we didn't just play on the stage 2 version. There was nothing wrong with it.
The soapbox. Right,
So
gentlemen,
it's
we
a
are
6
back into
minute,
gameplay
6.5
now.
minute
Time
delay.
to continue on soapbox. Right now, attention on Massa, who didn't get off to the best start, but
So yeah, 40
on this
points.
Map, we will hear a lot of silence because
This
the engines
delay
turn
did
off.
affect
Then
me
it's
for the
back on
first
multiple
rounds, but
checkpoints,
then
and
after
then
that, I was
we go
fine. I
back
think I
into the quiet.
crashed
And when
here.
it's quiet, the car can no longer accelerate. You can see that they're losing speed
No,
on the
it wasn't
speedometer
here, it
throughout.
was somewhere
It's
else.
about being smooth, about trying to prevent slides from happening.
But yeah, my
And
mindset
especially
going in
for
was
turns
just
coming
the
up here,
same.
the
Just
fountain
contest
turn,
for
they
rounds.
try to get grip on
Because
the
when you
asphalt
have
here and
such an early
avoid the hay
lead, you don't
bales on the
really
side.
need to
Massa
risk
leaving
so
only a
much.
couple pixels to
You
the
just got to
side
stay in the
as they
rounds
go
and
through
capitalize
the
on
drift on
mistakes.
track, into the dirt, and now another important corner. These
Soapbox is one of my
hairpin
weaker
sharp
maps. It
corners
was
are decisive because this
for
is where you
stage 2, but
accelerate,
I
build
made
speed
it
for
a
once,
stronger map for
and then you
stage
have to
3.
carry that speed over the straight. We get a no slide on the grass. Very good from Mudda. It's a close
Oh,
round.
that looks
Pack
sick.
and Massa.
Oh, no, it
100
was
apart
here. That's
into
right. I
the downhill
hit
drift. Massa
the
missing a
pillar
bit, though.
here.
Pack extending
Yeah,
ahead.
that's right.
Mudda, with his first mistake, will not clean sweep the
That was,
entire
I didn't need to risk
semifinals,
that.
but
That was
he
no
was
need
on
for
for a
that.
good start. And ending the map here, Massa's made a mistake as well. So Spam
Wait, what?
and Massa all in the battle. Pack will win the round.
Yeah, but it's all on this last turn to see if
I think this is the only time I got 4th.
Pack coming in first, Spam in second, Massa in third, and then Mudda in fourth. Mudda, Massa, and Pack had a great race at the start of that.
Get looking for a close match right
So
now.
my,
Mudda in first at
I wasn't,
43, Pack with 34 points.
I wasn't
and
annoyed at
Spam
how I
Massa
played that
both
round. It was
mid-10s.
just a mistake.
Also,
It
a
just
very
easily
fast run
happens.
there from Pack. He has the current world record on this version of the track, which is the correct version.
Again,
and also now
just drove the
tournament
same
record. Haven't played
starts,
it.
kept
Yeah, there was
in
a version
touch with the
played,
others and
a
just
few
see
weeks
what
ago
would
that had,
happen.
a couple of checkpoints that needed to be changed. That has
I wasn't really
slowed down
concerned with the
map a little
times,
bit,
more so just the
meaning that we now
gaps.
have a new world record. Pack with a
I
nice
got the
time
dirt
maker,
turns
wants to
so
boost it
bad
quick,
this round.
and we'll see. Oh, Spam there, unfortunately crashing out at the back, carrying as much speed as you can through this section, and then skipping over the penalty dirt.
I wonder
here,
if I
over onto
gained
the
in
road
this
again.
sector. I did spend a
This
lot of
drift
time figuring
so
this
vital.
out.
This is where we saw some crashes last time. Pack going very close to the wall, but look at the speed he's taken out of that.
And I do want to point out
yeah, and then the
steering wheel here
slide.
from
And
Mudda
here,
is an
actually, if I
advantage on
slide
this
out there,
grass
I
part
don't
alone.
Neo. I just
Actually made a mistake
I
here,
just
which is
do the
unfortunate,
Grenade line
but
where you
there is
brake
where he
instead
can
of
gain a
Neo.
lot of time back because
Because the
smooth
less speed
steering
you
on
have,
grass
the
with
more
engine up
difficult the
does
Neo
this.
becomes.
Steering wheel thing, there's different input devices. Pack and Mudda here, both Pack and Massa, both on
Turn
controllers.
volume down.
And Pack on another great run. This might be a 107.
Is that enough?
09 and another fast time, another 10 points. He's doing what Mudda did last match.
He is, but
The
Massa
CEO
also
of
did
AIM.
incredibly fast times as well. Only about 3/10 behind Mudda. Struggling a little bit, as is Spam on at least that round. Did get
Have a good
Congrats.
day. Nova.
And as you say, like
Yeah,
Mudda
carry
now
on.
only
Thanks for
3
the
points ahead of
62
Pack
years.
for that first place.
Wait, where did I finish that round? I
Second round
forgot.
behind Mudda. Also doing
Another fast time,
Was
another
third.
points ahead for the majority of the rounds. And let's maybe
Did
take
I
a look
win
at
a
his
round
perspective
in
and see
this?
how he
I
builds
think I
these leads,
did.
because his
I
starting
drove. I remember I drove a
quite difficult to
107 in
keep
the
up with.
final
He, of
round
course,
on
hits
this.
perfect apexes, but it's also about the lines you choose. He goes a little bit wider than his opponents.
I think
Tries
I
to hit
got
an inside
second
line
this
towards the
round and then
booster,
first.
then
Wait,
just
so that means I got
smoothing out
fourth,
the
third,
grass.
second,
You
and
wanna go
first.
like a nice up
Right?
and down wave motion. He's only gained about half the power
Red Bull
to all
covered the
the others.
travel and combination
Here
and
on the
food.
fountain turn is where you can maybe pull ahead, but Mudda is there to match him into the
Yeah, this
drift.
is a good.
Different
27.2
setups,
is a
Mudda with
pretty
lower
good
speed.
start.
Pack's gonna carry this onto the dirt now and take over first place once more. But I will say it again: steering wheel advantage into this corner.
Yeah, here we go. Now just gonna make sure I don't fail the nose slide. Yeah, you just open up this so much more. Get a good angle here, get the Neo. Pretty much in this position, 110-30, you just have to make sure you enter the water, like it's not too close to the wall, but yeah, you don't want to stay on the left. The wet tires percent matters so much. 4-3-1-1. Yeah, 92. That's good.
107 on this track is fantastic. Like Mudda.
You remember me shouting nice Grenadier on 69 points? That's right. I had to do it. Oh yeah. I was thinking already at this point, if I win this round, it's 67.
The best marks.
I was just thinking, funny number is possible here.
For Mudda to come back from that position, like first couple of rounds, a couple of crashes, really struggling, and then bringing out a sub 108.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
Impressive stuff overall. Pack.
So yeah, I was like surprisingly motivated to win this round. Like, even though I already had a healthy lead, didn't need to risk too much. I just wanted the funny number as my score.
You want some of that asphalt to get the extra speed. Both of them on the booster at a similar time. Mudda here with a slightly wider line into the drift, carrying the speed through onto this.
This is also good. Like, this is
we'll
like
see,
copy-paste
I think,
paces the previous round.
In the grass once more. Mudda also has more entry speed.
And Massa didn't have a great start to the match, so
Massa's
this would have been a
there
great
to
round for him
make
to win. But
a little bit
I
of
think
stuff
I managed to hold him
happening,
off
I think,
here.
but 10th is quite hard to catch in the ending of Soapbox, and Mudda is doing better. Apex sees as well, gets up on the platform, carries the lead.
0.95. If you get a good end, the 54 CP should be a 107 point that. So what do I have here? 108.13. So not a great end, but good enough to hold on.
Very impressive.
Do I just raw dog the Neo wheel? Yes.
That we expect to see across the course of the weekend. That was the
So yeah,
final round
I
on
immediately, yeah,
Soapbox.
here
We'll be
I'm
moving
laughing
on
because I just
across the
wrote
course of the
6-7
weekend.
in the game
That was
chat
the final
because I
round
had
on Soapbox. We'll
67
be moving
points.
on to skate in just a couple of moments
Like
time.
literally the
A map
frame I
that has
finished.
been sort of dedicated to I've forgotten his
Yeah,
name.
and
Sorry,
Tom was
Sandro
laughing
Diaz,
at that as well.
The Brazilian 51-year-old skater who, ever since he started skating, saw a 22-story
Oh,
building
bro,
next to where he
this
grew up.
map,
I want to drive down that sometime. I wanna
fucking
skate down that at
skate.
some point.
What
And a
the
couple of
hell
people
was I
trying
doing
to
on this
maybe
map?
in the 10,000s,
Jesus.
like there's several
Oh wait, no, actually, no,
players that
sorry,
have tried
next map.
exactly
This map is,
so
this
you might
map was
know
good
just-
for
and
me.
it has
obstacles not back left lead. We go, lots of
Obstacle
players
went
now.
good.
Difference is maybe
Alright,
the
so this is
buggies,
warm-up still.
Specs corner, then you're looking at your speed,
Alright, now it's
then you're
still warm up.
And these maps? No, I think it would be demoralizing to the people out there watching.
Maybe it would be moralizing because they feel demoralized as well. Guys, we're going into the first round of obstacle.
What was I thinking here? I can't remember.
Out of any of them. 51.
I can't remember what I was thinking during this. But pretty much the same thing. Like, I had a target time in my training of 52.6. If I could drive around 52.6 pace, I'd be happy with that, regardless of what place I get in the round. Especially with the lead. Because I figured it might not win every round, but it'll contest a lot of rounds. So yeah, that was my target time, 52.6.
We get down to the sand turn. You want to get close to the fence on the left side.
And then I just got this sand turn so good every round, and I got the nose down. I think I got the ending perfect like every round. And first round is a 0.4. And I'm thinking, oh wow.
And 52.4, fantastic time.
Yeah, very fast time, but only 200s between Pac
Yeah,
and Massa.
Maraxa, thanks for the prime. Welcome to the Blank Gang.
Plastic corner is so important. If you can get the gear up just before that.
You watched on Saturday was awesome. You got a little nervous. How's the pressure?
We have seen people manage to
Most of the
catch up
pressure
in
was
those
when I was
positions before, but
finalist
see if anyone can do
in
it
the
here
grand
as Mudda
final.
once again able to claim the first
That was
place
stressful.
in that last race.
Other than that,
For
it
the
was
pack, as we
well
go
controlled.
through these corners, nothing too complex at the start. I like the fact they spread out to the left a little bit here. Just
So
to
like
get that little bit
to
of
get a
extra,
52.6, so the 19-second checkpoint, I try to get 19.8 or 0.7. And so yeah, here I'm happy with the 19.7. And then this checkpoint, the 29 CP, I go for a 0.6-ish. So what is it, 29.6? Yeah, this is good. And then if I have a decent end, this should be a mid-52. Like, that's how my training was for this map. Oh, look at this round, though. Holy moly. Oh, and Pac got the gear down, and he clipped. Oh, that's annoying.
And it's another 10-pointer for Mudda. He's starving the entire field.
But like, after driving 2 mid-52s in a row, I'm like, okay, I'm happy. I don't care if I crash the next 2 rounds. But I was just thinking, alright, just keep driving those target CPs and just see what happens.
So much speed going into the jump into the plastic corner at the end. So Mudda now 20 points ahead of
You stayed up
anyone
until
else.
4 AM watching?
Very
Nice.
much on his way to a grand finals.
Yeah, and Massa and Spam are in difficult territory now because they don't...
Only first place won a trophy, Chris Bailey, but everyone on the top 8 got prize money.
Not that many points that they can compete for unless they really step above the level that they're currently performing at.
So here again, I drove another 19.7, like 75 or 76. I'm happy. And then the 29 CPE was a 0.6. I'm happy. I don't really care what, as long as I don't crash, I don't care how this round turns out. I'm happy with second on this. But I got the sand turn really good again. I had to do the alternative strat because I didn't get the speed I wanted. But
this is ridiculous, Medic, but he's gonna do it. He has to have
this is the slowest round, I think. 0.7, yeah.
And that's the third in a row on this map as well.
We've done 10
So 0.4, 0.5, 0.7.
sorry, 11 rounds, and Mudda
Just gradually
still got
getting
first
slower
in
and
2 of them.
slower.
It's like, it
That's
is
weird because
absurd
normally it's the other way
at the
around.
moment
Normally you
from
get
Mudda.
faster
This
and faster as
consistency
round goes on.
across this many different styles and this many different maps is incredibly impressive to watch. As you say, the rest of the pack just trying to find scraps.
Seems like a good
more than
mindset to
anything
keep
else
pressure
go
from
into our
building
final
early.
round here on Obstacle.
I mean, you just don't know how it's going to go.
Makes the semifinal very close because in competitions you're only playing till you have
Oh,
one
God.
winner, but here we are playing for 2. So Pac, Massa, and Spam, if Mudda is to close out, will still have to fight for that second.
Yeah, at this point I was just cruising. Like I didn't feel
close match on our hands, although
I didn't feel too much pressure. And look, again, another 19.7. I'm happy with the start, and then I get the mid pretty decent, 29.6. There it is again.
Did it already on a maze. Now he is 600ths ahead of Pack going down here. Massa in contention as well.
Oh, that's a good risk, Tom. Good risk. Didn't quite work, but how did I not crash there? What? Bruh, how am I not crashing there? That's crazy. Looked like the left wheel hit the white thing.
Consistency from the Australian here.
Yeah, the 52.6, so 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, so exactly how I wanted to play that map.
By the way, he picked it as map 6, but the way he's playing, he won't get there, Medic.
Bro, it's 3 maps and I have 107 points. That's so stupid.
We should say.
No, because it's 120.
Yes.
Right?
I was bouncing my knee a lot. I actually do that all the time when I'm playing, like not necessarily when I'm competing. That's just the thing I do when I sit down.
I'm just saying he could hit one. He could win 3 rounds, but it would be in the wrong.
It's still going about 120. Yeah. At this point, I was thinking, oh, I probably won't even see Amsterdam or skate. Sorry, not skate. I probably won't even see railways.
70 meters down the side
But then the first round on this map happened, and oh my god. I wonder if they showed it.
Just gets them into it. 8th and Pack and Massa.
Here we go, first round. So I missed the... I had the double respawn there, and then I messed up this jump, which meant I messed up this jump. And then here, I got the checkpoint, and I hit the wall, so I had to double respawn. Like, it was 2 double respawns, and I didn't know what the finish timeout was. If it was 10 seconds, it would count as a DNF.
And Spam has the best jump of them all for a moment, but he
I just didn't know how to play the map in the first couple of rounds.
Down the ramp, you're not actually aligned when you land, so you don't get all those 4 wheels down. And as you can see, the acceleration out of Pack and Massa was just at a little
It was excited to see me do another line on second CP, but then I swapped the can to me.
You have to maintain enough speed. You want a flat landing coming out of it as well.
This is a pretty good round here. Yeah, this is a good round. What is it, a 0.5? 0.7. Oh, not a great end, but a good round.
Sorely needed 10-pointer there for Massa to get.
And that was Massa's first round win of the match, I believe.
For a while longer, but I do believe this.
Does he finish?
Yeah, we could hear the commentators.
It's true. I mean, again, it just means he's still, if he wins 2 rounds from here.
I actually had to go safe it. Oh yeah, I actually crashed again. Yeah, it was 3 crashes in that round, and I still managed to finish and get the 3 points.
So that's something you really have to avoid. Even if you make a mistake, you gotta keep going, try to make the most
And then
of it.
this round, I was just thinking, alright, don't do that again. Let's just drive around. I don't get how slow it is.
Too high. This is a good jump Pack. Looked like
And then I ended up getting a pretty good start. I was thinking, alright, don't do this thing again. I angled a tiny bit more than I normally do, just to make sure. Very smooth landing. I think I messed up the flip here. I went too low or something. Oh no, too high.
Quite far down the ramp there, but does land pretty straight.
Not terrible, but not great.
Carry quite a bit of speed through here, as is Massa. Good drift through the plastic. Spammy
in
first place. Mudda trailing ever so slightly behind, about a 10th.
This is a good round right here. And this is actually my favorite round of the tournament. Like one of my favorite rounds of the tournament because listen to the crowd at the end of this round, man. It's so sick.
First place, he holds it. It's all down to the final twist, and Spam has a great
exit. And I looked at Spam and I was clapping like this, like nice one. Because Master and I both drove good ends in that run, but Spammy just also drove a good round and held us off.
Because of how the system works. Mudda dumping up to 116. So he could now, if we have it correctly, get to finalists. A little worried.
That's a ridiculously 37 points over second.
It's either 120 or 140.
But when I'm playing the semifinal, I'm just making sure I'm very far ahead of third. I don't really care about where second is.
into the third round here on skate. Pack does have a slightly different line to everyone. Did fail it last time, but gets quite a lot of speed through here. It's 140 points confirmed, apparently, Virtual. So we'll
hey, it's 140. There you go.
This semi-final, or maybe just a couple, depending on how.
I actually said under my breath, like while driving around, it's like, yeah, you finally got it.
And now the flip, Mudda lands at the early part of the downhill, and though he looks behind, look at this, he was 0.2 behind, gets a lot closer to the pack now. Also, the speed lets you set up that water slide turn much better, so he's getting a little bit closer.
This is a fast round. 42.5 in this match is pretty good.
Impressive from us on the pace. Onto the drift, he bumped a bit at the downhill, pack getting closer.
Oi!
It's a very close race for first. And
I think I actually
still
sniped
maybe
one
with an
here.
outside chance. Builds
The
a lot of
second.
speed, lands very clean. Who's gonna take it?
I had an
Massa
insane
ahead as they
end of
flip
this
out.
run.
Massa in first,
Oh no,
Pack
like I
second,
almost did
and
though.
Mudda third. But almost a tournament record here, 1:02.39.
Wow, it's incredibly fast right now, Virtual, as you say. Very close to that tournament record, only 100th away from managing to take it. Mudda, though, does go to 120 points. I've had it confirmed. We are playing to 140. So sorry for misleading you, everyone.
You can hear the crowd commentary. Guess it's not like CS with his info you can get. Well, you can get info just from hearing the crowd reactions.
But Medic, this means we get more Trackmania, so it shouldn't be anything to complain about.
Like if you hear it's the crowd in the middle of the round, usually means someone crashed or have done a crazy line.
But decided it's the last round of this map. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful map. We'll see it again later in the tournament, right? We're guaranteed to see it at least between the next semi-final and the grand final. So
this is such a close round.
Eyes on it when it comes out. Mudda out to the lead.
I was happy with my pace on this. It's just that they were both Master and Pack were just slightly faster.
As you say, Mudda with a slightly wider line can take a lot of speed into this water slide, drifting around towards the left, but Pack and Massa have quite a sizable advantage right now, Virgil.
Look at this.
Oh my god. 42.5 again. That's so clean. Just for reference, my world record has a 0.3 checkpoint. So 0.5 is insane.
Maybe enough to lose his second place here. Mudda coming in with more speed, a better flip, and snipes that position away. Pack gets the 10. Tournament
and Pack
record,
doing
Mudda
Pack
second,
things of
Massa third,
taking the tournament record
5
on the last round.
Away from a world record there for Pack in time attack as well. Sorry, in rounds, incredibly impressive there from Pack, and he is catching up a little bit.
When you can just perform, don't crash mentality, the pace is consistent, good enough for top. It really is. Takes a lot of pressure off. Do you see offline PBs after? Yeah. Well, in the stage 1 maps, I didn't PB at all. My PBs are the online records. Railways, I had a 104.20. Soapbox, I had a 107.49. Road trip, I had a 109.49. Amsterdam, I had 105.50. And the Maze was a 104.38.
Driving through Amsterdam as well, going over the trams.
Anna in the background of Pack's camp. Actually, yes.
I think there's a lot of skill expression.
Water gliding, wheel hang flip, wall ride to jump up, RPG roof jumps, underwater driving.
It also just looks really pretty, Virtual.
Dude, this start on this map is like the hardest thing in the universe, I swear. It's like actual raid boss. The first 10 seconds is like the entire difficulty of the map. The rest is PF.
Yeah, in Amsterdam, it's very high on the difficulty scale. It's like a 8 out of 10.
Actually, that's not true. The ending's pretty hard as well.
Spam said this, the interview we did yesterday.
I played chess against Anna. No, we did talk about chess a little bit.
130 hours in totality on the rest of
That's
the map.
about it.
So you just don't have as much time to prep these, but there's like a lot of cool little tricks you can do to optimize your time through it. We have another water plastic.
Pack killed him.
Well.
He was so good. Both him and Epos was so good on this map.
Bounce against a wall. I've forgotten what those are called.
A wall bang.
That's the one. We'll have a look as we get into
God.
round 1 of Amsterdam here. Jumping over onto the tram, then onto the top of the tram.
Oh, man.
Moving around.
You can see how punishing the start is. Like, 2 people crashed immediately in the first round.
Right on top of the water.
Like,
and there's already been 2 big mistakes. We've driven for 11 seconds. And it really goes to show
but here, I was not concerned with winning rounds. I just wanted top 2. And as soon as I saw 2 crashes, I'm like, alright, just drive clean.
Around the light post and then jump onto another ramp.
I don't care if Pack wins the round here. I just want the 6 points at least.
Gets a very inside drift, and you can tell he picked this for a reason. Makes up that entire gap. Now they try to avoid a slide, get into the turns.
Jesus, he's mid. I was losing 0.2 to hit Pack every single round on this, and I see why now. But I wasn't pushing as hard as I could have.
Make a breakaway from the others. So
Edge.
hit here between the arrows. up out of the water, and then we're going the last 2 turns to the Amaze building. Pack ahead by 0.1, but it is a difficult zigzag to get. He holds on and takes the first 10-pointer.
Yeah, 106.1
pretty decent round.
as well. Very impressive time overall. 106 low, I think, is going to be something that
Had a strange end every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
This tournament. Massa and
At least
Spammy
it,
coming in.
at least it didn't crash though. Yo, Schnit, thanks for the 6 months. Welcome back to the Blanket Gang.
In the first round here on Amsterdam.
And this is a bit what can happen. Like, this is, as you said, a map that you haven't trained against the others. It's your first time playing a match on it.
Yeah, Amsterdam, the only part I didn't really understand was the mid, and it really showed. Like, I knew the start very well, the ending very well, but just the, between 25 and 40 seconds, I just didn't know what to do.
Mudda off to not a great start here. Does get into the wall bank. Still close enough, within 2/10.
Let the pace be the pace. Yeah,
they always
exactly.
want to be leading the pack more than anything
It was
else.
never going to
Jump up
be
here
the
and then
decider map,
across
so
on the wood. They're getting 4 wheels down
was
as
not
soon as
concerned.
possible. So important, as you say, because of the speed check going into the backflip. Then around the lamppost to the left. Mudda able to overtake Spam, who is slowed down.
Was it this match or the final? No, it was the final, where I had the one round where I crashed and still got second. My mid was mid. Actually, like, unironically true though.
Oh, this is sketchy landing from Mudda. He makes it and gets a bit closer to what a turn from Massa.
Oi,
Getting
oi,
perfect
oi, oi.
apex there. That's 1/10 gained in a turn alone. He has a little bit less speed on the others,
Veg.
though, so this is going to get very close. We go up the wall from
Oi!
the water. Spam with a mistake there, out of contention, but it's a very close race between all 3 players here. Out of the water we go, side by side with
I think
Massa
I
and
clipped
Mudda.
the
Last drift
ending
decides
here.
Who gets the 10? Mudda sets up for speed. Massa pushes.
Yep, I
Oh,
clipped the
no,
ending.
overcommits. Massa wins the round.
Am I going to rewatch the other semi? Yeah, that, I definitely am. That match was so sick.
Between them again, a 106 low from Massa there. It's what we expect to be our winning time.
Was
So
it the round with
Massa
3
able to
big
get
crashes? Yeah, it was
10
the,
points
it was at the
again,
grand final.
managing to push himself closer to those finalist spots. Mudda only 1/3 place away from being finalist. We'll see if he can get it on this map. He has been so consistent across the
My
course of
mindset in
first
this round
semi-final.
was, alright, it's round 3 out of 4, so as long as I finish the round, I will have one chance of closing out finalist on this map.
We'll see what happens here. As you
Like
said,
to close it
third
out
place
early.
enough, and with Spam making a mistake, Mudda just needs to survive the rest of this race, and he will get the final.
And the start I drove this round was actually pretty insane. It wasn't even like trying to drive it. It was just an...
But he can also here look for a first place and deny the others extra points.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
managing
just
to take those
happened.
10 points away from other people. It's so important if you want to try and get. I mean, you understand that everyone in the grand final is going to be very high caliber.
Oh, I see it now. It's because the angle from the water was bad. That's why I was losing so much. Aha.
Points away from your rivals. Pack with a strong lead here. 3/10
Duly
ahead of
noted.
Mudda. Massa
For
having a
future
big mistake
training
puts him
on
down in 4th place.
similar jumps.
Choices on the wallbang there. You can drift more heavily into it, so you hit your back
Yeah,
left
thank
wheel,
you, Dumo.
or you can
Appreciate
drift
that.
less, lose less speed initially, but get less speed from hitting your
Well,
front left
Pack
wheel.
looked like he was about to
Pack
crash
with an
there
incredible
a couple of
time.
times.
Yeah, that's fast.
105.8, 3/10 away from the world record.
So here, I'm like, alright, I'm one
Run,
shot at
push those
finalist. Let's see what I can
points
do.
ahead, and we do have the
I
situation
saw
we
the
were talking
pace I
about.
needed to do. I'm like,
Mudda
alright,
is
let's give it a
now
try.
Going to be the first with the finalist label. Should, you know, differentiate there so we don't say he's a finalist yet.
Yes.
But he does have the red name tag. What
The
this
red
means is
name,
that
the
he
red
wins one
number.
round now, and he's through.
Did I finish third place in
So all
finals at
touched on
all
Mudda
before reaching
could be the
finalist?
first into the grand finals.
Only
So
one
that's
round
Even if
in
he
the
doesn't
grand
manage to
final,
win
but in this
round,
final
his
I
map
got
choices coming up
4th
next. It's
once and
Railways
third
next. He has some
twice, I
great
think.
tech on it, and he will be very confident going into that 6th map of the first semi-final. Does have a small lead
I was very
here
happy with my
a
start. I had
closer
high
line,
speed on the
good
cruise
speed
control,
into the
really
wood
good
jump off
CP,
towards the left. 4
and then
wheels down early,
22.1 I
and
think I
it's
had here.
actually
Yeah,
gonna
this
extend
is
to
like
around
what
a
record
10th
pace.
advantage.
Yeah, what a lead he's built now, Mudda, into the lead by 2 tons.
And then the mid, I couldn't do the mid because I had the wrong line.
So close to the bollards and gets a bit of time back. He's gonna make it very close.
So I just
up
jumped too
final
far to the
quarters here,
left here.
and actually overtakes Mudda onto the asphalt. Nice apex as well.
Oh, that's a
He
nice
doesn't want to let
risk.
Mudda get out of this match for free per se, and he's gonna push with the pace on his own map choice to try to defend. But if he makes a mistake, Mudda will immediately pick up that position. Into the plastic bounce we go. Both pre-drift into the uphill now.
Ooh.
Pack still 0.2 ahead. Last couple of drifts, he does go a bit wider than I think he would have liked. He corrects his trajectory. The last 2 turns, is he gonna make a mistake? So close.
Oh,
Good Pack.
that was much
New
closer
world
than
record
I thought it
again.
was.
Denies Mudda, who did drive.
Who am I playing
0.8,
for now?
stepped
Rock
into that level,
Esports.
But Pac said that's not enough anymore.
That is so incredibly impressive. Just constant improvements across the map since we moved.
Hang
from
on.
Amsterdam
I just
onto
realized
the
something.
railways.
Both
It is
finalist
Mudda's
attempts that I
map choice.
converted,
He is
Pac was
very
on
confident this,
131
and we've
points.
just seen Pac be able to deny a lot of points away from Mudda, denying
Spoiler
that
alert,
spot with
I
some
win the
inside.
first round of
Trains with
Railways
David
and
was ever
secure
packed.
finalist
Still
straight
not
away.
see it quite yet in the warm-ups, but we were half a second out of
This
it.
strat though.
So Mudda has been talking about this.
Oi,
He has
oi,
a
oi.
secret line that he's been practicing
I
all
love that.
weekend in the practice room, and what it is a really precise jump on one of the pathways, and it saves about half a second. The others don't do it because if you miss it, it's really costly, and the other route is a
That
safe and sound
line,
choice
that
will give you
Railways line,
consistent
it spent like
points.
5
Mudda
hours
needs to
just
win one
on
round.
a part,
So if he hits
20
that
second
jump
part
1
map,
out of
just
4 times,
learning
he's
it
likely through.
and getting
That's the
consistent
important
at
thing as well.
it.
There's no negative points. Like Mudda is in finalist contention from
How
now.
long
on.
did I practice that?
If he plays
Just on the
fourth,
par
doesn't
map
matter. All
alone,
he has
5
to do
hours.
is time attack this basically. Just try and find that one god run to take him into the finals.
And here we go. The side scroller that you're seeing is actually what the players are seeing too. That first part is all in 2D, and now we're into Railways.
Did I keep the gear here? I did. I kept the gear. And that's just instant gain
Bit of a
0.2.
different lining from spam. You go for the inside, you have less speed. It ends up being about the same. Here you could go up.
Here, I didn't
also
even
go to
need to get the
side, that
line
gets
good.
0.2.
But I actually
And now in this
didn't.
next part,
I
you
practiced the
are gonna
line
see
so
Mudda
much,
hits
I
his
forgot how to do
line.
the
Looks like he doesn't
safer
need it,
one.
'cause he's
So
already
I just
0.2
always
ahead,
did this
but he
line.
goes higher than
This
the
risky
others,
jump.
And he's trying to make a direct jump up onto the right side, and you can see that he barely landed it and held on. Make a
How
direct
did I
jump
look how
up
close I was to
onto the right
clipping there?
side.
Oh my god, the left wheel's
And you can see
almost
that he
clipped.
barely landed it and held on. He's 0.6
Am I
ahead,
sick
but
from the
let me tell
traveling?
you,
I was
this
actually
lead
sick
will
the
extend.
entire
Mudda's gonna be
weekend.
about a second ahead almost
It's just
of
that
the other
now
players.
it's like, you
0.6 to
know,
Pac, who's doing
getting
his best to
worse.
hold on. But if Mudda hits these last jumps, then he will be going into the grand finals. All eyes
So
on
here
him.
I
Can
see
he
half
get
a
it
second.
here?
I don't
The
need to
side
risk this. I
quarter
just
pipe
need to make the
up
jump.
last plateau, and now
And then
can he
here
get
I
the
know what
wings
to
he
do to
needs
get a good
fly
jump
into the
every
finish?
time.
Get the booster here. Into
Land
the
smooth,
container.
get the
Mudda
booster, jump
is
into
going
the
to
finish.
grand finals of
104.
RedBull faster.
Incredible performance.
Very
by
good
Mudda.
round.
Across
Edge.
the board, he was so consistently great. We saw a couple of failures, but the first 12 rounds, he won 10 of them.
Oh, cool! I love TMNF!
Yo, Phineas with the 10 gifted. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that.
Who takes the second place prize and joins Mudda in that grand finals?
And the match now will accelerate because now you can score 10, 6, or 4. The three-pointer goes away.
So yeah, I was
for
very
the
happy to
three-player
close out on my
battle.
first
And
attempt on
with
Railways,
Mudda
which was
out
my
of the
map
picture
pick.
on Railways, it's going to be very close. He was looking dominant in the practice room here, but now it's anyone's game. Do you go for the consistent lines? Do you go
Do
for
I
the
turn
risky
the
tricks?
2D? I
We'll
don't.
see
I
who
don't
ends up
turn.
getting the better of it. Right
I
now,
only
though,
turn
it's
to
Pac
correct
in
because
the
when
lead
you
across,
jump,
and
when the
I don't think
car,
any of them, although they've
like
seen
depending
him
what
do it,
angle you
are
land at, sometimes it
looking at
turns a
here.
little
No,
bit
they're
on
all
its
gonna
own.
go for the left side path. So here you go.
Like instead of
down
you
to
doing the
plastic,
steering input,
you
like
try
the
to
landing
leave
makes you turn a
and
bit.
Stay on the block, then jump inside line to the dirt, and Pac again building up a big lead to the others here.
Yeah, 3/10 lead. Massa making a mistake through that.
You type bench multiple times in the chat. Hope I'm proud. That's that I am proud.
1.5 pipe jump here. This
That's
is
good
tricky.
focus.
You do want to land as low as possible. We see both the players playing it relatively
Yeah,
safe
Tom did
to
the
make
same
sure they
thing.
get
Well,
through. When
Pac
you
did the
have
same
such a big
thing as
gap
I
towards
did in
next
the
player, there's no
previous
reason
round.
really
Just
to
jumped
risk it.
super high in the
Pac
quarter
is going
pipe.
to go into finalist contention. Spammy coming in second place. And Massa with a DNF means he gets no points.
Really, Massa with a DNF that
Pac
round.
At
That's brutal.
140 plus means he's going to get the red name tag. And 2 more rounds of Railways to see if he can make it happen here. Massa DNF
Badge.
at such a crucial moment is really
Congrats.
unfortunate. He does have to now, with Spam, deny many rounds in
He
a
was
row.
plus
It could be
18.
Massa
Oh
winning
yeah,
a
fair
round,
enough.
Spam winning one, but they
Yo, Kel,
have to
thanks for
work
the
together to
23
try to
years. Welcome
extend
back to
this
the
match.
blanket
Ooh,
gang.
mistake in the start, which means it's going to be all on Spam to try to deny Pac.
Wow,
here
it's
almost.
already 4 tenths down
0.4
here.
is a massive gap that Pac will definitely take advantage of if he can, and he looks to be running away with it here to try to join Mudda in the grand finals.
Can the local
Let's see if he
hero
can survive.
deny
Already a 3/10 lead there for
Pac
Pac. He's
getting
been
his finalist
so
done?
solid across these maps, but there we
Oh,
go.
right. I forgot
Trying to
about
grind
that.
here on
Yes, he
Railway.
can.
Should have done that on skate instead, and now
Yeah,
Spammy
thank
is
you,
out
Lent. I
into the
appreciate
lead. Massa
that.
2 seconds behind. Spammy just needs to keep it clean for the rest of this map to claim a win here in front of the home
Plays
crowd
it,
in Amsterdam.
420
He's
CP.
managed to get through that second platforming section, has enough speed to go into this dirt section as well. And really, with Mudda 2 seconds behind, it's all on Spammy just to make sure that he does this cleanly.
Yeah, he does not fail these. This is like routine, you know? You've been
Very
competing
nice.
in
Does he do
Trackmania
the low
for over a
jump?
decade. You've been
Of
at the
course.
top
Well,
level. You
actually,
see 2
not
seconds
too
gap.
high,
He might even go
actually.
for safe finish here.
That's pretty
He's
reasonable.
not letting this 10-pointer slip. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready to celebrate.
Yay!
For Spam.
It's his second win.
Hometown hope.
Had one on skate earlier on, now brings one up on railways. Hack still in that finalist contention, of course. Massa
That
with
was
6
Spammy's
points,
second
coming
round
in
win.
second place. He is working his way towards it, but still needs a couple of round wins to get there. And as you say, really the main problem right now is denying Pack those first place. You have to be beating him out.
Is the inside dirt near the start actually the same speed as outside? No, no, you get 20 extra exit speed. And it's overall like 0.15 faster. The outside dirt. More than me on RedBull Faster 1. Hey, I won plenty of rounds of RedBull Faster 1.
A cinema finish too.
I just didn't. I won 2 maps.
6 of 8 rather than 7 of 8 as it shows in that.
And in every map I won at least 1 round.
Last time,
Pretty sure.
this time Pack corrects his mistake.
What's next to the agenda for me? Not dying.
Has to do what Spam could do, denying Pack. Let's see in the jumps in the middle if.
What's the
Massa can
pace here?
gain some time back.
29.6.
Gets a lower jump here. That does gain a bit of time back. Lands better in the plastic, but has to keep going.
How many
Pack is
points
not
was
gonna make
Massa
any
on?
more huge
I don't
mistakes
remember.
for the rest of the round here. Massa has to find this all in
So like
racing
he would have to win
Pack
3 or
up on the
4 rounds in a
outside.
row.
He's gaining time. He has more
to beat
speed
Pack.
across the trains once more. And up on the quarter pipe, it's 0.3. That is almost within safe range, but he still has to keep it together.
Am I gonna
Last
do
jump for
Elite
Pack,
Cups? I'll
we
play
might
the
have
Australia one
another
most likely.
grand finalist lands on the booster cleanly. Pack has done it.
Pack actually almost failed that
Great
ending.
stuff all round from Pack. After making that mistake, a lot of players would have begun to falter, but Pack, too experienced for that. He will join Mudda in the finals.
When's the Australia
Congratulations, of
Elite
course,
Cup?
to
This
Massa and
Saturday
Spam,
coming
but
up.
On the day, Pack
Saturday
and
night.
Mudda were just the superior racers, of course, to Massa and
I didn't see
Spam,
the
but
points. I was gonna check the
On the day,
points.
Cleanly, Pack has done it.
great stuff.
Did they
all
show the
round from Pack.
points?
After making that mistake, a lot of players would have begun to fall course. Saying we'll see them later on after our second semi-final.
It was
Yeah, I mean,
118,
it did seem that way
116.
from
So yeah,
the get-go
Massa
that
really needed
Massa
to win
and
4
Spam
rounds in a
big
row,
four there
basically.
on a mace, but when Mudda drives like that and takes all the 10-pointers that you...
All right, now it's like a 10 minute, 15
We
minute
are.
break.
I mean, I can tell you I've been watching Trackmania esports
Yeah,
for a
now they're
very
doing the
long time,
intros for
and
the
it's
other
rare
guys.
You actually see someone dominate at this level.
What is
Just focus on the
Yeah, there we go.
Mania.
First
Bro, this guy, Gwen, guess how many hours he put into the maps? And just for reference, I put around like 10 to 15 hours each map.
Playing this game, and I was pretty good at first, so I just.
Gwen put 1 to 3 hours per map.
My live games.
1 to 3. And he performed the way he did. Incredible.
So we played during the qualifiers, but yeah, just preparation like every important tournament. So we didn't have a lot of time, like 2 weeks between the qualifiers and the finals. So
Bro
just
learns so
focus on
fast.
the last maps and just playing, and then be the best as we can.
Please welcome the young veteran, Gwen!
Gwendol.
Story to his scene, but I'm pretty sure that our second player will try to stop him.
Is this EPOS?
I first started playing
Yeah,
Trackmania
EPOS with the
because,
Monster
I have a couple
sponsorship
friends
at a
that
Red Bull
picked up the
event.
game,
Uh-oh.
and As soon as I got the game,
It was
just,
quite,
yeah,
it was
I
quite
hooked. Ended
entertaining
up
to see him
playing
deal
many
with the
hours every day. I use a
deal with that.
PS5 controller, and I think
with
the
these
reason I
with
use
his
that
team
controller is
manager.
just because I've played PlayStation all my life. It just feels natural in my hand. I remember I went through a phase of trying an Xbox controller, but it didn't really work out so well for me. I don't think I have any pre-match ritual, to be honest.
He talks about the PS5 controller feeling more natural. I actually think it's because of where the thumbs are. You just push and pull. Like you push and pull the thumbstick to go left and right. Whereas Xbox, you have to go diagonal. So that makes a lot of sense.
Are you serious? No, what?
My hands in hot water because I feel like it loosens my
Yo.
tendons a little bit. Maybe that's just placebo. Maybe I'm bonkers. I don't know. But yeah, that's probably the only thing I really do. Just make sure the hands are warm.
Make sure the hands are warm. Interesting.
Amaze,
That's his
it is
pre-match
the
ritual.
dark horse of the tournament.
Yo, Bobby Taylor's with the
Memphis.
$10 dues. Thank you, man. So proud of you and your hard work, smiley face. Well, thank you. Irish Jessicals in the 9 months. Welcome back to the Blanket Gang.
Right in his
Playing trackmania.
Brent M, a teammate from last year.
So
I tipped him to
2006.
make it
That was
through.
my dad who installed the game
I
on the
tipped
computer
Brendan
when I
Epos
was
for
a little bit after school
to make it
in
through.
homework.
I was
And then
almost
started
correct.
Competing in 2014, 2015, and then since then I never stopped. I prepared for this final.
Hey, that's a lie. You never stopped. That's a lie. You did not play competitive in 2024.
Badge.
Caught him in a lie. Listen to this.
I was able to play a little bit after school, in homework. And then I started competing in 2014, 2015. And then since then, I never stopped.
Yeah. Started in 2014, never stopped. What happened in 2024?
Final by just playing a little bit every day, with grinding the maps for a whole month now at this point. And it's just
Yeah, make lamb. Thanks to the 4 months. Welcome back to the Blanket Gang.
Fixing the small mistakes that we would do. I have a tendency to be good on maps with a lot of jumps and like weird transitions and things like that.
Did
So
they already
maybe
pay you?
for me it would be
They will be
railways
very
or
soon, yes.
Maybe right now Amsterdam, but we haven't played a match on it yet, so we'll see. But yeah, they're a bit different for me and they work good. So I just played a bit every day, tried to find some consistency on the maps, but I just enjoy my time. They're nice maps, so I just played them for fun.
ladies and gentlemen,
Good mindset.
give a round of applause for the king of the tower, Brent.
King of the Tower, Brent. No, it's Brent. Brent M. Badge.
And while Brent managed to top the top last time, everybody, he's last but not least, our final player.
Granadi.
I actually started very long ago already because my dad used to play the very first game that ever was released to the Trackmania.
Red Bull, bruh.
And I was like 5 years old back then, and I was basically amazed by the fast cars, by the jumps, by the loopings and all of that type of stuff, and it basically hooked me as a kid already, and I basically have been playing it ever since. My in-game name is Grenady, and the story behind it is actually kind of
This
funny
is
because
actually
it used to be a
cool.
Trackmania
I didn't know
called,
this about
it was
Grenady,
called
or
La Bomba.
Grenady as he calls it.
And La Bomba basically is Spanish for the bomb, and I really liked his videos when I was like younger, and I wanted to have a bit of a similar name, so I first went by the name of Granada, which is basically grenade in Spanish, and then at some point it just developed into Grenady, and I think I had this name since like 15 years now or so already.
Amsterdam,
Like,
it's
just a
none
relative
other
of
than
Nigeria.
Grenady.
Bruh. Didn't they do an extra interview for him here? I think I remember that.
Stage of
Yeah, they
Red
did.
Bull Faster. How would you compare the two tournaments? Did this one grow?
Definitely. It's first of all great to be back, and I think there's like 4 times as many people here, and everyone looks hyped, everyone looks ready, and
He did this
gonna be a
interview
nice
so well. He's
Last
pretty damn
time,
good at
you
interviews.
decided to go for a more risky play, and the chances were very low, but unfortunately the odds were against you. What's going to be the approach this time?
I'm definitely gonna take it a bit
Yeah,
more
1M,
safe.
that's
Hopefully in the
2M,
end,
that's
I'm gonna
sick,
be able
man.
to close it out. That's the goal, of course.
I love that.
And I'm gonna do my best, and I'm getting ready, I would say.
Maybe any final words to all of the people that surround us?
Yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. I hope you have a good show so far. I hope we can deliver and continue the show just as good as it was so far. And yeah.
May the fastest player win?
Definitely.
It's a good thing I wasn't interviewed because I am a mic grabber apparently.
And now we are going to our casters.
I was not interviewed before the match, only after.
Thank you, Haki. We are back. I have lost the jacket. It is
Where were
getting
me and the
hot
others
in
doing the semi?
arena,
The first
it's also
half of the
getting
semi, I
more
was in
exciting
the
as we get
VIP area.
Closer and closer to the grand finals. We're
And
now
then
getting
I
to
went to the player
semifinal
room for
number
the
2
second half just
with, to
because it
remind
was
you,
quiet in
Vlad,
there.
Appos, Grenadi,
So I could
and
decompress and
Yeah, I'm super
have a
excited
couple
to
of
see how
snacks
this match
before the
goes
grand
because
final.
We are going to most likely see our first consistent
Now, what was
first
the map
selection.
pick here?
We will be seeing
Now, what's something that's very important to note about the map picks is that if the map is played in the same half twice, so if it, because let's say for example, Amsterdam was played 5th, so in the second half on semi-final 1, so that means in the grand final it can only be in the first 4. Balance audio, please. You need to tell me. You need to tell me what that means. If you just say balance but don't tell me which way, I don't know what that means. But anyway, so like Everest, Amsterdam, and Road Trip were in the second half in the first final, and the second final, so that means in the grand final, they have to be played in the first half. So yeah. So who was top seed? Gwen. He picked Amaze 4th, which is... I don't know why he did that. Oh, wait, no. No, it was Grenadi and Bren were the top seeds. So yeah, Grenadi picked Everest as map 6 for finalists. Bren picked Road Trip as 8th, so it's effectively a ban, so he doesn't have to play it. And then Amsterdam picked by Epos and Amaze by Gwen. See, yeah, and he picked a 4th. And the rest are randomly generated.
The players have picked the maps in 5th, 6th, 4th spot. It is
I'm loud compared to the video.
Map to end up right about when they have
That's
the maximum
normal.
points when they're finalists and can win a round on their favorite track. Bran there picked Road Trip in 8th, and that is simply because he wants to put it far away. He does not want to play it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. So Bren put Road Trip as 8th, so because he doesn't want to see the map at all.
Parkouring, platforming sort of style. As you
Yeah, Jacob Jensen, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
10 points if you win a round, and if you get to that 140, you then need to win.
Talk prediction.
Oh, it's the to me the obvious. So close
So what
to
was
winning.
I didn't even. I forgot what the first map was.
Then I'll say Grenadi. The last year.
Yeah, they're still warming up.
Going to start the
Oh,
map.
it's Skate first
Gwen,
one.
Apples, Grenadi, and Bran.
I'm sure Gwen and Bren won't trip us up.
This is an absolutely cinema match. But yeah, my tips. My preliminary tips is that first of all it's going to be a close match, but that Epos and Bren will qualify.
Yeah, and he talked about Bren being a player that likes these maps.
Yeah,
with
Atomic and
jumps. A lot of people have these.
Ritwick, thanks for the primes. Welcome to the Blanket
In the
Gang.
warm-up, we should say, but a lot of players favor what is their background in the
Gwen
game.
picked Wood against Grenadi.
You have Grenadi on steering
Well,
wheel,
Gwen is a
started
beast
doing all
on
these smooth steer maps with the
Amaze.
snow
It
car.
was his
He
best
favors
map.
that stuff. Bren played several years of just obstacle jumps and pipe balancing and stuff when he started out. So
Gwen is
that's
always
where
a solid
he finds
pick.
his comfort.
But the thing is, I saw his PBs and I was thinking, I don't think he'll be able to win finalists.
4 years
I
ago,
thought he'd be up there,
and
but I
is
just didn't think he'd be able to
able
win
match the level of someone who's played
finalists.
for
But I was wrong.
17 years. It's pretty crazy. So there's different paths to get to this level of Trackmania, but
And I
what it
figured
requires
Grenadi would have
is
been putting a lot of time into
relentless
Elite
practice
Cups,
and
so it wouldn't be
precision
as
and
at his
willingness to
like peak
to
level
learn
on
new
this.
things, even if it's difficult.
And a lot of the time, you'll see these players breaking down each
But I guess
map into
I guess
its
every
constituent
player in
parts,
this match
right?
was
So it'll
doing
be a,
that. So
hey, I know I'll enter into
doesn't
this
matter.
jump with 180 speed, so I'll just go into the editor, set up at 180 speed checkpoint, and then make sure I can hit this jump as we jump into round 1 of this second
thank you, Marek.
semi-final. Gwen out to a 10th of a lead, but this jump can carry a lot of speed through the rest of it. You can see Gwen and Grenadi fighting at the front. Low jump from Epos. It's a bit of a tighter line into this left-hander.
This is
Now
look
needs
at
to go
this
up into
round
this
already
half
though.
pipe.
Like everyone's
Everyone
bunched up.
basically on top of each other here. Virtual does look like Gwen has fallen about 2/10 behind.
This is anyone's to win
Gwen
exactly.
clipped the ramp of
Oh,
Appos
that's
with
high.
a mistake on the ramp. He will, of course, make the jump. You can see the time lost that,
That
he incurred.
jump
into
right
the
there
ramp. He
is a
2/10
jump of a
behind.
nervous man.
Gwen clipped the ramp of
Oh,
Appos
that's
with
high.
incurred into
I know the
water
feeling
slide
all
now.
too well.
Bran versus Grenadi. Gwen
Badge.
gets a bump at the exit. That's going to cost him speed across the straight. But in these last
Yeah,
couple of jumps,
Louis,
let's
thanks
see
for the
Bran
prime. Welcome
can
to the
pull out some
Blanket Gang.
specialty moves here. He gets more speed into the drift. That's one part done.
This is a
Lands the
pretty
block just
damn
barely, but he
fast
might
run
clip
for the
here.
first run.
If not, it
Oh,
was
does he
wall
know the
hit
safe
from
fin?
landing too early.
Does he know the
More
safe
than
fin?
was
Wait, he just goes for the loop
expecting. Gwen will
anyway?
overtake. It looks like it's going to be other side around here.
I think
Grenadi
if he
wins ahead
crashes,
of
it's actually
Gwen,
faster to
starting us
go.
off. It's Bran in third and Appos in fourth.
It's a couple of point
Yeah,
loss
very
there for
shaky
Bren
first round, as
on
you'd
that
expect.
clip on the right-hander.
That's normal. First match of the
Very
day.
easy to lose
each
a
of these
position on
players.
a map like this. We're expecting it to be quite close. Like, mistakes are
Brent
possible,
with
but
Australia
most
skin.
of these
Actually,
players
good
are
point. Yeah, he's
consistent
using
enough not to
the
make those
TM
mistakes
Games
to a
Australia
dramatic
skin.
degree. So everyone within about half a second, within about 7/10 of a second or so, is where we
I
think
wonder
they
why
will
Twisted
end up.
Mind doesn't
And I
have
will
a
say,
skin.
like, at this level of Trackmania, it's almost a bit of a rhythm game, you know? You're expecting to have certain speeds, certain landing areas, certain steering timings. Like, I
Oi,
turn
wait, was that
exactly
a
when I
landing
enter this
bug?
ramp, for example.
What was that?
Yeah, certain
Ah, he
steering
just
timings,
landed
like,
too
I turn
low.
exactly
I
when I
gotta
enter
slow
this
down.
ramp, for example. But if you have a little bit of wrong speed in a match setting, it's not going to be the fastest
But I remember
run. You still
talking to
have
Brent about this
adapt in
match
the moment,
afterwards.
so that
And
landing
he
from
said it
Brent
was
where
just
he
a match
crashed is a moment
where
where you're just, oh, I landed earlier than expected, and I
like
wasn't
there
ready
was a
for it.
lot of
Same
momentum
thing.
swings.
Threw it so low.
A lot of
Too
momentum
low,
swings. So like Brent and
unfortunately.
Epos
Eclipse here tried to
started this
adapt in
match
the correct direction, still missing
pretty
a bit to be
poorly,
perfect.
and then
Gwen makes a mistake in the water
they came
slide, and
back later
Grenadier is
on,
going to have
like in the middle.
free reign on this 10-pointer because the others are so far behind for being skate. There's no way for them to come back. If he gets, oh, he misses.
Oh, I
was gonna
forgot
say,
about
unless he
that.
makes a mistake, he will be overtaken
And
here
this,
because he
I didn't
cannot
even
go for the
know
risky
that
finish.
safe route existed.
So,
Like,
I was gonna say,
I
unless
never
he makes a
trained
mistake,
this
he will
ever.
be overtaken
This
here
safe
because he
route.
cannot go for the risky
I
finish.
always just went to the
So,
right
Gwen
and got the
now going
booster.
to overtake in the loop, but he's fighting for Bren, so Bren might actually be the one to snipe this one away.
Oh,
but
Gwen has the
take
speed.
it
Oi,
back.
oi, 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 ooh la 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 la.
So close at the end there, and you can see like a few nerves for the players.
Brent
I'll say.
3
I
to
don't
4,
expect to
10
see
points,
these
alright?
mistakes from
Yeah,
them. We
that's
didn't
it.
see them in the practice
That's
room.
all it
Obviously,
takes to get
being
you
out here on
back
the
into the
stage is a very
match.
different kettle of fish, but
One
especially
really
when
good
someone
map.
like Grenadier is making mistakes like that, it's just very unexpected. Very close early rounds between these four players. Epos a little bit further behind, but I've seen him really turn it on before, and I'm sure he is settling into the stage. Takes a slightly different route to everyone through these first couple of checkpoints. And now, this jump has been the foil of a lot of our players.
Congrats on the win again. Mudda Bedge.
Yo, Soldier. Thank you for the 19 years prime. Thanks for the GGs. And GGs to you for winning the Elite Cup yesterday.
It's going to lose a bunch of speed going through her.
But it will reset
Yeah,
all
Thomas,
the
man, I
lanes. If he
appreciate
just
that,
get a
man.
good flip, he's still in contention here. Best flip, I would say, again, Epos here has finally fixed
Could we
this.
hear the castles while we were
Lines now
playing?
1 too
Yes,
low,
and
1 too
actually,
high, but
it's
this one was
surprisingly useful.
exactly on the
You don't even
bullseye
have to
and
check
was ahead of Gwen
CPs
by
most of the
0.1
time.
into the ending, needs
You
to
can hear the
capitalize on this
castles in the
opportunity
crowd when
as he
someone
has
makes a mistake.
lost tremendous ground in the first 2 rounds already. Grenadier gets the drift this time. Gwen, though, chasing down Epos. We got to take a look at this battle. Epos has more speed.
By far, though, the player that surprised me the most in this match was
Only the
Gwen.
flip could make
Like,
him
I
stumble,
always knew
but
he'd be
he's fine.
decent, but I
Stabilized
didn't think
landing
he'd
and
start the
wins
match as
10-pointer
strong
for
as he
himself.
We have 3 rounds and 3 different winners. Virtual so far. Bren not closing out in time.
He's 10.2 behind. It's still enough.
Oh, it's okay.
With
He's
the
got
15
that. Yeah, he's got there in time, so he will get the 3 points at the end.
See, Soldier, I'm pretty sure
10.2
that means you
behind, so it looks
qualify
like
for
they have a 15
EWC no
seconds
matter
timer on
like.
that instead of the 10
You're like
second time we talked about before.
99% qualified for
in the first 3
EWC.
rounds. It's different from what we saw in semifinal number 1, where Mudda had 30 points at this mark. So we're seeing a very balanced match so far, and really looking to
He
see
doubled
who
his
will
practice
make
time
the
during
first
match
breakaway.
warm-up.
Very
Probably,
wide. That was
honestly.
already a tiny mistake. And this is the kind of thing that, like, okay, does it change my speed for this jump? Can I get back on my comfortable line? So you're looking for these reset points.
But
where
like
it's
on
now I
obstacle,
landed, now
like
I'm on the
Gwen's
same
PB
line
was a
as I usually am, now everything's
52.4.
fine. Gwen,
Like,
though, what
that's
a
his
line.
PB.
Some of these players, they play on stretched
My
resolution,
PB's half
so
a second
instead of,
faster
like,
than that,
seeing
like-
a normal car, you're kind of seeing a deformed looking vehicle, and it's because it lets you see the
He's
hitboxes
actively
of the
improving
turns
the match.
better.
He
And Gwen
is,
plays
though.
on a very stretched monitor, so you can see it perfectly.
Gwen carrying a bit of speed into the water slide here, catching up with Grenadier ever so slightly, but Gwen has a large 2/10
Oh,
lead.
42.4,
Epos falling about
bro,
a
that's
second
so
behind overall.
fast.
Gwen going for a slightly tighter drift. there. This jump so
48.6.
close
Oh, but he
to not
overjumped
making it, but he
that.
does manage to. Gwen still with the lead.
He was on
Grenadier and Gwen on top
102.0
of each
pace
other,
up until that
and
jump.
Gwen just needs to get through this final loop into the drop down. Grenadier with a great loop line means that he'll end up in second.
Bro
Gwen
lost
takes first,
0.3
Gwen in
and
third,
still won the
and Epos
round.
coming round in fourth.
And what a winning time as
Really
well.
not
Only
sure about that. Then again, your maths are really bad. Well, the only way, because you remember the big points, there's only 2 Elite Cups to go, and your opponents already have like pretty strong bad, like their top 5 results already pretty strong. So to catch that gap to you, they have to get like top 4 finishes. Like you have to have the same 5 people finish in the top 5.
There are many jumps, there are many transitions.
So they're
but
right next
they
to you.
are
Then that's
overall
just very
easier
unlikely.
For the pros to handle, and so we're gonna see probably the entire field.
One
within
more
2-3
top
tenths of a
7
second.
would
Yeah, I
seal
love
it
this
though,
map
for sure.
about keeping the gear at opportune moments, keeping extra speed out of that water bounce, but keeping the gear through the final wood water section, so you get that flick and carry more speed into the end. This is the bug slide into the water bounce. We're talking about what a quick
Yeah, all
release
you got to do is
from
just
the
pay
brake, so you
attention to
slide
your direct
car,
opponents.
back left wheel around,
As long as
slam it
you
into the wall,
outlast
and then carry as
them,
much speed through this section, because
doesn't
there's
matter.
a long section here where you're not going to lose any of that speed you've already garnered.
And then they go
Anyway,
into the loop. They
obstacle.
down
So Gwen's
into the
PB
sand, try to carry all the speed they can.
is
A
around the
no-slide
same
will get
time
you
as
fast enough for
the
nose of
track
car
record, like the
to tip
tournament
over the
record,
edge. That builds
52.4.
speed onto the wood. And if you do the wood turns correctly, then you can jump up on the ledge here with a lot of speed, which carries all the way to the finish. It's about these tricks and the gains that
Career
you get from them
commentating,
extend
yes,
for
and
a
actually
long
was
time.
very useful.
You want to be precise, you want to risk, but you don't want to risk too much or pay the price.
I will say this semi-final feels more about being top 2 consistently than outright domination than semi-final
That's right.
one did. Obviously, Mudda won 4 of the first 4, but here Gwen is in
Top
the lead.
2 is all that matters in
because he went
semi-final.
Second first, second first.
Don't need to care about
Everyone
winning.
else fell down to that third place spot.
I guess for seeding, it kind of matters,
as we get
but
into a round 1 of
I
obstacle.
don't know,
The
it's
second
not
map of the
important
second,
enough.
second semi-final.
Into the no break.
It's a confidence
That's
booster,
why
though.
they're not drifting here. The
That's
brakes
all
have
it
been
is.
disabled. Apple's too wide. They do the wall bang. Grenada gets it good. Needs to keep that performance up all the way through the tournament. Not falter in the last round on the bounces. Into the loop we go. Bren leading by about 0.2, but this could quickly change on the sand. Advantage steering wheel when it comes to these no slides, and maybe on the wood. Bren touches the fence. Grenada
Bren's
decides
so
not to do the no
close.
slide because he has so much speed. He's leading ahead of Gwen and looking to gain up some points
Oh,
towards
that's
first.
wide.
But Gwen gets a very good no slide on the sand.
Two scariest turns in the map. This one
and maybe on the this could
and this one. Two scariest turns in the map right at the end.
But Gwen gets a very good no slide on the sand out of the wood. He's going to
Dude,
take the
Shane
round
Bren felt
with a
so much easy stuff. Well, that's just what happens in
Crazy
competition.
speed from Gwen there at the end. You can see how much getting that flick is.
It's more often than
vital
not you
to
mess up
carrying
the
speed
easy
through
stuff
the end. And Gwen
when
now
you're nervous.
comes to a relatively strong lead. 42
Stuff you
points
wouldn't
being
normally
chased
think
by
about.
30, 22, and 21. Gwen can keep up this consistency. A guy who's
Thank you,
much
Agent
more
Crane. I really
intuitive
appreciate
than
that.
some of the other players. Obviously does put the practice in, but if you give Gwen a map, you know within the next couple of hours he's going to pretty much have mastered it.
Yeah, Gwen just kind of gets the game.
Well said,
When
Medic.
you
Well said.
Start playing Trackmania at the age of 4 and you're good at it at that age. It's
Gwen
sort
will
of like
learn a map
chess
in 2
grandmasters
hours.
that start when they're 3 years old and learn how the pieces move already then. They just kind of get it intuitively what's good in the game. Gwen is one of these players that if he put 20 more hours on the map, he wouldn't be substantially better actually, because he already gets to a high level very quickly. Here he's off to a great flow, and you should be scared of Gwen when he has momentum. When Gwen finds his rhythm in a match on a stage, it can very quickly snowball.
They all got the
But
sand
here,
time really good
Apples,
there.
your prediction
Oh,
in
he
the lead.
clips.
Gwen makes a mistake there, breaking the flow a bit,
That's
one
right.
might say. Into the wood, it's still Apples. Grenada gets a good flick, but they all have the decent ending here.
This is a good
and the positions
round.
remain. Apples now with the 10
I
points,
think
52-55.
this is where
Very
Epos
nice time around for
starts
Apples,
his
and we
comeback.
continue to see that seesaw, that topsy-turviness of this second semi-final. No one has yet won 2 rounds in a row, which is...
And Bren still
usually you do see
has not
someone
yet
coming
won a
out to
round, I
lead.
think.
Even RedBull
How
Fast
good is
at
Gwen
one,
in
we saw,
Fast Zone? He's
Carl Jr. and Grenada
one of
doing
the
really well
best.
in their respective semi-finals. Now we're starting to see a little bit more of upset potential, I will say. Obviously, we haven't got through to any of the map picks yet. Those come up in maps 4,
Yeah,
5,
exactly.
and 6.
Gwen and Pack
When
are
we get
similar
there,
in that
we'll
way.
see if people are as
Epos
dominant
is
as they
another one of
expect to
those.
be when it comes towards getting into that finalist contention.
We have already a big mistake from Grenada. I think he touched the fence on the uphill, so going to be out of contention for this round. You might notice an air brake here in the uphill. They
One
tap
thing-
the brake for just a second.
So
Get the back
Gwen's
wheels to grip
performance
on the ground.
surprised me
That is how
in a
Bren
positive way.
propelled himself into
Grenada,
first
I was
place,
surprised
not
how much he
having
crashed.
had
He's
the
not
most
normally a
visibility
crashy
yet,
player.
Bren, but looking to do something here. He wasn't first in a previous round, hit the fence, now going a bit
Not the
wide.
fastest player, but
He's side by
he's
side
normally a
with Gwen.
player who
This is
rarely
very close.
crashes.
Don't count out Apples. He did get the nose dive. Gwen hit the fence. Apples hit the fence too. And
So I
Bren
think he
has
was
the
just
red
struggling
carpet
with
rolled out
confidence.
in front of him. He gets a 10-pointer as well.
Let's see who's able to get that second place. It is Gwen, followed by Grenada. Epos lost
Thought
losing
Grenada
a
would
ton
qualify.
because of that fence hit right
The
at
only reason I
end.
didn't pick
Goes from
Grenada is because I
second
just
or
thought
possible first
Bren
place
and
all the way down to
Epos would
4th.
be
And we
better.
gotta say a bit of luck for Gwen here, getting the 6 after crashing, where in other rounds, if you were 0.3 down, that would only be 3. He's still on a very good score after 7 rounds played, Gwen.
Yeah, 51 points overall for Gwen. It's an
Man skip
interesting
truck
one
next to the
when it's
raid.
this tight,
Dude,
and
why
we're
are they
seeing
going
more
for this?
jitters, I think,
That
Virgil, than I
start
would have
line in
expected
rounds
to
is
see from these players.
crazy. That's
Perhaps
side
it's the
jump.
bright lights of the stage. Perhaps it's the bitter ballen that they ate last night.
What's the format for EWC? We actually don't know yet.
Rumbling in their,
Well, we
in
know
their
it's cup
stomachs,
mode, but we
expectations
don't
are
know
that they'll begin to find their
specifically.
form. Gwen has been in solid form so far, but not as good as he would like, as we see them all going through that bounce. Everyone getting through it cleanly this time. No one losing that dramatic portion of time. 2/10 down is Gwen in 4th place. Epos leading the charge in 1st.
29.5. Yeah, this is a fast
difficult to
round.
deal with because you want to get as
Good
tight
exit
as
speed.
possible. Everyone
Oh.
gets through it. See how much speed they can carry.
Does he get the
They have that
nosedive?
extra
Yeah.
gear.
That nosedive is...
Epos
Look how much it
overtaken by Gwen,
gains
who has
if you
a
get the
ton of speed.
nosedive.
Grenade on top of them as well as they continue to chase in. Gwen, though, with
So
a
good.
great end, is going to overtake Grenade, who is only 400s behind.
That's...
Insane by Gwen that he's still
That
gets the
what happened to
margins there,
Epos
and
that
he
round is
wins
exactly what I was
another
afraid would happen
10-pointer
to me
for
on this
himself.
map. Is
Makes
that
it
I'd be ahead in the
to
first half and then just lose everything in the
finish
second
winning the
half.
last round of Obstacle.
Yeah, and we will be moving on from Obstacle over to Railways. None of these players using the Mudda tactic that we have seen before. But
Yeah.
sort of has a lot
Oh
of,
yeah, this
keyboard
Railways line,
points.
I leaked it on the Friday, like the day before the tournament, and I was wondering if anyone would try it.
Make it here, getting knocked out in the last chance qualifier.
And that
did not end up happening.
He says rather than one doing it, changing your strategy on the
This right side path, it is a path that is about equal on
Is it
paper,
gonna be a leak
but
up to play
combined with
against
the direct jump that Mudda was doing
to get
is
good
where it
players
really
out?
gains, 'cause you keep more speed.
No,
you need a
the
lot
only
of
reason I
speed to go
play
through
the
that
League
path
Cup
as well,
this week
so
is
you
because
can
it's
get
the
the
Australia
jumps
League
well
Cup.
back onto
Home
the
turf,
dirt.
man.
This half pipe can be a little bit tricky. See a relatively high jump there from Gwen, but it's the warm-up. You just need to be consistent. Make sure you've got your eye in for the track, as we are going to be jumping
No
into
problem, thank
round
you, I
one
appreciate
of
that.
Railways in just a...
This is highly original stunt that was done
There
on
you
a
go.
bike by the red-black athlete.
Yeah, from David Godziak. An incredible stunt. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend watching it on YouTube because
If I
it's
win
one
an
of those
Australia
things
map,
that's,
bro,
you know,
if I
people do
win an
stuff-
Australia map,
a lot of bouncing there out of
that'd be
Epos.
crazy
But yeah, people do
because
things that just
I
amaze
have not
me.
opened
Never
any
in
of
a million
the
years did I think I
EWC
could do
maps
that.
since
And,
the campaign
competing
came
at this
out.
level of Trackmania as well is one of those as we see Bren hitting the side of the train and getting knocked out. Now it's a race between Grenade
23
and Gwen
hours
for that
good.
first place spot.
CP.
About a quarter of a second between them, but that's
Yeah,
cut down
I
to
really do
just
wish they had
over
the
a tenth and a
points
half as
here
we'll see
somewhere.
if anyone does take this wider dirt line. Looks like it's
The
going to be
points of
relatively
the
tight for
players.
all of them, so not going for that high jump onto this next ramp instead. Clipping it just below its lip, and Epos goes for the upper route. Will have a little bit less speed than we saw Mudda have here, but he still manages to get through all of them, and is catching
So he
a
went from
little bit
0.4
with
to
Gwen
0.6
and Grenade.
behind.
It looks
But
like
then
he's
you have
catching
more
Gwen,
speed
but it's because
here.
Grenade is
Oh, no,
pulling
they
away.
didn't get the
Grenade
time very good.
0.2 gained through that lower route and now has solid grips on the first place here.
Are there any
Gets a
were
lower
there any
jump, though,
players I
Gwen,
was
to make
nervous
it a bit
about
interesting.
facing in
Clips the
rounds I
wheel,
didn't
it's
drive
still
against much?
Maybe within reach, we'll see the booster landing
All
here.
the players.
Gotta get that booster jump to
I
the
mean,
train car. Grenade not gonna let it slip.
Everyone, anyone who
Only
qualifies to
200s
Red
between
Bull
Gwen
in
and
top
Epos
8 is a very, very,
Epos
very good
almost
player.
snuck it at the finish line to get
Never
that second
underestimate
place.
them.
An extra couple of points for him in his pockets, but it is Grenade, as you say, who
Gain
rounds it
0.5
out
in the
with
FS and lose 0.3 in the
another win.
identity.
Gets up to 56 points. Gwen's still in the
Probably.
lead by about 11.
Oh,
And
6-7.
it feels like we're going to have a lot more players around
Another
that
6-7.
finalist contention
I
mark at
didn't
the
see
same
this one
time
during
in this
when it was
semi-final
live.
than
I
we
was
did in
very
the first.
disappointed.
If it keeps going this way, but what's interesting is of
So
course
that's why
that
I was
the
keeping
players
an eye
have
out
yet
for
not
69
played
points.
Any of the maps that they wanted to play, they put them in the 5th slot, the 6th, and the 7th slot. So we are gonna see what they really want to play and where they might gain a lot of
Any chance of
points
lowering the commentator
later on,
audio?
and
Bro,
Brown,
like,
unfortunately had that mistake
you
in
want
the
from
previous
me,
round as well,
man?
the
I'll
exact
lower it
same
by, like,
crash. So not getting off to his best
There you
performance
go.
here, but still time to recover. Gwen versus Grenade up front with Epos in 3rd is basically a mirror image of last time. Let's see if Epos can make this line work. He is one of the only players that changed his approach here, going to the right side. We see a split of 0.417. Then he's going to get more speed into the dirt here, try to land a bit cleaner on the block.
Bren crashed
And this
3
time
rounds
was
on his
very
best
good
map in the
execution,
start.
still lost
Yeah,
attempt. This
it
is maybe why
happens.
players don't go for this line.
Yeah, I think you need to take the higher line in the first.
There's a lot of
dirt
pressure when
portion
you know
where
it's
Mudda was going a
your
little bit
strong
wide to
map
get that
and
extra
you
speed.
need
Epos
to
has
make
caught
a
up
comeback.
ever so slightly by about another 10th, but now we'll see Grenade and Gwen going through air brake to make sure you get the good
Epos might snipe.
landing. Epos has good speed, and again,
Grenade can't make it straight in the start of Railways. Well, the funny thing is, most of that happens because of the landings, not because of steering.
There, it's gotta, you know, be a bit annoying. The pace was really fast here. They beat the previous winning time by a lot. 1:05.17 by Gwen is a phenomenal time, and he keeps
Like,
getting these
Grenade
10-pointers.
played
We
this
saw
map
maybe
fine.
the
From
momentum
like, he
slow
didn't
down a
need to
little
win
bit on
rounds. He just
Obstacle,
needed to
but now
stay
he's
ahead
back.
of
Now
Epos
he's
and
in action
Bren.
for Bren. I think the question is, can you salvage anything out of this? because you have been really struggling. We saw a massive bounce at the start there, already about 2/10 behind of everyone else, just because of that wobble, not having the extra time with the wheels on the ground. Here, he's been clipping every single time, but it's Grenady who's falling back to start things off. Inside line from Epos and Bren, as Gwen's going to have a little bit more speed going down into these jumps. Grenady about 4/10 down on Gwen right now, who has been so consistent.
Wait, what? What happened to Epos there?
Against the post toward Gwen right now, who have a little bit more speed going down into these jumps.
What?
Grenady
Did he clip his wheel?
Down on
Ah,
Gwen
yeah, he
right now,
clipped
who
the
has
back
been
wheel.
so consistent. Epos clashes against the post.
Did they get enough viewers to make Red Bull event next year also?
Spot, but Gwen, so solid.
The people at the
across
venue
Railways
seemed
so
pretty
far.
happy with
Once
how it
again,
went,
goes
like the Red Bull
Low
staff.
route, a bounce from Grenady, as you say, very awkward, but he's able to maintain enough
Oh
speed to
my
get
god,
over
how
the
did he
dirt.
save that?
See how the map flows so
When you
well
don't have
when
the
you do
speed
jumps
through that
correctly.
plastic
This one
section, the
is like,
jumps after are
off the
so
speed, I'm off
awkward.
the trajectory, but finally
Honestly,
perhaps a
impressive he
moment
didn't
for Bren.
crash.
He was driving well in the first 2 rounds, just that mistake on the container. Now has a chance to beat
Alright,
Bren
a lot of
in
pressure
the
on
finish line
Bren
jump.
here.
Got a release at the right time to get this red boost. He does.
Yeah, this is where he makes his
so
comeback,
perfectly,
right?
Bren. The jumps is
Not
his
great
specialty,
pace,
and he
but
gets
good enough
10
to win the
much
round.
needed points at this point to not fall behind.
Being a Red Bull Faster 3, hopefully.
So far on Railway. So
We'll see what
as you
happens.
say, a vital infusion of points for him there.
This is the
Gwen
best
still
back to spectate.
over halfway
I love
towards
this,
that finals
the
contention
split
mark in
route
Epos and Bren.
ideas.
Bringing up the rear, but all it takes is one
I
good
love
map.
that.
As you say, next map is
What's
Gwen's
my offline
choice
PB
with
on this
Maze.
map?
We've seen how
104.20.
difficult that map can be to be consistent on as we go into the final round here on Railways. Bren with a solid start this time. We're not seeing the jiggling of the car that we have seen previously. We'll see a slight line deviation going through the after
But
this
it's
portion
possible to
onto the
103.
dirt. Everyone making it through the containers. Gwen the only one going wide for that extra speed. Epos, Bren, and Grenade.
Ooh.
Gwen clips the post towards the side, and perhaps the safer route was
What a
ideal
round
for
this
Epos,
was, though.
Grenade, and Bren.
He couldn't have had more speed there. I mean, if you looked at the gap as he was setting up wide, it was just a pixel or two. It was way too fast for that.
For a
corner.
moment,
He
I
pays the
remember
price.
watching this, I
Now
thought
from the
Epos
jump,
was actually
Epos
going to go for the
again
big jump
sticking
line.
to his decision with this right side line, gets the speed into the dirt, past Bren, but the wobbly landing doesn't let him get away from it, and it's Grenady in 0.4
No,
gap in the lead
104
towards the finishes here.
20
Going across the
Quenta.
train one more time, Bren trying to fight for that 6 points that he needs to stay ahead of Epos on the scoreboard. He might even fight for the 10. Can Grenady hold on to the
Oh
speed?
no,
Is he saving too
I
much?
remember
That's very
this.
on the left, and
Oh
Grenady bounces out,
god.
and Bren gets
That's a
2 10 pointers in a
tilter.
row,
That
but
is a
this absolute
tilter.
mistake for
That
Grenady
mistake.
Yeah, going off towards the left is something we really don't see too commonly. Goes from
Because
first place
it's
to fourth
counterintuitive to
place.
go
Really.
safe on a jump like that. Because
Not
normally
the
when you
best
try to
map
drive safe,
overall.
you slow down
Actually
more.
went down the rankings by 1 each
But
time. First,
when you try to
second,
safe a
third,
jump, you have
fourth,
to
finishes
release
across that map.
less.
And that was such an opportunity to catch up
It's-
to Gwen
it's
after Gwen made a
counterintuitive.
mistake, but now it's actually opposite. It's Bren catching up to him. So we have a very
Am I going to get
close
all
field
world
still,
records on
Gwen
these maps online? I'll never
ahead
play them
by
again.
about 20
I
odd
probably won't
points
play them
as we're
again.
heading
Mainly
to
because I'm
Gwen's
ill at the
map choice.
moment.
Now that is interesting.
It really is.
By the
Putting
time
together
I will be in
four
any
as well,
shape to
Gwen
drive those maps,
wasn't
it'll
the
be
first pick in
too
the group, so didn't
like
immediately
too
get to
long.
choose where he wanted his selection to be.
Well, I return
But
those
the
maps for
fact that he
fun.
was
I mean,
able
I
to
can see
get
maybe
around this
a hunt for a
difficult
couple of
in a
those maps,
pivotal
but
moment
that's
of the
about
rounds is so important because
nothing too
if you
crazy.
manage to pick up a couple of wins here, you can really rocket yourself back from a second or a third place in the standings back up to that first.
Well,
and
League
get
Times
close
already did.
to that finalist contention.
Now let me bring this up, right? If we talk about Gwen as a natural learner,
So this
as
map,
someone
Amaze, my PB
intuitively
is the
picks the
same
map
as
through,
Bren,
why not pick the most new map
104.38.
in the map pack?
But
Just,
much more
oh,
is
this one
possible.
people have the least practice on. I don't need to train that
But
much.
we only
I
had 1
get
week
it.
to
And
learn
guys,
this in
is the
Amsterdam,
map that's
plus
shaped after the arena
be ready on the other
within
6
Amaze
tracks,
Amsterdam.
so
All the people, the spectators
I'm
in the
very
crowd
happy with that.
are also replicated here, so maybe you see yourself in the crowd.
I saw us at the caster desk earlier.
I did. We were smiling. There was a third person.
they're playing their own game at TM.
Sammy
Yeah,
probably.
the
Easter egg
two
over
people they showed
But yeah,
there.
unfortunately, they weren't able to replicate your shirt, which made me quite sad.
They were not, yeah. This is a difficult shirt to replicate
Yeah,
or predict.
Oi,
I don't know
oi,
how I was
oi.
wearing this one, so.
I don't think they would have been able to add enough pixels. We'd have to beef up the computers a lot if we were going to render that on this sort of scale.
Amaze
But
is the coolest to
on
watch.
Amaze. when we saw it in the
I
first
actually
semi-final,
think
it was a Mudda
Amsterdam
sweep.
and
We'll see if
Railways are the
anyone can do
coolest to
same here as
watch.
we get into our first round of it. Get into the business end of the second
Should
semi-final.
rank the maps.
The points really beginning to stack up as Grenadi is out to a
Well,
lead.
it's going to be incredibly
Everyone on top
biased,
of each other,
obviously,
it
but
seems, as we'll go into the double reactor section. Grenadi trying to
I don't think there's any
maintain
bad
as much
maps.
speed as possible
They're all,
and does so.
they're
Gwen,
either
though, still
solid, they're
with a
like
nose
decent, or they're
ahead.
really good.
Epos, though, is going to overtake through that slide. Bren has fallen back. Gwen with not a great line, not a great amount of speed, and Epos and Grenadi will be
The pace they had in this track was really good.
Epos with a very tight line there.
Oh, what a
Does
jump by
manage to get
Gwen.
down onto the half pipe, but isn't going to manage to keep as much speed as anyone else as we move into the jump here, Virtual.
We're jumping.
There is
across
one
the
turn
bar
in this
counter
map I want to
onto
go
low
over.
table, and we're going upside down. This part is very confusing if you're watching
When we
for
get
the
there in
first
the next
time.
round.
Now we jump off the side of the wall as we lost Grenadi on that one before the can. Bren and Gwen drifting around it, carrying as much speed as they can into
That's
another
pretty good
wall
pace.
climb up. It's
Good
gonna come
battle
down to
between
the
these
slump to
two.
the ending here. Onto the plastic. Bren has a lead of about 300s. Gwen pushing the inside line on the wood.
Oh
getting an
my
earlier turn
God.
perhaps, but Bren holds so strong in
Yeah, I
the
think this is where
Play
Brad makes his
there.
comeback.
That's a
He finally
third
gets some
for
momentum
Bren,
going.
Third 10-pointer in the last couple rounds.
Three in a row.
Three in a row
for Bren. He's
I don't think-
found his form in the second semi-final.
I don't
And
think
he's
Massa
gone
would have
from
done in this
being
semi.
34 points to being 74
I don't know, to be
points.
honest.
Oh, sorry, 44 to 74. That's how maths works. Getting into second place.
It would have
just
been
behind
close, for
Gwen
sure.
now. Grenadi beginning to fall down the standings.
Demon Kid with the
when it
brand new
comes to
T1. Welcome to
points,
the Blanky Gang.
obviously. Oh, Bren with a, just every time we praise someone
Honestly,
today, man, they've
this
immediately made a
recovery
mistake.
from Bren, like, in my training, every time I clip anything, any of the pillars, I could not make the start afterwards.
Every time we praise someone today, man, they've immediately
It's like,
made
that's a
mistake.
sick
Bren
save.
Clipping the pole on the inside.
But Gwen has also made a mistake. He, I think, missed the slalom. So mistakes by both the French players, and it's basically left to a 1 versus 1 now. Apples versus Grenadi. They will see this on the checkpoint splits, that this is what it's about. And here strategy comes into play. Grenadi needs just
Oh yeah, this
kinda get
turn.
some
So there's
points
two
again
different
after these
lines
mistakes,
here.
and maybe he decides Grenadi needs
Like
just
this
on the
jump. You
checkpoint
can
splits, that
either
this is what it's about,
go
and
high
here
and jump
strategy
off the
comes into play.
wall, or you can go
Grenadi
super tight and like jump directly to the platform.
kind of get some points again.
I
after
think
these
I
mistakes, and
ultimately
maybe he
preferred
decides to
the
save
wall,
it.
like
Apples,
jumping off
though,
the wall,
last
because it's
time
more
basically
forgiving.
let loose
But I think
by
the
pushing
jump
for the
that
10, and you can
Epos
see
and
that
Pack
he's
did
going
was
for it.
slightly
Went so
faster.
close
I could
to
just
the
never
leg
do
of
it
the table,
consistent.
Getting another 10th there towards Grenadi, trying to build up a stable lead that he can just save in the slaloms, because you really don't want to have to risk in
Oh,
that part.
Epos, that
That's where
jump.
things can
Oi,
go wrong.
oi,
Yeah,
oi.
he's taking a really low jump onto that vert ramp earlier on to try
Go,
and get
Joe.
that
Thank you,
tighter
man.
drift around. Now he does still have about a half a second lead. Did you say the battle
Did
is
we watch the
between
other semis?
Grenadi and
The
Epos, but I think
first
Grenadi
half
might
of the
just be happy with the second
semi-final,
place here.
this
It's like, yes,
semi-final I watched
don't
in
want
the,
Epos to beat me
like in the
or
venue
action through the
at
wood
the
section. Never mind, not happy at all
the
still.
VIP area.
Epos does take it in the
But
end.
I think it was
Just
after
below
this map I went
106.
into the
Not the
player
quickest
room and I
we have
just had
seen,
some
but still
snacks,
very tight to the
hydrated.
top.
Yeah, and Apple's there. I think playing
And
the
just
margin that he
watch
had
the
really
rest of the
good.
match
He knew
in
he
a
could release it
quiet.
on the wood, but it wasn't 0.6, so you know it looks scary. To
Brett
us
looks
when
like
we're
he's
seeing
in
it get
pain.
so close, but I
That's
think
how he
now
looks
that
while he's
it's all under
focused.
control. We see 97, 78, 77, and 70.
When's the
points
next big
effectively.
tournament for me? That'll be
Where do we see them
August,
right
the
now as they
Esports World
approach the
Cup.
first checkpoint? Gwen, best in the slalom this round, gets
Everyone
attacked.
else
Now, here
watched?
he tried
Yes.
defense last time. This time he avoided that mistake, and therefore will be in first. We turn around the reactor booster, and then we climb up once more onto the overhang
14,
scenery here.
18.6 is a very good start.
Would drop down Gwen with a mistake on the inside
And then
line.
he
That's gonna be
clipped,
a
of
full
course.
respawn.
Even
And Brent has made a
even when
mistake
it's
as well, so
already
again,
done,
we're
the
seeing two
cast,
most
like,
consistent players here, Grenadi and Apples,
the curse
along
still
the side.
You can actually
happens.
see Apple's taking a very different line here. Comes in tighter on that, then heavy drift towards the right. Takes a lot of speed up into this jump. Grenadi trying to catch up. Gwen as well, though, from nowhere, overtaking Grenadi for that second place. Just gained a
This is a
ton
fast
of
run by
speed
Epos
through
so
that last
far.
section. Now we have the flick down.
Oh, he jumps
across
so
the
high,
reactor.
though.
Gwen slams into a wall.
That
Slow
low
from
jump,
Epos as well means
bro, that low
Grenadi is
jump
now
in the
in lead.
reactor wall ride's so
Grenadi did that
satisfying.
jump so well, overtaking both his
I can
opponents
practice
into
in
the
between
end.
if I,
He's
well,
gonna
I didn't
attack
need
here.
to practice.
Onto the
I was
wood,
already
left to
fine.
right. He's building a lead now
We
to
already had
he
like 2 or
manages
3
margin.
hours
Yes, he
before
can.
this
He
the first
takes the
semi, and that
time
was enough for me.
and tries to fight back his second place on the match.
And once again, we've had a different winner for every round.
I think it was
All the
around
race so
now
far as
when
Wayne
I went
comes
into
in
the practice
just
room
under
because the
15
venue was was quite loud, so I just wanted
You can
to
see how tight it is at the top.
have some quiet
101,
before
88, 80,
before
and
playing the grand
76.
final.
Gwen has been able to maintain that lead that he's developed, but it's really anyone's game so far.
Yeah, it's down to one round win. Where if Gwen gets
PwC in
last,
Saudi or in Paris?
matched on points
I've
together,
heard
so
rumors that it's going to
he
be
really
in
has to
Paris,
find his
but
consistency now for these mistakes. We see Appos
I've
failing
only
for
heard
slalom,
rumors.
but let's not forget to remind the viewers this is one of the most difficult.
And that would
maps
be
in the map
quite,
pack. It's one that
quite
many players
entertaining
shy away from
because
playing, and Massa tried to pick it first
Trackmania
to
can just not escape
throw off the
Paris.
opponent, so we're expecting to see mistakes, but we're
Paris
still
is
hoping
inevitable
for the
when it
players
comes to
that they
Trackmania
get through clean
esports.
runs here, and now Gwen finally seems to have gotten through the start without a crash.
It's also very quick, the format here. Only 4 rounds per map. If you are unsettled for the first couple of rounds,
Oh, this is
you
a good
really have
round.
to find your form on your map.
41
pick as well here.
points
This is
for,
Gwen,
yeah, this is
who's
fast
selected a
from
maze
both
and
of them.
hasn't really been able to find as many points out of it as possible.
Oh, oi, 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 oh la la.
We'll get him a slight advantage over Gwen as we go into this left-hand drift.
Monsieur.
See if he can maintain it, because
Beautiful
has a good
jump.
line and a lot of speed going into the wall run.
And this pace is faster than the rounds prior, but look at the match. We have 200 so
Oh,
far on that drift.
oh,
7 with Bren.
oi,
could have had
yeah.
the inside snipe. It's
Good
a
round.
tournament record from Gwen, but unfortunately a 1:05.001. Would have loved to see the 1:04.
Oh, it's just incredible speed from Gwen. Maybe we'll see it in the finals.
I was
as he
so
does go
surprised that
to
Gwen was
within
this far ahead of
3
everyone
wins
at this
of
point in the
those
match.
Grand finals. The question is, can he do it? Virtual.
Yeah, can
well,
he do
4
it?
wins, I guess, because he needs 100. This time I did the maths wrong. He needs 140 points and then a win.
Well, like, Gwen is just, he's
Moving
not
on to
crashing,
Amsterdam,
which is
though,
very
this
unusual.
is
Normally,
Edwards'
he's the
choice.
guy
We see
who
him at the bottom
sets
of the
world
floor right
records
now.
or
A lot of
crashes,
these
but
players very good, obviously, on Amsterdam,
as he's
but
gotten
I wonder
older,
if
he
Edwards has
seems to
been
have stopped
saving
doing
this as
that.
a driver towards the top of the standings.
I mean, every tournament I get the chance, I ask the players, you know, I ask, oh, what's your PB secretly on this track? You can tell. I talked on side
Amsterdam.
just those 4 rounds.
5?
It's possible. If Epos can come out of this with 40 points, he rockets himself up the standings, because not only is he getting those points for himself, but he's also denying them from everyone else.
You glad Gwen got through? Would it be gutted for him to do so well on the collapse? That's actually very common for... That's his biggest struggle, is dealing with finalist pressure.
On Amsterdam, as we
Like
should
on
be
these
getting
maps.
through
If
the
it's a
warm-up
radar
in
maps,
just
bang, you get the
a
first try
moment's
every
time.
time, but on these...
There's a lot of small tricks, I think, on this map.
like
that are very
waypoint
easy
style,
to overlook.
EWC
Making
style
sure you
maps,
don't
he
get
struggles a lot with
slide, making
finalists.
sure you get a good wall bang to kick
But
things
then
off,
again,
the
most
bounce under
players
the
do.
water as well. It's so
I
important that you
did
manage to
in the final.
optimize those to get that little bit of extra speed.
It is, yeah. And in the last
You wanted to see a final with me and Brent? I wanted
because
that as well. It would have
you
been
are
so
trying to
sick to
optimize
have both,
everything, and you're leaving just
both of us
pixels
in.
left on each jump, and already we're seeing exactly that.
And Gwen.
And you can see the
Both
start
of
on
the
this
two
map once
players doing really
again.
well
Like
so
2
far,
players crash in the
having
first
mistakes,
round.
and Epos on his map choice.
It's brutal.
He really needs this 10-pointer now. Will Bren contest him or just settle for the 6?
Epos, yeah, I think Epos won every round on this map.
Literally tied for the 1,000 on 2 checkpoints now.
Or
It's
maybe
about
won like
who
3 out
wants
of
the most
4.
here.
See how well you can get this jump as well. Bren landing a little bit higher on the wood. Now you go into this left-hander.
Epos's PB on this is a 105.32.
This can be
At least-
tricky. You can slide off those pretty
Yeah,
easily.
he has a
Making sure you don't
105.32
slide,
PB.
making sure you have all of
It's
that
0.2
grip you
faster
can
than anything
master,
I had.
And then down into that water section once again.
And now we see the nosedive landing. It's pretty good for
Yeah,
both. They
Anthony,
climb
thank
up
you. I
the
really
wall,
appreciate that.
And then into the water for the last time. There is a
Long time coming? Oh,
pre-drift
yes.
to land with the back
I've been
wheel, same as
chasing
an
that
obstacle.
trophy
Gets
for a
the
long
low-speed
time.
Bren holding his
The
lead
hand
all
win.
the way here. He wants the 10-pointer, but there's 2 drifts remaining into the entry of a maze, and Bren gets the 10
Oh,
points.
Bren won the first round.
1:05.97 to kick us off is a fantastic time.
Yeah, very quick.
Oh, maybe this is all that Bren won with 3 out of 4.
Grenadi is going to round things out just before the timer expires in that 4th spot.
And this does something very interesting to the standings again.
No, I
We
wonder
have
that I still don't have it.
Bren
Yeah, but
and
that's my
overtaking
fault because I
Grenadi now
broke
for
the
that second
trophy.
Position, 96 to 95, so they've been
This is cinema, though.
quite far apart, and now
I mean,
they're
Gwen's very
close
far
again.
ahead, but the rest is
If
very
Epos
close.
keeps that pace that he was driving up, he will score a lot here.
One of the favorites of the tournament as well, struggling a little bit across the last few maps. Grenadi hasn't been having the consistency that he would like as we get into this second round of Amsterdam. Apple's going a little bit wider after the wall bang. Grenadi
I will say this, though, when you can hear the commentators talking about you while you're struggling, having a bad match, it's annoying. Like, they were talking about Grenadi struggling with consistency, that 100% would have tilted him. Because he can definitely hear that.
As much speed as possible. All of them making it into the reactors, and this is the first
Remember,
time in a long time we've
I
seen
felt
all
that
these
as well
players actually
last
still on
year.
the same screen about this portion of the map. We see Bren falling back Needs to get through here cleanly, trying to maintain as much speed as possible, but with everyone else doing it
Were you
well,
able to hit him? Yeah.
he's going to be struggling to catch up here, Virtual.
What a race we have. It's a treat to see this on Amsterdam.
They get
All
instantly
4 players
distracted.
present. We're going into the
Not-
uphill. Again, the plastic bounce. Apples have
Not
this great last
massively
time.
distracted.
Grenade now looking to challenge
Oh, this
Gwen
is
as
a
well, perhaps. Going into second place,
53.7
trying
is
to get the
so
best
fast
of
to the live
the field
round.
in the back. Apples
Holy.
with a sole lead into the drift. It's Gwen, perhaps, holding on.
0.7.
Grenade
What a round,
snipes
too.
it by 3,000ths.
And so close to a tournament record there from
Hey,
Epos
Mario
as well.
FM, what's up, man?
Only 500
Bro,
away.
you played Underground 2 and then Burnout 3?
Incredible to see on this track.
Dude,
Gwen
this
now
guy,
119.
he's
I
got
wanna
good
point this
taste.
out. It's very unfortunate in Trackmania.
I know,
when you're
fantastic. I
approaching
just
finalist and your last number is
rewatching the
9,
event that I
because you get
won
about
on the weekend.
139, and it's very annoying to have to play that one extra round to just breach 140. We have a mistake in the start. I believe that was...
But I remember,
Gwen, yeah,
like in last year's final, where I made one mistake in the first map. And then I remember one of the commentators saying, you know, he struggles with consistency. He's got the pace, he struggles with consistency. And I was like, yeah, I know, just, I don't need to hear that right now.
2/10 back to Epos, but still a lot of time to gain on this map. The reactors over the water, so important. And there's a lot of little tricks you can do through these sections as well to maintain that speed. Epos falling back, Grenade gains a lot on Bren through this section.
I could have used my noise cancelling headphones too, I guess, but yeah.
The right and back onto the rooftops we go.
But I'm seeing a trend right now. Epos is catching checkpoint by checkpoint. He's gaining a little bit of time back. That was unfortunately maybe not
Oh,
going to
look
be
at
good
this
enough to
round
make
there
the
between
comeback happen,
Grenade and
but
Bren.
he's
So
got
important for
very good
Grenade
rhythm
to
on this
win this
track.
round,
Right now,
to get some
though, Bren versus
momentum
Grenade
back.
for the win. Bren gets a much better classic bounce, but able to control it.
And then Epos just has
And
an
what a battle
insane
Grenade
end, I
versus
think.
Epos. Who's going to snipe it away here? Apple's going for a better grip.
Oh
and he
my
gets
god,
there.
that's disgusting.
That was so nice.
That ending was insane.
Down before you went into the wall ride, we thought that Epos just wouldn't be able to catch
Like,
up.
I can tell because he didn't make any corrections at all and hit both the apex, like all 3 apexes, no corrections.
That was so nice. It looked like he'd failed it after he didn't get the nose down before you went into the wall ride. We thought that Epos just wouldn't be able to catch up. But through the water bounce and through those final 2 turns, that line was tight.
That's a player's been grinding tech, yep.
Is he overtaking Bren now?
This map and Soapbox are the British maps? Yes, they were.
122,
Yeah, thank you,
107,
Danish dude.
105, 103. This has been phenomenal for Epos.
I don't know why, but the cars in Mudda 3 kind of felt a little stiff, but it's an arcade racer. Well, that's because you're supposed to drift. You don't turn normally, you drift with the... You tap the brake while turning to drift.
Situations they're presented with, and we have a really strange mistake from Grenade.
Yeah, not expecting to see him do that at all. It's been a little bit cursed today, it seems, as Epos leads the charge once again. Has already won 2 of the 3
this pace from
available first
esports,
place here,
man.
and as you saw, starting to work his way back into contention for that finalist spot. He's got about a 3/10 lead here and can play it relatively safe. His ends have been so clean that he doesn't have
Grenade was very
force through the
disappointing on
rest of the map,
Saturday.
but Gwen and Brenner on his tail. Bren
I
catching
wouldn't
up just
say
a little bit.
disappointing.
Gwen here, it's a very tight line for him, and
He
will
had
go
a
and take
lot
Bren,
of...
but
He had
jumping
some
up into
mistakes,
it
but he
doesn't
wasn't
quite have as much
terrible.
speed as Bren will take that second place back.
Like, everyone in this
Good
match
nose
had
down from Epos into
their
the
ups
wall
and
ride.
downs.
I gotta point out these splits. I mean, Epos is
I mean,
on
even
a
Gwen, like, has
pace
has
right
been
here. That's why the
anonymous
others
for
are
this
looking far
entire
away.
map.
They are driving
Hasn't
good
really
runs,
done
but
anything.
Epos is doing something else right now. I do
This
wanna
is
hear
just...
the arena
Dude, what
give some
what
noise
the...
for Epos if he makes this all the way to the finish with a 1:05.69.
That's a crazy run.
Fantastic time
Nice.
for Epos. Tournament record showing why he favored this map.
Yeah, within a 10th and a half as well of the world record. It shows, as you say, why he picked it as his map pick, taking 36 of a possible 40 points across it.
Pretty weird and awkward, but cinema, described by Brent. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Gwen was like 30 points ahead, and now he's only 15 points ahead. It's like, Gwen's like struggling in this part of the match.
Sorry, 2 wins and a second place.
But that's because all of his best maps were already played.
And you saw the smile just now on Gwen's face. He's like, okay, we're really going into...
Now, Gwen on Everest,
This is really happening.
the way he played this map is phenomenal when you consider he spent no more than 3 hours on the map.
The most difficult one. It is the furthest from a regular competitive
I
track.
think Grenade was disappointed, just high expectations. Yeah, exactly. Like, he didn't play... I don't think he played bad at all.
There's like different
There were
bridges,
definitely some moments he would like to take back,
It's
for sure,
just
but I don't think he
chaos
played
all over,
bad.
And here it's about controlling the chaos. The fastest pace is not
How many times did I
necessarily the
type
best
dong
strategy
in
here.
game
The
chat?
best strategy is if you're
I think it
able
was
to control it
every
consistently.
round.
Drive down the mountain every time without fail.
But I said that out loud. I know I said that out loud.
There's a super slide at the start, an ice speed drift, an ice speed slide that you can do. And I was like, oh, did you guys know about that when you made the map? They're like, yeah, we had no idea it existed. These guys just find stuff that we just didn't realize. And if you get
Alright, did anyone do yellow route? I think, yeah, Brian went for yellow. I think Gwen also went yellow route.
If you take it and you execute it well, you can gain about 2/10 as we see Everest claiming another victim.
And let's
a screenshot on Everett, dude. That was so funny.
It is because Grenadi, who was first seed into the semifinal, wanted it to happen at this moment. So Grenadi wanted Everest to be a potential finalist map. Perhaps because
58.1, good warm-up round.
We will really see it based on if they're able to get a tiny bit of airtime.
Oh, don't hit the rock. Oy, oy, oy.
Set up the car, you do a couple break taps. Bren has it good. Apples has it very good. Grenadi, not so much like Gwen.
Oh, Gwen with too much speed.
If they get it really well, it saves about
That's what I was afraid of on this map.
Have to go
was
for it,
jumping too far.
Unfortunate for Gwen there, as he knew what he was going into with the smile before the round.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that just happens, right? Bren and Epos fighting for that first position.
Come best on Everest. You goddamn right about that.
Half a second between first and second.
Oh, yellow. Bren went yellow. So look at the splits now. It was 0.4.
Yellow route is actually very easy if you land early with low speed.
He's gained about all that gap back. It's a very close race.
Whoa, look at this.
Now here, there's a risky route.
They both get the identity really. I remember Bren got the identity really good here.
It's the only way to do it. They're battling down the mountain. Who's going to get to the finish line
first? Oh, yes, sir. That's a good end. 44.9 to 58.1. That's a really good end. What am I going to do now? More trackmania? Yeah, but that'll be tomorrow. Today I'm just rewatching this.
In third overall there. Not what he would want on his map. First round is done. We'll see if he can be a little bit stronger here. Moving into
I think Grenadi would only really have regrets on this map. Because he was much stronger than... I think he underperformed on this map. I remember him being much better in stage 2.
I don't think I would want to try that. It's too difficult and a little too dangerous. I'd like to play it in-game instead. And in-game, we saw Epos with a mistake there. Grenadi finally getting the fast start. He has not had many...
Oh, they both go yellow.
Wants this comeback to happen now to keep up with the others and go into finals at about the same time. He went for red path, recognizing the splits. Gwen and Bren both going for yellow, try to catch up. Grenadi's made a mistake here. It's going to be quite close in the ending. Bren had it perfect.
Oh, he's gone so wide.
Close to the red flag, spinning better.
Yeah.
Earlier setup, straightening the car. Can Grenadi match this? I don't. Oh!
Oh my god.
It's the failure at the end. It is so treacherous. If you land straight, you can carry a lot.
By the way, how did Bren make it through the finish with this angle? How did Bro make it through the finish with that angle? That's insane.
It's the failure at the end. It is so treacherous. If you land straight,
that's a 6 save. Still finished the round.
Land sideways. You gotta ice slide.
How do I feel about map selection overall? The only thing I would have changed is putting Everest in the first match and Railways in the second match. Rest I'm happy with.
That means every player, just with one win, will go to the grand final at that moment. Gwen right now just needs a second place. If he doesn't get that,
how it feels to win round with a mistake. It's like that feeling when you order 6 chicken nuggets and you get 7 chicken nuggets.
A crazy finish to the semi-final. We will see.
That's how it feels.
Sets themselves up in the best position, but keep an eye on Gwen. Second place, and he gets the red name tag.
Bren already almost a second behind here as Gwen is chasing on Epos's and Grenadi's heels. Have the jump coming out, and then we move into the red and yellow part. So Gwen going yellow. Treacherous pass mostly done. This is the bit where he gets the speed from taking that.
So yeah, Gwen's on 134 points, which is true, 67 times 2. Second place does put him in finalists.
Looks like Gwen has lost most of his speed, and Epos and Grenadi just have to do this incredibly complex bit very easily. And they manage.
I can't believe he can drive the map like that with just 3 hours of practice.
Across the finish line, 8,000ths ahead.
Epos was surprisingly good on this, on Everest.
Now, and this does very interesting things to the scoreboard again. So we will have Gwen at 138, Epos 135, Grenadi 130, and Bren 126. So there is a world, Medic,
We
where
can
we
have
get
triple.
triple in just the next round.
In the next round. Gwen has to finish within 15 seconds to be a finalist after this, and we will be moving.
Why does he have so little
well.
time on the map? That's just how he always practices.
This final round on Everest that has given us the twist.
Like Gwen reaches his ceiling very quickly.
Bren with a slightly slow start. Grenadi there taking quite a bit of the penalty is going to be behind Bren as we crest in towards this middle portion of the map. Gwen and Epos with the lead, but Gwen connects and Grenadi
double
slams
fence.
into the back of him as well. And now it's all on Epos and Bren just to
I
close
remember
it out.
it getting to this point in the match, and I was like locked in on watching this match. Like I didn't care about warming up for the final at all.
Bren made a mistake. Actually take it
I was
back.
enjoying
it's
how
still
close
maybe
this
in range.
was.
We'll see what the split
Also,
is at the
yeah,
end of this. It's 0.6 down to Grenadi. Very
Jandu,
unlikely
thanks
they're
for
able to pass
the
both of
brand new
them.
T1.
Bren
Welcome to the
over
Blanket
angle,
Gang.
Gonna lose a lot of speed into the ice. He's able to adapt this line versus Apples now. He needs the 10 to put himself in a better spot for the next track. Does he get the snipe this time? That's a lot of speed.
So much
Straightening out, and he gets there.
That's a good end.
Bren in first, Epos coming in
Might have
second,
helped you
Grenadi
relax.
in third, and
It probably
will
did.
Gwen finish in time? He's got 8 seconds to do it.
Well, honestly,
Oh no, Gwen!
No.
oh,
Three
Gwen
seconds to
DNF.
just
That's right.
cross
I
the finish
remember
line to
this.
get that finalist, but he does not do it. And it is possible, Virtual, that we will have a quad finalist. Epos will go into finalist mode as we move
How does
on to
Epos end up being the first finalist after he started the match? This is crazy.
I mean,
He was like 40 points behind Gwen after 4 maps, and then he ends up being the first finalist.
What if Gwen wins the first round here? And it would have been
Bro just like needs one good
so
map,
close.
and then he
It is
just
very
becomes a
competitive
beast.
track, back to normal driving, but
Momentum
the
play,
engine is
exactly.
off for most of the track. A lot of nose sliding, favors steering in stage 2.
And for Epos, what a comeback, right? Like this guy after map 2, map 3, he was well at the bottom of the charts, and now the first player to get into that final.
Extreme. I saw we're second place.
He needs at least a
That's how we
second
should
place.
Oh, everybody, before the others will inevitably get the red name tag themselves and challenge the position. All eyes on Epos for this first round. 1 minute left until they get to the finish line, and things will perhaps be decided. We're going into the first drift now. Exit speed not that important. It's more about your line on the booster and getting a smooth curve up and down the grass hill.
So peaceful,
so
this
far,
map.
Bren only trailing a little bit as the other 3 are approaching the fountain turn. Grip here. Oh, Grenadi and Epos.
Oh, and that's a big mistake for Grenadi because he just needed to be top 2 to get finalist.
Epos making it to the booster is obviously very advantageous to him. He wants Gwen and Bren to fail through these drifts, but both of them managed to get through it well. Then we'll go into the boosters once again. Here you want a no slide if you can get it. You see Epos sliding out just a little bit. Gwen with good speed at the front.
Almost
Bren
clipped.
trying to catch him, but 3/10 down. Epos taking a very tight line around the corner there.
I mean, in these
As
kind of
Gwen
rounds, you just
continues
never
to
know
have
if
this
your
lead, about
opponent's
half
going to
a
make a
second
mistake
Epos
ahead of
and
you.
a third of a
So I like that
second
Epos
ahead
is
of
always
Bren.
driving
Grenadi 12
these
seconds
rounds.
down. Remember, needed second place at least if he was going to make it into finalist mode. He's not going to get that. Gwen will get first, Bren second, Epos third, and Grenadi might not even finish.
But Medic, look at what just happened. Had Gwen finished his previous round on Everest, he would be in the grand finals right now. And he did drive a good run, but he has to repeat it.
Now we
to
have
secure his
triple
spot.
finalist.
Leaderboard is at the moment being updated, and we have a triple finalist. Grenadi 1 round away. If Grenadi wins 2 in a row, he could do it. But let's see what happens now. This
Wheel
is
was an advantage for this map. Did I feel that? It's only an advantage of 1 turn, and that's the grass. No, that's like the middle grass at 45 seconds.
Grenadi, who is trying to just play spoiler as best he can, will go into that grand final. Gwen
Oh,
out.
Gwen with the
Now
wall
Bren
touch.
and Epos fighting for that first place. Grenadi trying to be the Joker in the middle, needs to get into that finalist contention himself. He is kept in arm's reach of the other 2, but just a little bit behind, about a 10th right now as we move into the fountain turn. Get onto the booster quick, take that speed into this drift towards the left. Epos takes the lead for the moment. Grenadi trying to catch up, as he does carry good speed through this
What a
section.
round.
Epos with a slightly lower jump will manage to get around
The
this
pressure
corner.
in
It's
this
so
round
tight.
is
He needs to keep it good
insane.
speed. Bren, not good speed at all. Epos has slightly more than Grenadi. Now the no slide. Epos gets the no slide. Slides out at the end, but look at the extra speed that he's going to take. It could be Epos going to the grand finals.
Epos in the last couple of corners now. He's hesitating a bit. You can see it on the wheel shaking as he knows he has to split. Bren is maybe within distance to play spoiler. Will
Yeah,
Epos
Epos
hold on
knows how
here?
to
He was
close these
last in
out.
this match for a long
As long as
time.
they don't get too much
Bren
wet
come back
wheels
on
at the
that
end,
step, and now
it's
he's
a free
going
ending.
to be going to the grand finals.
Huge from Epos. the composure
Phenomenal second half of the
in
match
those
for
moments to
Epos.
just close it out, to not risk at the end the no slide as well.
Thank you, Source. I
His
appreciate that.
strength through those final corners. Grenadi will be another finalist. This is the round. This is the map where we decide our final player in the grand finals. To join Mudda, Pack, and Epos, who is it going to be?
People talking about Grenadi being disappointing, whatever. I don't think he was disappointing at all. This is a match of momentum swings, and Grenadi actually had a very good start to the match.
Many mistakes can happen. We saw it in the previous round, but now.
And he got sniped a couple of times by Epos by like less than 100, so that's already 8 points
We've
lost.
seen the most mistakes. Who gets it the best? Late grip from all of them. They don't really want to risk it. They want to stay in contention, and they find themselves just hundreds apart as we're approaching the very important no slide on the grass.
Yeah, all within half a tenth of each other right now. 500's really separating them as we get into this
Dude, like, this is insane. This is a ridiculous final round.
Now, but Gwen is sandwiched in between them.
Oh, that no slide is beautiful.
Gwen's tail, but Gwen is holding onto it, and Grenadi with an extra slide there is going to lose a little bit. Gwen going around this left-hand corner, now going to need the jump. It's so easy to close it out from here. They've done it so many times before, but can Gwen hold on? Grenadi on the chase.
I thought Gwen took too much water there.
Faster may be eliminated in the semi-final. It's Gwen who secures it.
Like, look at where Gwen is here compared to Grenadi. I thought he took too much water. Like, I thought he entered the water too early, so I thought Grenadi would snipe him. And he exited so late.
On the chase from the far
yeah.
secures it and rounds out our top four.
Gwen had the lead early on. It almost slipped out of his hands on Everest. He could have won the first round of Soapbox and been through. But
everyone, it was close and everyone had a chance to. Exactly. I mean, if it's your first match in the LAN,
that is one of the craziest trackmania matches I've ever seen.
and you're very evenly matched, it's hard. It is hard.
Still, commiserations to Grenadi and Bren. I think they played a phenomenal.
You reckon by Gwen? Wait, he PB'd that much?
His hands done just in the nick of.
Gwen!
That's his PB? 108.20 was his PB. You're joking. That's his PB? Ain't no way. That's disgraceful. That's his PB.
The grand
to happen.
But to be fair, he only played it 1 hour, probably 2 hours.
Break again for Grenadi. I was hoping, we could maybe, put a band-aid on the wound from last year and have him win this time around.
Maybe he played offline.
The script, but it wasn't.
Oh no, I remember he had a 107.8 PB.
The finals as well. So
back at but then as soon as we talked about the
make the first
yes, and then the extra 10-minute delay because my. Okay, so I had 2 different PC issues while setting up for the match. The first semi-final, I could not steer and accelerate at the same time on any map for some reason. So they swapped the PC, magically fixed. The second time, the game crashed every time I tried to open it. Swap the PC, magically it fixed.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
crazy, right?
And of course, you have the crowd.
Yeah, I think it would be different the LAN was longer, more rounds in person, etc.
Well, and it's very hard to be a competitor.
The only way to find out is to do that.
With here, his stage 2 was just so many times
lost the. It was as the van he's gonna up. He's getting reckless. If Gwen record for him, or the time for him on that map.
And when it comes to this semi-final,
Alright, these are the interviews. Let's watch the final. This delay took quite a while. I don't know why this one took so long.
And obviously, if you're unpracticed on it, it can be your
yes.
Push towards the can.
Was the idea?
Maybe more like on the.
Bro,
to have like the
how long was this delay?
Like
Holy moly!
5%.
At least, Amsterdam. Can I hear you? For Mudda?
Here we go again. Bring us all onto the stage. Yeah, that was like 20 minutes. It was 25 minutes. Did I see the map? Yeah, I remember seeing them while I was waiting for my PC to be changed.
On this usually we see the winner crowned around map 5.
Okay, they didn't show the map picks, but because of how the system works, all what was it? Amaze. All the 3 maps. Amaze, Skate, and Obstacle had to be in the second half. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. And Amsterdam, Everest, and Road Trip had to be in the first 4 maps. So what I did is I forced Railways to be in the first 4 maps by picking Soapbox in the second half. So that's why I picked Soapbox as map 6. Because then it means the first 4 maps are locked. Like, they have to be Railways, Road Trip, Everest, and... what was the other one? Amsterdam. So I big-brained the pick here.
But what a start it would be for one of these players to
And then basically,
some glory on Railways.
whatever
Mudda
they
went
want to put
4-0
in the other
on
spots.
this
Is,
in his
yeah.
semi-final.
And EPOS
points
put Railways as
was
map
almost
1
a
just to get it out of the
third
way.
Towards that finalist mode. For
So it
everyone
was
else, feels
Railways
like
and
you are
Everest,
trying
which
to
are my
catch
2
up
best
with
maps. So I
with
knew
lightning.
here
Mudda has been so
I
on
needed
form so
it to
far
get
today.
at least 60 points in the first 2 maps. That was my goal. Get 60 points in the first 2 maps.
Cup mode with finalists.
Because I expected to win at least 3 rounds on Everest. And like 2 rounds on
first place, 6 for second,
Railways.
4 for third, and 3 for fourth. And you race till you reach 1.
Yeah, because when you have your best 2 maps in the start, you want to take advantage of them.
1 round to lift the trophy. That's it.
Yep, that's all you need to do. We'll be playing for that first place. We will not be playing.
Mudda's going to catch it with his
janitor's
janitor's stash. What?
Picked by Appos. Appos to be a map where players can a lot of options. Number 1 of the
Round
2026
number 1.
Grand Final on Railways.
Yeah, we have that 50-50 split as well. It's Epos and
So
Mudda
mine
going
said
for
in
that
this
right
map,
side
like
line
map
on the
1,
second jump,
round
whereas
1, even though it was
going to be
one of
going
my
the other
better
way back with a
maps,
great start
I
to kick
same
things
thing,
off.
just
They're already 2 tenths ahead. We see
stay
Epos
in the rounds
falling
and
back
just
with
see
a
what
little
happens.
mistake on
Because
the
I have the
containers,
advantage of the
and
mid line as
continues
well.
to extend that lead, almost half a second ahead of Mudda and Gwen right now.
And this is a fast split to start
I
things
remember
off.
I
This
not
is
like playing during
starting
warm-up.
off
Did that
and
change?
your
It
opponent is
depends.
just lightning quick with a jet
In a
start,
short
but here
LAN
is where
format
Mudda
like
might be
this, where it's
tied
just a
back with a
one
special
day and
line.
like 2
Keep in
matches,
mind
then
now,
yeah,
he was
warm-up
0.5
is
behind.
very
Now, on the
useful.
next
But
checkpoint,
in
we are gonna see him behind,
like in a
but less so.
weekend
He's
format,
getting closer
it's
to
I
pack,
don't like it
and
very
with that
much.
special line, gain a 10th here, can gain more in different rounds, but right now it's looking very good for Pack in this first round. 10 points almost
It looked
secure,
unclean, it was.
except
You can
for
tell
one
how
jump.
good
We'll
it
see
was
how
by
this
what
goes.
speed I have
But,
at the jump
inching a bit
after.
closer, lying
So
in
that
wait for something
round I
to
had
happen.
135,
Pack to land the booster and
140
jump into
is
the
like
container.
break even,
Whoa,
and
almost missing
155
the
is
jump,
like
but
really
Pack
good.
takes the first 10-pointer.
What is that line? Yeah, it's the thing I was cooking offline. It saves up to half a second compared to what the others do. Why does no one go top route at the start? I thought it was faster. It's actually slower, and it's more difficult.
From Mudda, not
At least
gonna
I found it more
start 4 in a
difficult.
row, but is showing a lot of potential there, and he is the
When did I
favorite
find that
going into this
line? I
grand final.
found
Many
it
people
the day
predicting
after
him
stage
as
2 knockouts, because
potential
then
winner,
my
but
priorities went from
haven't seen
consistency to
craziest pace
pace.
yet.
Yeah, but also what a great start for Pack, right?
So I
This guy
searched every map
absolutely
for
whitewashed you
lines
when
or
it came
pace.
to the first semi-final, and now picking up that win with a pretty sizable advantage. Slowed it down a little bit at the end. Epos goes the safer route here as everyone else goes for more speed out
Oh,
of that
God.
turn.
I don't
Epos
feel
is gonna be
good.
falling behind about 2 tenths in total. It's Mudda and Gwen at the front. Pack not with the best of jump there. A little bit of wobble is going to lose him speed. We'll see Mudda go for that wider line to try and get the better bounce towards that top right side path.
Oh, and this is
So
good,
what did I
man.
get?
This is a
145.
great
That's
time.
pretty good.
He was now
It's about 2
just
tenths
extending
faster.
his lead far into first. Gwen almost able to keep up, but trailing into the dirt, almost hits the wall.
What are the rules for it being
Gwen,
considered a
stretch
cut?
resolution is
Well,
what lets him get
it's
so close to the
tournament
wall. It
discretions,
looks uncomfortable for
tournament
us, but for
organizers'
him,
discretion.
He has it all under control. Last quarter pipe jump, it's a split of 1500ths difference. Into the drop, is Mudda able to get the booster? Yes, and that is
My
going to be a
release
10
timings
for
on
him.
this jump
And
are
a
so good.
104.97, 200ths from
Wasn't
the
Amaze
tournament
also
record.
one of my better maps?
Almost the fastest run we have seen
It
in the
was, but
entire tournament.
I
Pack coming
because
up
of the
quite late on
way
this one.
the
We'll get through
I
in
wanted to
time, but from
force
first
railways
to
in the
fourth,
first 4
in the
maps,
matter
so I
of
picked
one round, not
Soapbox.
the best for Pack.
Otherwise,
Means
I
that
would
we'll
have picked Amaze as
Mudda
map
out to a lead at
6.
16 points, Pack following at 13. Obviously, still a long way to go in this
Do I
grand
have jet
finals,
lag?
but a good
All the
start
time.
can really set you up well.
Yeah, and now we got to think about Epos. Epos
So
with a
like
third
as soon
and a
as I drive
fourth
that
in the first
104 in the
round
second
on
round,
his
I'm
map choice.
already
He
like
picked this as the
happy.
first
I'm
pick,
already
whereas many
very
other
happy with
players
how I'm
went
playing.
for a map around the 5th or 6th slot, as that is when things are likely to be in finalist mode, and you could end on your favorite. So here we're seeing Epos.
In my warm-up, I was driving
Still
104.7s
two
very
rounds to play
consistently.
To make something happen. Mudda
Wait.
with a slow, getting off to a great start on his map. Still 2 rounds.
Oh my god, that was a landing bug. I thought I hit the wall. Because I played this in Cam 3. But I thought I hit the wall in this jump, but it actually was a landing bug.
Mudda with
Wow.
a slow landing. He's going to be last into the left-right jumps.
But then, here it comes.
Phenomenal splits, I gotta say.
This is one of my
104
favorite
right
rounds
now,
because
the
of
run
this,
continues at
how
this pace.
good I got
It's the
this
sort of moment
jump.
where if Mudda gets his line perfectly, he can leapfrog a couple of people.
Here
He
it
can go up into
comes.
second place. We'll see if he's
Surprise!
able to catch up. But look at the speed from Mudda! Up into second place. We'll see if
Look
he's
at
able to
that.
catch up.
I got it so good.
Speed from Mudda! From my lips to God's ears.
Like, look at the split before that. I'm 8/10ths behind. I'm half a second behind Epos before the jump.
Leapfrog a couple of people. He can go
Surprise,
up into second place.
motherfucker.
We'll see if he's able to catch up. 8 behind, but look at the speed from Mudda! From my lips to God's
so
ears as
stupid
Mudda
how
jumps
fast it
straight
is.
into second place from almost an entire second behind.
We counted him out of the race, but he said, hold on, not on my watch.
That was the
And it's
best I got
looking
the jump
like a repeat of the first
all
round.
weekend.
Pack solidly in first. Mudda close to follow, and the other two players not to be seen at the moment. We are going to follow the jump, though. We have seen rare mistakes happen here, but most
Nah,
of the
he's
time
never
they
gonna
do
crash
get the jumps
that.
right.
Yeah,
Position
104 is really good, especially without the Giga
grand
jump.
final when it matters most.
Especially without the Giga jump, yeah.
104.935 is rapid. You see as well, if Mudda didn't have that poor start, he is absolutely flying on this. Pack and Mudda.
Pack being annoying, he's always annoying. He's always there, no matter what.
It's very rapid though. 4 rounds on a
His
map
consistency
means you
is
do not have time to
unbelievable.
settle in. You have to hit the ground running.
You do, and now is the last chance for Epos to make something happen on railways. Perhaps as was a strategy of getting it out of the way as players have done previously. Or maybe he's left a lot of potential on the table. Again, the inside line momentarily gains a bunch of time. But
That's what
loses
makes
it
Pack
from
and
the
Carl
exit speed.
so good.
It's
You have
just
to
a
earn
safer
every
choice
single
than
point
risking it on
against
the
them.
outside, and he's still in competitive range here, but with the pace being driven, it's a different field than what he faced in the semifinals, and now even being just 0.3 down is all the way in last. Gwen and Pack going out to the side. You can see Mudda's line there. Epos has actually switched his line from the semifinals.
Yeah, going for that lower line rather than going up towards
That
the
round
right
I had a
side
bad
means that
gear
he's gonna be a
down.
little bit
Like
slower,
I
but
jumped at the
perhaps
wrong
was just
time and
trying
got
to
a
do it
bad gear
for
down.
the
That's why I
speed,
didn't
'cause we
gain
did
as
see Railways
much.
later on in his semi-final.
But dude,
Gwen
this
in the
quarter
lead
pipe and
ahead
then
of
this
Mudda
end
here,
jump,
Mudda
I'm
100
so
behind.
happy
Pack
with
trying
how
to
I
catch
did
up
it.
as well. A couple of final jobs
Look at
to
that
go through
gap
here.
though.
Good air brake
And
is
then
needed to
perfect
make sure
release
you get
timing here.
onto the booster with a release. They'll both do it, but Mudda takes the lead.
104.
Another 104 high, 0.97.
Feels like every round
30
was
points
one
ahead
of the
versus
104.
Pack and
It's the
Carl's tax. It
craziest level
really
I've
is.
seen, and Mudda comes out on top.
It's the
of
bare
first
minimum.
map. It wasn't 40 points to start things off, but 32
Yeah, I was happy.
is a
I was like,
really
alright,
solid start for Mudda.
this is good. 30 points on this map, 30 points on next map, and I'm
It's
chilling.
1 more point than a first and second, right? If Bane
Obviously, that did not
something
happen.
that hasn't picked that risk because it was picked 4-4. Wouldn't very much.
doing wheels on ice is you have to really crank it from
What
one
time
way
did
to
I get in
other.
the
We actually see
warm-up
Grenadi
here?
sometimes use his keyboard to get that directional shift.
Hey,
If
what?
you look at Mudda's player cam when he drives, you can really
Boing.
see him flip
Splash.
the steering wheel. In previous tournaments,
Welcome
it's been a
back,
problem
Champ.
where
Was very
sometimes
happy to
players don't
meet
wanna
you
sit
in
next
person
to a
and to
steering
see
wheel
you
player on, like, a
perform so
row of
well.
desks
Yeah,
because
Kurt, it was nice to meet
their
you
desk
too,
will
man.
shake
For
when
the
the
first
steering wheel
time.
player, like, flicks the
That was
wheel.
sick.
So
And thank you for
we're
the
going into
20
first round
years
now.
tier 2.
Attention to be paid on the
From
first
back to the
ice slide
Biker
here.
gang.
This is where big differences can occur.
Met so
Trying
many
to speed
people.
slide, Mudda gets it really good. You could see he gained a lot towards Pack, who didn't, and this is the difference already in the start.
But
we haven't even gotten to
my
the really
Everest in my warm-up in the morning was terrible. I could not string together a run. I couldn't even drive like a mid-58.
Easy road to the finish line as Gwen is chasing
And
on the heels
it just
of
clicked
Mudda
for me
and
in this
Epos.
match.
Epos are leading Mudda
I
through this
couldn't
jump.
drive
Mudda
it wrong.
overtakes.
I was a bit
We'll see
slow
who
in the
takes which
first round, but then the
route.
rest of the
Going
rounds are really
yellow,
good.
Losing a little bit of time here to get more speed through this portion. We'll see how much you can catch
The
back
mid
up.
though was very
Still
good,
gonna
like
be
the
a
red
couple
and
of
yellow.
tenths behind Mudda
I remember
and
that being a
Epos.
problem in
This
stage 2,
drift
but I fixed it
so
for stage
spicy at
3.
the end as well. So important. We'll see them
Pack was a
really
bit on the
cranking their
fence.
cars over to the
Dude,
left,
that
doing
one
the spin,
round
doing
is so
another
funny to
spin,
watch.
Then trying
That
to
one
get the
moment.
angle for this final spin into an ice slide here for Epos. Mudda gets the straight line with a 158 low.
Like a 58.0 was faster than anything I drove in the morning warm-up. In the 2 hours of warm-up. So that's when you, okay, I'm fine here.
There are risks you can take in time attack that you simply would never go
I think
on
it was
stage.
it this round or the next one where Pack like yeets himself into the fence, and it's just like it's a jump scare and hilarious at the same
Well,
time.
because Pat came in last as well, that
My
gap
warm-up
was
was
really going to open up. It
57.3.
was only 5 points. Now, jumping up as Mudda goes over the 40-point mark. We'll see if he can be consistent as 3 more rounds
Subsequent
here on
rounds?
Everest.
Oh, yes.
His own mountain to climb, it feels, consistency when it comes to these Red Bull Faster Finals. So I'm struggling with it in 2025, but here he seems to have conquered that summit so far.
That's the first one. Actually, both Gwen and Pac hit the fence at the same time.
So far,
Yeah, Gwen got he hit it at just the right angle though, where it didn't face plant him.
Away from him for now.
And now we go down into the drop down. This is where Mudda's ahead, but pay attention to Gwen. If he's able to go to the yellow line, it's oh no.
Fuck, that one took
trying to
ages.
set it up, but did not have the required space. Epos will overtake that second place for now.
That one hurt my neck.
He is kind of in a no man's land. He's not looking to risk to catch up to Mudda, because why would you? And he's just trying to keep Pac behind.
But it could be a really good map for Epos, right? He's gone second place, likely second place here as well, assuming that he can safely finish well enough. Ends up with a ice slide across, gets another second place. That's 12 points for him.
It's my first time in Netherlands.
Falling
Yes.
down to third with Gwen actually in fourth at the
All right,
end.
here it is. The funniest round of the entire tournament. Like, the funniest moment of the entire tournament.
Really not suiting any of them except Mudda, it seems like, as he's getting another 10-point.
IMO.
An almost tournament record. Missed it by a couple of hundredths.
Here it comes.
You can see how quick his time is compared to the tournament record. His
Sneeze
world
the other
record,
day, you
almost
threw
a
your back
full
out.
second
Oh
quicker
man, that's
than
brutal.
the tournament record, just because of how you can optimize this map if you are doing time attack rather than
he gets
needing the
another good one.
consistency. A huge amount of speed here for Mudda. Epos is going to be able to overtake him, but he'll carry the speed through this downhill section.
Here it comes.
Make sure you avoid shows you what not to do.
It's so good. And the funniest thing is he landed on the other side and just kept going. Like, he didn't even need to respawn.
But he was in the exact wrong angle, could not get out of it, and just had to hope the fence would do him good, but it did not work out in his favor. So again,
It's so
opportunity Mudda
good.
now to increase the lead in the match if he can get past Epos.
I had cars on. No, I didn't have cars on. I only saw it after.
I think Mudda snipes this. His ending is really good. There's
Oh,
a trick
here it
called Gorilla
comes.
Grip, where you press
Here it
up your weight
comes.
before leaving the
Play the
block. That's a
Jaws
good spin.
theme.
Epos is ahead. but
Here it
it's a really fast
comes.
Australian headed for the finish, and he makes it.
100. But as you say, the Gorilla Grip coming up clutch there for Mudda. That's 3 in a row in the grand finals now for Mudda.
And he's doubled the points of
Did
second.
I end up
almost.
sightseeing
It's,
Netherlands?
within
We
a
went on the
couple
on the
points there,
canal
62
trip.
to 38, and he still has
That was
one
pretty
more round
nice.
to play. This is why players were scared
Very
of
loud
Mudda's
in the boat,
Everest.
but
It really is.
I enjoyed seeing, like,
Fortunately
going
for him,
around
it was within the first
the
half of
waters
the
there.
map pack because of how the semi-final seeding ended up. Mudda so solid on this map, and everyone
gets
else
another
just,
good one.
Yeah, chasing his tail.
Thank
Epos,
you,
though, with
Leo.
a
I really
lot of
appreciate
speed.
that.
We have seen that across the last couple of rounds on this map. The question is, can Epos get enough of a lead that Mudda's end does not matter? And the answer is immediately, he definitely can't.
No, I think he needs about a 0.3 gap to feel safe going into the ending, and even then, you still have to hit the good line to keep
Oh, I
Mudda
see
at
peanut
bay.
butter
Is he
in the
going to try
chat.
the yellow path or something, or just settle for the second places maybe? Pushing for this is not, it's ill-advised, and I don't think he's going to run the risk necessarily, but we will see what happens.
Strong
Advantage
performance
Mudda
under
definitely going
pressure.
into the ending,
Good
but
luck at
it's Everest.
EWC.
Yeah, thank you,
It's
Wuta.
Everest, but it's Mudda, man. This guy has grapples on his tires somehow. He's put snow tires on. It is a little bit wide, but still Mudda has a sizable advantage going in, and even with the ice slide.
Imagine you drive a 57.7 and don't win the round. That's brutal.
57.50 in the grand final. Epos
Thank you,
almost
Glop.
drove the tournament record, but still it's only a second place, and what can you say? I think we saw Epos almost applauding there.
How much can you announce this
What
crowd?
do you even do about this?
Well, if I had to put it into
72 points
percentages,
now.
the game was like 75%. The crowd is about 15%, and then the commentators 10%.
And as you say, like for Epos, it was almost a tournament record. It's like that guy that ran the marathon, broke the world
It was
record,
just
and the
enough
guy
to
in
be able
front
to
of him broke it by,
understand
like,
what they were
34
saying.
seconds. It's just incredible stuff.
And the
So
crowd
far
obviously,
from
like,
Mudda.
whenever the
As
crowd
we
makes a
move
noise,
on
usually
to our
means either
next
it's
map,
very
it is
close or someone
Amsterdam.
made a mistake.
And if it is a bit of solace for Epos and the others, this is a map I think they will be very competitive with Mudda. But I did hear from Mudda himself that he has a much faster time offline, that he hasn't shown how he's driven, and I don't remember if we even saw Mudda on this map previously, so...
Find every minute to find bound.
My PB, I actually had one of the weaker
Trying to get
PBs
a
on this map.
nosedive here.
Compared to the
Sometimes it's
others.
good to land flat in Trackmania. Other times these wobbles can be a bit more sideways, or it's just precision.
But yeah, with this lead, I was just thinking, as long as I stay in the rounds and go for top 2, it doesn't matter what happens on this map.
Being on a diagonal as we get into round 1 of map 3 here. Mudda once again out to an early lead. How many times
My starts were so good here, but I just couldn't do the mid. And that's just because I lacked the knowledge on the correct line. I was just slightly too closed.
Gets enough speed for the backflip, and now we'll move into the left-hand drift around the lamppost and then jump down onto that wood ramp.
But this round is a bit of the story we've seen. It's very close, but there's this purple car up front, and it is Mudda right now. Gwen dropping a bit back, Pack catching up to him. Will he get more speed out of the nose slide? They have to stabilize the car. Wet tires, difficult to control.
He always caught up here. It was so impressive.
Clips towards the side. Gwen's going to overtake him, but Pack is in first place. Great nosedive from him as well as we'll move into the wall.
Like here in this situation, I'm not thinking about winning the rounds. I'm just thinking about get the 6 points. You have a healthy lead. Because if I get second every round and Pack gets first, I only lose 16 points to him. So that was just my mindset. It's like, all right, I don't need to push them. I don't need to push the pace. I just need to make sure I'm there for the second places. Yeah, it's like with a 20, well, with a 30-point lead, you can afford to lose 4 rounds in a row.
But it shows that there are maps where it's a lot closer, and
that's you in the car.
The pace
nice.
here will only get faster and faster as the rounds go on.
He's not infallible. Sometimes that's all you need, that small bit of light, that small bit of hope.
And it's actually pretty impressive that we all survived the start on this, because the start is by far the hardest part of the map.
He went from third to first. Jump up here, need to get on that wall as quickly as possible, and Pack is slightly ahead of Mudda going into this drift around the lamppost. Mudda, though, takes the lead coming out of the backflip. Now we'll jump down onto this wood. Gwen too slow, doesn't make it.
I was never worried about Soapbox, because Soapbox, in the situation I was in, I didn't need to win multiple rounds in a row. I just needed to get one good run. That's it.
Are you serious? No, what are you
Are you joking?
What are you doing?
Points instead of 6, they can start to catch back up through the water onto the water bounce, as you say. Huge. Mudda trying to say extra speed through it, and that's exactly what Mudda can do. Pack will overtake him. Epos has a little bit more speed here as well. It's all on the line, all on the drift. Epos overtakes, but Mudda
and this keeping in front of Epos, he was huge. Like,
how hard they have to fight just to have him end up in second place. It is an incredible performance.
Just to be able to stay in those 6 pointers to keep Pack at bay was huge. Yo, Snickers Toasted, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Bro smoked everybody. Grats Supreme Lord of Trackmania. Thank you. Second is so much better. It really is. Not just for the points, but also your confidence.
He was in last place going into this map at that time, and he came out first.
It's a long grand final when you think about it. We're only
holy 1085. Damn, son. That's a good start.
Once again, everyone within about a 10th going up into this jump. Epos not with the greatest line. Gwen losing a little bit of speed as well as we'll move into the drift around the lamppost.
Now we will see. This is where Gwen failed the jump last time. He's probably going to take it a bit more safely. Has not built that momentum he did in the semi. Remind you, he was winning 9 out of the first 10 or so rounds. He was on a tear. Here, looking a bit more docile at the moment, needs to wake up and come back to his form, but he's trying to jump too inside there, loses speed, gets overtaken by both Mudda and Epos. Pack still in front, looking for the hat trick. 3 in a row here. Epos clipping a bit, not the worst, but enough to be passed by 2 players. Down into last, and now Mudda versus Gwen for that second place, perhaps pushing all the way up to first. Can Pack hold it together in the last drift through the entry door? Gwen misses it. Pack first place, Mudda second.
See, this is Pack's won 3 rounds in a row, but I got in second 3 rounds in a row. So I've only lost. I've only lost 12 points to him, and I still have a 19-point lead. I was very happy about that. Every round was competitive, not slow, but just competitive.
From here on out, you can just let other people get a first here
like,
and there. Obviously trying for every win he can get as he gets off to an amazing start.
Oh la 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 la, what is this start? 94.
chasing in as
Oh,
well.
that was better.
What is that lead out of the first relatively trivial corners? We did see Pac there at the edge of the frame hit the wall, and Gwen has made a mistake. We effectively have a 1 versus 1.
Oh, bro,
now.
this
And
is
I
the
wanna say,
round. This is the
Epos
round.
didn't try his luck on Everest in these situations, but here on Amsterdam,
Oh my
his best map,
god.
think
I
he's gonna
missed
push
the
for it.
jump because I turned too early.
Never mind.
I still get second.
Right now, 2 seconds on the checkpoint split. Might have been a short
Still get second, and the best thing was, it was Epos who won the round, not Pac.
And cruise all the way to the finish line with those points.
Well, as soon as this round happened, I'm like, bro, this is just nothing can go wrong. It's like even when I make a mistake, it still benefits me. I still get benefits somehow.
Nose down, goes a little bit tighter on that corner into the wall ride. Now looking for the bounce. Mudda has caught onto Epos just a little bit, but he's still 5 seconds behind. So Epos should be getting first place here, and Pac doesn't have the speed to catch up with Gwen. Unless Gwen fails this drift, which he doesn't do, it will be all she wrote. Pac needs to make a quick U-turn. A quick 360 gets in time.
Yeah.
Mistakes with benefits, exactly.
Epos slowing down the pace tremendously after he saw the mistakes. It was a 1:07.0, so not the fastest pace, but the points are there, and we see standings right now.
It's rough for Pac to win multiple rounds, so I barely gain points. That's the beauty of, like, if you can hold on, even if you're not the best tonight, if you can stay top 2 every round, it puts so much pressure on the guy who's strong there.
So far here in the Red Bull Faster finals.
Yeah, this is the first time we see it, and I'm glad we get to see it. That's partially why we have this picking system where every map will be shown at some point. Road trip here.
Now this one, oh my god, I drove so good here, but the very last thing, like the last hill before the slow-mo, I forgot how to do it. I was losing 0.2, 0.3 every single round at that spot, but it didn't seem to matter.
Yeah. Made his name.
I'm a fan of the format.
Different formats, an incredible player all round. So
I do always like cup mode, but this one where the match finishes after, like in the grand final, after the champion's been crowned, I like that. You just got the points you have, and that's it.
We'll see how well he can do as we work our way through the warm-up. There's some cool bits in the middle of this as well. You have the snow ramp right near the end.
Why did no one go for Elcom line? Because I tried it, I couldn't do it. I have no clue how he was able to do it so consistently.
You can actually hear them a lot of the time when he's doing them as well in the room.
We actually talked about this with the players, that sometimes they will know exactly what pace Mudda's on because he hits this brake button on the wheel and it makes this clank sound. So they will know, like, oh man, Mudda's already...
He's talking about the brake tap now, and that's how other players can tell what pace I'm on.
That rock that Mudda just drove through is fake, by the way. You can drive through that. If you drive through the first one, you're not going to crash. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that was fun when I figured out that was a fake rock. It actually is a 10th faster to go through that, like to go there as well, because you're turning a lot less. What's the outcome line? At this turnaround, instead of spinning, you just do a normal quarter pipe jump, but it's so precise. Because you have to jump off the wall anyway.
He goes so low on the wall ride to overtake Pac for a moment.
I almost went too low on the wall ride. I like got a brief jump scare.
Go 26 low here on the
But I kept staying composed.
And you mentioned in the warm-up this underwater part. What happens here is you have dirt mixed with water. You have to go sideways.
If you hear it.
If you brake tap now, it is faster. You get this flick out of the water, and the players definitely heard that, and we are seeing that Mudda did that perfectly. He's up in first, they jump through the windmill, they make their way onto the road trip over the grass.
Do I play 180-degree rotation on my wheel? 90. So 45 each side.
Have to align yourself for that
what the hell was this? Look at my speed here. Worst entry of all time.
Epos overtaking Mudda, Pac in the lead as well. Now we have this little bit of snow on the road here. Need to make sure you're aligned as Mudda is able to overtake Epos.
I got actually the first round I got it good, but the next 3 rounds I forgot how to do the end.
Pac brings it home in a 1:10.29.
That is a very quick time for rounds. 10 more points for
By the way, what do you think the colors mean on the wheel? So you've got red, yellow, pink, blue, and green. They're all actually very specifically color-coded that way. So the red means ghost. So the right side means your PB ghost. The left side is the opponent ghost. The yellow buttons are my steering buttons. The pink buttons are cameras. So the right one's camera 1, left one's camera 2. Oh, sorry, reverse camera. Now, in between the pink and green buttons, there's thumbsticks. and you click the right one for cam 3, left one for cam 2. The blue button left is respawn, the right button is pause. The bottom right green button is interface off, and the bottom left green button is to turn the names on and off. There you go.
That is a very quick time for rounds. 10 points.
What do you mean steering buttons? Like instant steer. Like basically like keyboard steer.
This gap at one point
It's very useful for press forward maps actually.
Now we are looking at, well, 18. So little by little, Pac is working his way back here. But the problem is, when is the last time?
Oh, you got the ad literally.
Well, okay, he had one on Amsterdam.
Wow,
believe, but
that's perfect timing.
Really make that
Oh, yes, you have to subscribe
Not
to
at all. He's been
not miss out on Mudda.
incredibly consistent throughout this, and I will
Dong,
say,
dong.
if Pac keeps getting first, and Mudda keeps getting second, he will be
Yes,
catching him.
YouTube chat.
Obviously, Mudda will need
Yes,
to win a round,
virtual
even if he's
YouTube
in
chat.
finalist
That's
mode.
good.
Now up to a strong early start, about a tenth of a second ahead of Epos, and the same ahead of Pac. Gwen has been struggling on this map so far. We often see him about half a second down by the 4th or 5th checkpoint, so he is a non-factor, so to say, is in the bottom of the points chart as well. We'll move into this dirt mixed with water, mud, drift, and you can see the jittering there from Mudda as he taps that brake. There's a bit of acceleration, a little bit more speed for Epos, but it's lost pretty quickly through that grass slide.
So much speed there from Mudda. That's
Oi,
points.
oi, oi,
That's
oi, oi, that
almost
was
a
close to
comfortable
the
gap for
wall.
this map. If it were not for the wall hug, the
And I
smoother
think
you
I
get through
messed up this
the more
entry
speed
as
you keep
well.
across
Oh no, that
grass
one was
line,
actually
and a really
fine.
good one, enough to maintain his lead, but the others are very close.
I got
So
this
going
jump
into the end,
good,
you want to wobble the car. Best
but then
wobble
I
there,
forgot
see
how to
by
do
Mudda,
the
Pac
end.
trailing
This
in
is
behind.
this is
They go
the
down
this is the
last
stank
corner. Mudda has the
face.
speed to hold on.
Look at my
Pac
speed, man.
This is very close.
Oh my god.
4,000.
That should have been a 109 with a good end. Also
They
dong.
were all basically on the same run.
Dong, dong,
But
dong,
it favors Mudda.
dong,
He gets another 10 and undoes all that work Pac just did.
It's
Yes.
such a
Dong,
resounding
dong,
lead
dong.
right now for Mudda. 26 points ahead. We'll see if he can continue
Good
to
focus.
extend it. Round 3
YouTube chat
here
on
the
virtual
road
stream
trip,
from
and
Saturday.
it's such a technical map as well. I wonder if we'll start seeing people not do the spin, because you can inconsistently gain a little bit more time as Mudda is chasing Pac here, but Gwen and Epos basically out of the running already. 3/10 and 5/10 down. Mudda gets more speed out of that speed drift. It's almost a second down to Epos and Gwen. So it's a
This
two-horse
round,
race.
I
Pac
saw the gap to
versus
third was
Mudda,
quite
something we've
big,
seen
so
many
I
times
actually
before.
was
Pac is
just
trying to
okay
deny
with
Mudda
second
those extra
place.
4 points you get from playing in first.
I wasn't
Mudda trying
trying.
to
I was
get
like
into that
half
finalist
trying to
before
win the
anyone can
round,
catch him
but like
into
I
the
was
mud.
okay if I didn't.
And Mudda, unsurprisingly, eponymous with him, has been so good through this section. You can see how much extra speed just yeets the car through there. Pac is able to catch up a little bit through the
Nice.
grass corners.
0.69.
Now up into the windmill. Pac trying to land a little bit quicker onto the super booster. Now into this.
Oh, look at that.
wall hug.
Oh.
Mudda with a little wiggle, and you can see how much speed
That's
that
so
gains for Pac.
close.
We'll see if we can get through this snow section. As you say, you want the wobble over
Ooh.
it, but Pac has a solid lead and is
What?
extending it.
How am I not dead?
As you say, you want the wobble over.
Bruh, nah. What is this? Half the wheel is off the edge there. Holy shit.
Has a solid lead and is extending it away from Mudda. So it will
I don't know how they didn't get engine
getting
off.
first place. Mudda's
Dong.
going to come in second. Epos in third.
Wait, you can see me mouth it.
Pac getting first place. Mudda's going to come
Dong.
in second. Epos in third. Epos in third. And Gwen will round it out in fourth.
Pac needed that so badly because he's almost running out of runway now. Mudda keeps scoring, and even if he gains 4 points per round like this,
there it is.
Mudda's gonna hit 140 inevitably.
That's
and
good.
he 1 win away from lifting the trophy. 20 points is the gap as we go into the last round of road trip, and then we make our way to the player picks coming up in a bit.
I will say, I think my maths is correct. If we continue this with Pac in first and Mudda in second for the next 4 rounds, Mudda will hit finalists, and Pac will need 1 more round to hit
Some time for
finalists.
me right
So
now? It's
Mudda
6
will have
a.m.
a chance if that is the way things shape out. For now, though, he is
Pac's
trying to
gone.
find those wins as Pac falls off the bottom of the speed slide, and now Mudda has all of the
When I
green
saw
grass
that
in the
Pac was in
road
last, I'm
row.
like, all
As
right,
his runway,
I really
Epos and
want to
Gwen
win this
have to try
round.
and snipe away this first place from him.
Like, just
Epos
open up
can
the
maybe
gap
do it.
even
We've
more.
seen a similar time from the pace Mudda's been driving from Epos 110.20, but it has to be in the mud here that he keeps up. Mudda, though, look at how far he extends out there. Has found the perfect brake timings.
I'm really jet lagged. I was already sleeping like this before I left anyway. Nice locating doesn't follow the sun. It's constantly shifting.
Start steering to the right at the correct time. Both players get it. Epos is going to go
That's a
up towards the
crazy
rock,
split.
and
50.
gap is still
This
0.2.
this
Can
should
we
be a
get better wobble?
109.8.
Looks like he's getting closer, but Mudda
And then I messed up the ending
so
again.
effortless too. He holds on, and it's going to be another 10-pointer for Mudda.
Like, my speed... Alright, look at the speed on the car as I cross the finish, right? 186. My PB has 198 speed. That was 12 speed down to my PB's ending. That's how bad the endings were.
Just incredible.
And like this CP here, 54, whatever you get here, you can normally get at the end. With a good end.
Players get it, but Apples is going to go up and close. It's going to be another 10-pointer for Mudda. 1 10-point time.
Yeah. Just incredible. Just incredible from Mudda all round. Gwen coming in second, Epos in third, and Pack will round it out in fourth, but Mudda continues.
Apparently 8 rounds out of 16 I won so far.
As he is now at 128 points. He is 3 rounds away.
Yeah, we were writing dong in the chat.
RedBull faster champion.
Or something
Pack
like
is
that.
only 5. If he can get those first places, he can begin to overtake. We'll move on to Skate. It is Gwen's pick at number 5 in our map pool. But it could all be done before this map even ends, Virtual.
Yeah, we will see. And
The smile, the goddamn smile. That's right.
Pick is also soapbox by Mudda. So right now, it is looking like everything you could want
School's
from the
tomorrow,
match.
watching
But
stream.
it
Fair
also
enough.
is this thing with Trackmania that it
Have a good
doesn't matter
sleep.
if you have a good point lead. If you start, that hits the points.
Against this was
Alright, my goal in this map was just don't have a complete disaster. I was thinking if I get 1 finalist attempt on this map, I'm happy.
Here we go. Into
Like I didn't care if I closed it out on this map or not. I was just like, alright, if I can at least get 2 finalists in somewhat reasonable fashion, then I'm okay with that.
Following the same route as everyone else, but here it seems to be goes into that a little bit late. You can see him getting a bit more speed down here, but Gwen is out to that lead. Mudda with a very low jump. It's going to be a bit tighter on this corner towards the left, and then we'll jump up into this half pipe with a little bit of a flip. We'll land on that and carry as much speed through this next section as possible.
The pace.
But here I was thinking, similar to what I was thinking on Amsterdam, if I can just stay in the rounds, if I can just stay in the rounds and get, you know, at least the 2nd place, then that's good, because that 2 2nd places gives me 2 finalist attempts on this. Didn't seem hard for me, like I was chilling. Well, that's because I built the lead very early on. Because it means you don't need to risk as much. You just focus on just staying in the top 2 positions until you reach, until either the gap closes behind or until you reach finalists.
In 2nd place, Epos taking 3rd.
It's like that round I drove was a bit slower, but it got 6 points. And now I just need 6 more points to get to finalist. And it also helped that Pack didn't win the round.
Needs 1 2nd place or better to make it into finalist mode. Pack is sitting at 104. Epos at 81 and Gwen at 70.
Why I picked Soapbox? Because it forces Railways to be in the first 4 maps. Otherwise it would have been put as map 8 and not played.
Follow along with him as he comes through these first couple of quarters, a couple of hundreds between all of the players as Pack goes high on that wall ride. See how low Mudda goes here on the jump, takes a slightly tighter line around this corner, but Pack and Gwen have a
And because I already picked it in the semi-final, I couldn't pick it again.
Mudda carrying
the grand
good
final,
speed
so
through it. It's now we go into this pivotal jump. Can Mudda get it high enough? It is low, but he lands it okay. Just about got the rotation.
What is this round? 33.8 and 0.9. That's so fast. Why not pick Everest? Because I was planning to pick Everest in this match, but I couldn't because it was played in the first 4 maps anyway. Because of how the pick and ban works.
Pack and Gwen both ahead of him. This is the result they're looking for. And Pack, importantly, trying to snipe Gwen. He sees it's close. He knows he has first place now. And Gwen
I got very lucky in this round.
Mudda the 2nd place he needed.
And now I'm thinking, alright, I've achieved my goal. I got to finalists and I get 2 attempts.
Pack just trying everything he can to catch up at 114 points, as you say. Mudda moves.
That comes out of 4th in any rounds? Yeah.
1 win is all he needs
on this map, though. Only on this map.
In center stage. And what a way to have done it. Consistently 1st or 2nd. No one has been his equal today. No one has had the consistency. This man
Let me tell you something. Red number on the car on tournament point is something else. It's much more stressful than
But he is able to get
any
the low
other
jump, and now
finalist.
we'll go around towards this left-hander into that half pipe. Wants to get down on this early, reduce the airtime as much as possible, and carry the speed through the next sections into this jump. Mudda was low last time.
My Red Bull drinker in general? No, I don't drink any energy drinks. That's a good risk. I even though I failed it, I'm happy that I pushed it that hard because I needed to.
For them. He hasn't made a mistake at all, and suddenly with the red name tag, it's different. The pressure is there. The realization.
I think this is the only round I didn't get top 2.
Not over yet in trackmania, but Pack makes a mistake. And now it's between Gwen and Apples. They're both still ahead of Mudda, but if something were to happen, that could change. Looks like they both have it under control. Gwen on his map choice is going to secure another 10 points, but it's such a long way to go.
It's probably the best ending for Mudda, considering he made the mistake. He doesn't want Pack to
The heart rate didn't change that much compared to normal. It's just the blood pressure goes up and you get more shaky.
Right now at 85 points, Epos is at 91. Pack now only
Thank
goes
you,
to
Demon King.
170.
Appreciate that.
If Pack had got second place there, he's only 2 wins away from finalists, but instead he falls all where he's still 3 finishes away from getting it. We'll go into round 4 here of Escape with Mudda still just 1 win away from the trophy.
Let's remind the audience also that the positions of the other players.
Like, because the previous round I was very happy with how I played it. It gave me confidence for this round.
So it does matter for prizes as well. That battle very close between Gwen and Apples, for instance, but for now, once more into this side flip, landing so smooth with the surface, getting all the speed you could squeeze out of that, and the flip has been what has stopped him from winning.
And that's a good flip, even landing forward.
He lands with all the downhill speed preserved. Apples gets the same one. He's been practicing that all the warm-up, and now he has to challenge.
As soon as I made it here, I'm like, all right, come on, let's finish it off. I knew I had a good ending.
Only by 500s, 1 slip up, and that is the tournament over. Can he get a good drift? Mudda sets up wide. He has more speed onto the block, the jump. Apple's going wide, maybe giving Mudda a chance at a comeback. Mudda is faster.
And then here, I forgot how to do the exit of the loop.
Is he gonna do it here? The last flip.
I just jumped a little bit too late.
Apples keeps the game going.
Like, I actually got a bit lightheaded just before that loop. It's an unreal feeling when you're that close to closing it out.
There have been times when the nerves have got to him. There have been
But I
times
wasn't.
when we've seen him come into the tournament.
I didn't let it bother me. I'm like, all right, this is a whole new kettle of fish. But I wasn't annoyed or anything. I was all right. I gave myself a good chance there. I just made a smaller mistake.
Didn't lose a single heart in stage 2. Dominated his semi-final. Dominated the final.
Gloves getting one at this point? Not really. No, I don't really sweat that much.
Pressure's been added now. It's a couple of rounds where maybe
Here I was like, all right, I know I've got really good pace here. I just need one good round, and that's it.
Didn't happen on his map pick, but now they're starting Soapbox, and before the match, this is the map Mudda.
As you want to get Apples done with engine off, so you really need to preserve as much momentum.
But could be.
But Mudda once again. Looking for that prize, looking for that first place. He'll take a
I had good confidence on this map because very often when I was on a PB
Congrats
run,
on the win.
Yeah, thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back for 35 years, Voided Jim. But this map, I had confidence because my second half was strong, and most of the time when I was on a PB pace in the second half, I closed it out, or at least got a very good run in. So that gives me confidence on this map. The only part I was not confident in was the starts.
Incredible run, and it is only 0.2 ahead of Mudda. Gwen there too. They are battling back, but here the steering wheel is so good in this exact part. As you enter the grass now, you can do a no slide by gently moving the steering wheel. He keeps a little bit more speed than Pack, and you can see he's pulling back, and this is going to hold to the drift. They equalize in speed here. Pack gets a better line.
I did the Neo for a tiny bit too long and lost some crucial speed. I would have been slightly ahead here. But this pace is really good. Like 54.7, that's a really good split.
The gap might be enough for Pack to hold on, and he will. He defends first place.
I mean, I was still okay with that.
Just incredible time.
It's like, I know I've got pace here. I just need to keep it up, and I'll get a chance. How can I Neo? It's just like that. I don't know.
This is a really good map for Pack 2, a really good map for Apples 2. I mean, they're all in the grand
Any
final
nerves seeing
for a
Pack get so
reason.
close to finals?
Can Pack
Yes, definitely.
get one more win here? and give himself a chance at the title.
It definitely increased the blood pressure, seeing him get closer and closer.
Fourth round of finalist. And you have to think those nerves are eating at you a little bit.
But I believed in myself. Like I knew I was playing well. I just had to keep putting in the attempts, not overthink it.
Through this next section, this is the costly turn. This can really define your race as Epos clips again. Mudda now in the lead, a 10th ahead of Gwen.
Now here, I see that I'm ahead by about a 10th. I'm like, okay, as long as I do this mid-section reasonably good, I should have this. Literally just this is the scariest thing remaining. I trust myself to hit the Neo every single time coming up here, and I got it. Never had any doubts. Just make sure I don't take unnecessary risk there. And then here, all that remains is that I don't take too much water wheels.
Looking for his first ever Red Bull Faster Championship.
And I'm like, okay, just don't go on the penalty, and there it is. And then, of course, the primal roar.
And what a journey it's been for Mudda. So many tournaments where he's been so
good. I love TMNF!
Yo, Phineas with the 20 gifted, man. Really appreciate that. Hearts and blankets in the chat.
And Mudda rightfully stands atop the podium.
So even though, what was it? I had 4 finalist attempts. Like, I don't think I had a single bad round. I had 1 crash, but that was from risking. No, 2 crashes, but both of them were just from... One was from risking and one was from nerves. Like, yeah. Yeah, excursions. That's good. Skirion? Thanks for the prime. Welcome to the Blanket Gang. Now the Minecraft.
Virtual will go up to him and we'll hear from him. What a performance all round from Mudda. He's taking a second to breathe it in.
I'm already back home. Yeah, I got back 4 hours ago.
Understandably so. But in a moment, he will be crowned. We see he had it.
Mudda, can you tell us a little bit about how this
Is it already here?
A huge redemption after last year's heartbreak.
Is that it right there, or is it something else?
Yeah, very, very happy with how I played the entire tournament.
You can even hear that I'm like, I've got a sore throat here. This is not from shouting. This is just from being ill.
My goal from the beginning, like
that raspiness you hear. That's me. That's what I still have right now.
Stage 1, dominant. Stage 2, dominant.
Veg.
I wanted the same for stage 3, and I'm very satisfied.
Yep, that is exactly right. I'm just like, I'm so sick of having so much potential and not putting it, to results. Like when I was traveling the entire time when I was practicing, I'm just like, I don't want this to be an exciting tournament. Basically, I want to just play stage 3 the same way I played stages 1 and 2, and that is never letting my opponents near me. And finally claiming my first LAN win. That's what I wanted the entire time. I played that while ill, yes. Not like terribly ill, but just like sore throat, minor nausea, and actually no, not a fever. That happened. That started on Sunday.
Absolutely incredible scenes, Mudda. And you have the crowd.
Yeah, sore throat is a secret weapon. Not only that, but also I had PC issues before both of my matches. So clearly the strat is to have a sore throat, have nausea, have PC problems just before the match starts, and then, yeah, because that's the only tournament that's ever happened.
Rooting behind you here. This is your first major tournament win. So we're going to make our way now over to the trophy.
I think I have a chance at EWC? Of course I do.
A drum roll.
Yeah, let's get a drum roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion.
A very, very satisfying moment right there. Picking up the trophy, knowing it's yours.
Gore.
Do I take my own wheel with me? Yeah. I'd pack it up for myself. But I will say this, what a performance from Pac. Like, he's always there.
Do you think this is a prime example
He never
that
makes
the
it
players
easy.
who are hesitating, they should change to a wheel?
Oh no, is it here again?
I mean, feel free to try, but mind you, it's going to be an
Oh god, that looks way worse. Jesus Christ, that looks way worse than I thought. I see what you mean.
Wheel. I mean, feel free to try.
Jesus, that's even worse than missing the handshake. Holy crap. I mean, like, I just see them pointing the microphones like, okay, I'll take it. Because, like, what else am I supposed to do?
Change your wheel.
The Samifying clip? Oh, I think I've seen this. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he grabs that shit. You grab that shit. You grab that microphone.
I said earlier, right? So that's
Yes.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
I mean, feel free to try, but mind you, it's going to be an ego check for a while.
That's true. Whenever you swap to a new input device, especially like something as extreme as a steering wheel, you will suck for a long time, and it's gonna test your ego.
Like final words that you would want to say to your community, because you know, like there's a lot of people who are supporting you. You are making different content. Would you want?
I need to watch this again. Oh yeah, and the trophy, I don't have it with me because, okay, you see this thing? The car spins around on this, and I was playing with it, like just spinning the car around, and then one of the wheels fell off. So the Red Bull guys are fixing it, and then they're gonna ship it to me later on. So yeah, that's why I don't have it with me right now.
That the players who are hesitating, they should change.
It's gonna be an ego check for a while.
Community, because you know, like there's a lot of people who are supporting you.
This bike grab is hilarious.
I mean, feel free to try, but mind you, it's going to be an ego check for a while.
How is that? How have I managed to make that look even worse than missing the handshake last year? Jesus Christ.
You are making different content. Would you want to say something to them?
Absolutely. Something I've been preaching for a while now, and that is...
The front fell off.
No, well,
actually, it was the back right wheel.
Stimulate constantly on our phones, things popping up all the time. Please, like, take 20 minutes a day and just breathe. Be kind to yourself. It's so important.
It is very important. Badge. How many mics in my luggage? I don't have any. I don't have any.
Every stage, and we want to take a moment to thank
I don't have any microphones.
AOC for helping us with this tournament. To all of the players that participated here, and obviously to Matic.
Yeah, the
and
Phoebe
all
shadow was in the intro.
that have been a part of this production. And you, dear viewers who are here with us in
I share my secret
and to
PBs.
those who are
Is there any other noteworthy things? And that's the end of the thing. Yeah, I can show you my PBs now. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Yeah, these are my PBs. Also Ziff at tier 3s. Do I think I would have won this event if it was not rigged? Yes. So these are my PBs on the maps. Obviously, I have like the old versions as well. So I actually didn't beat my PBs on the first 3 maps. I was very close on the first 2, then Skater was nowhere near. About a 10.5 off. This one, 104.20. This is a sick run. This is my favorite PB of the entire map pack. Ziff. And the public record is 104.51 for reference. Waiting. Ziff.
Mudda Ziff.
Yo, Luke _lands with a tier 3 for 45 years. Welcome back to the Heavenly Zippers gang. Muggle Things with the 5 months. Welcome back with the Prime. And Callum with the 38 years. Welcome back with the tier 1. Really appreciate that. And also Benetton with the brand new Prime. Welcome to the Blanket gang. Imagine driving this on rounds. I know, right? But like, it is possible to 103 this map. And it could actually be something fun to try. The content. Wait, why am I in cam 3? Well, I guess that's how I play the map anyway. Wow, I got the gears so early there. This skate name. Yeah, I clipped the fucking cock and never mind. Oh la 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 la, that is so clean. If you, this is what it looked like for me, by the way, when I was playing the rounds. This is how the strat looks like for me. It looks even more satisfying in this camera. That's how it looked for me every round. What the fuck was this? Look at the left back wheel. Yeah, okay, buddy. That's what that sound was. Yeah, that's my favorite PB. Not my best one. My best one is still Everest, but yeah. 107.49 on Soapbox. Wait, the exact same 0.4 on both Soapbox and Road Trip. That's crazy. Is this 0.3 faster than public record? Yes. And actually, I drove a time faster than this in my land versions, but I have 105.50 on this. On Amsterdam, and 104.30. Oh, 39 actually, so Bren did beat me on that. Am I able to lock 0% steering on my wheel? Yeah, that's what the steering buttons are for. Because Trackmania prioritizes your most recent steering input, if you full steer with the wheel and then tap any other steer. Oh, nice, my game crashed. And then you let go of the steer without moving the wheel, then you stay at 0%. Very useful for press forward maps. Or press forward starts. Do I not play with the camera right in front of the car, or is it just preference? It depends on the map and the turn. But like, the more narrow and precise the map is, the more often I use Cam 3, the cockpit camera. Early lead strat, a great strat. It really is. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Don't think Renati does that. He always complains about being able to not steer. I mean, bro plays a 1% dead zone. So, yeah, there's that. Can I use the keys in Neo side? I can, but I'm already so confident with normal Neo, like just doing the Neo anyway, with the wheel movement. Did Carl cry after he won because he was happy for me? Or because he knows he can never win again and have the taste? Well, winning one tournament doesn't automatically mean you win the next 10. You still have to put in the work. These are my real PBs? Yes. So Brent beat me by 100th here. But I was already happy with this PB. And I just focused a lot on consistency. Do I feel these maps suited my playstyle a lot? Obstacle, Everest, Railways, Soapbox, Road Trip, and a Maze. So only really two maps that I'd say I struggled with. With Skate and Amsterdam. They were the only two maps where I really struggled. Like, for raw pace, I mean. Skate was more of a consistency issue. I always had the pace there. Yeah. It's good though. I'm having the more tournaments I'm playing on the steering wheel, the less bad maps I have because it doesn't seem to matter now. Am I still in touch with Bren? Yeah, of course. We there for tournaments and stuff like that. I don't know what. I guess I'll just show you these runs. You just noticed the map names? Yeah. My favorite one is the skate name. I clipped the fucking cock and never mind. Like, I made that practice map literally the day after that clip happened. Thank you, Leon. I appreciate that. Did they have the trauma jump statue in the venue? No, but that would have been amazing. But it would have been logistically a nightmare to get that sorted. Is Soul did leave your body for a moment when failed to end on skate? Me too. Like it was the kind of nerves I've never experienced before, where I just straight up forgot where I was on the map. Can I make my part maps public? I mean, I can, but not in this club. I have to make my own club, another club for it. This map, very happy with this PB, but it's one of those maps where there's still like 0.2 to gain, 0.3 even. Alright, what speed do I get here? 190, 197, yeah. 197 is very good. Dong. Good focus. Thank you, Matson. Appreciate that. You can still hear me brake tapping at that one part. Nice. I've explained it before, but it's still a relatively new thing I'm explaining. Like, normal maps that other people like driving, like I really struggle to learn them because a full steer feels like 90% action key for me. And so I have to like, it takes me so much longer to like force myself to change my habits there in those kind of maps. Like this is one of those maps. Road Trip was like that too. But just like the steering always feels too heavy. How did the others react to it, the warm-up strat? Well, Epos was the first one who saw it. And he's like, what the fuck was that? Well, he's like, what did I just see? Yeah. They did all try it, but they're like, nah, this is too precise. This map is very similar to Road Trip, where it's a good PB, but it's still improvable by like 0.1, 0.2. But I'm glad I changed my training habits so I don't push those PBs super hard anymore. Railways? Yeah, the, I'll show you again. Did I intentionally show it to the others? Well, not intentionally, but I'm in the same room warming up as them, so one of them's gonna see it. So practice that jump for 5 hours? Yeah, exactly. And that's not even one session, that's, yeah, it's this jump. This one here. The wide setup. No worries, Plum. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's... Depending how... Like, the one I got in this run was about 0.4 faster than the other way. Which is really, really good. It'd be cool to see a one-part map for this jump. Well, this is the part map I had for it. Yeah. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah. This is the part map I have for it. I just played this map for like 5 hours total. Shimmy went for consistency? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that I just played this map for 5 hours, basically, to learn that. See you, Oinea. Alright, I'm gonna head off too. It's a lot longer than you thought. That's what she said. Can you see Everest? Oh yeah, well, my Everest PB is the public map one from stage 1. I never beat it. The Everest PB is the same. Alright, before I head out though, let me just move this back to its rightful spot. And then... bang. The book. I just texted my girlfriend Ruth and told her that it's over between us. I am ruthless. One of the Russian acrobats in our human pyramid has been deported. We don't have Oleg to stand on. What do you call a horse that moves around a lot? Unstable. Alright, I'm gonna go do some IRL super clipping and briefly not exist.
GG less than 3.
Yeah, thanks everyone for the GGs, the subs, the donos. Really do appreciate it. But yeah. And also, Joram, thanks for the 20 on new resub. Welcome back to the Blanket Gang. Alright. See ya.